out your home. And right now, you can try Culligan for just $10 a month for your first 3 months. Serving South Florida since 1936. Schedule your free water test today at Culligan.com.
Go big and save big at Greenway Kia West Palm Beach. Right now, choose from over 1,500 new and certified pre-owned cars and SUVs ready to drive home today. That means more selection, more savings, and more ways to get the deals you've been waiting for. Whether you're looking for a fuel-efficient commuter, a family SUV, or a sporty new ride, Greenway Kia West Palm Beach has you covered. And here's the game changer. Big inventory means big value, putting more money back in your pocket. Credit challenges? No problem. The Credit Clinic is back, and the experienced team at Greenway Kia will work with you to explore financing options that fit your lifestyle. So don't wait. Find the Kia that's perfect for you, your budget, and your driveway. Call Lonnie Mister today at 561-433-1511. That's 561-433-1511. Or hurry on to Greenway Kia West Palm Beach, where big inventory means big savings. But don't wait. These deals won't last. Greenway Kia West Palm Beach.
We want to see ya in a Greenway Kia.
ESPN 1063 is your home for live sports, presented by Hard Rock Bet, the home of Inter Miami, the Florida Panthers, and the Miami Heat, with all of the biggest live events in sports. If it's happening in sports, it's happening right here on ESPN 1063, South Florida's home for sports, presented by Hard Rock Bet. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida, must be 21 plus, physically present in Florida wager. Terms and conditions apply. If you or somebody you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
Hi, I'm Wendy Sartori-Link, your Palm Beach County Supervisor of Elections. The 2026 primary is on August 18th, and now is the time to make your game plan. Florida is a closed primary state, which means if you want to vote in a party's race, you need to be registered with that party at least 29 days before Election Day. Don't wait until the last minute. Check your registration and get election ready today. Visit votepalmbeach.gov to get started. That's votepalmbeach.gov. See you at the polls.
Hey, it's Steph Prince here, and in South Florida, you need an AC team that can deliver in the clutch. That's why my family trusts Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning. As a mom of 3, trust me, when your AC goes down, you don't want to strike out with the wrong company. You want a team that keeps the process smooth, stress-free, and most importantly, keeps the family cool. And Bob Bradley knows a thing or two about coaching a winning team. He coached his son Bobby all the way to becoming a first-round draft pick, and now he's helping his grandson Trey develop his game. And one thing's for sure, high standards run in the Bradley family. Bob brings that same major league mindset to the team at Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning. From residential and commercial repairs to installations, maintenance, and upgrades, they step up to the plate and get the job done right the first time. And while Bob waits for Trey's call to the majors, he's still delivering major league service every single day right here in South Florida. Call Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning today at 561-793-7497 or visit bradleyair.com.
Tired of being sidelined by a sports injury? Get back in the game with Baptist Health Orthopedic Care. Whether you're a professional athlete or even a weekend warrior, you can get back to doing what you love with our compassionate orthopedic team. Experience a new level of care and get back to your best. Welcome to being treated like a pro. Make an appointment today at baptisthealth.net/ortho or call 833-556-6764.
Anajar and Levine.
Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
ESPN 1063.
WESP Jupiter, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
We are 50 days until the kickoff of the NFL season. Maybe by then, Alden Silver can get started on that schedule.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
The man your man could smell it.
Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking.
But are you a different animal and the same beast?
Streaming live on YouTube.
You're gonna break up with me because of what I do on the radio?
Here's Theo Dorsey.
Good people. It is your boy Theo Dorsey. It is July the 21st. And we're ripping and rolling here on a Top 5 Tuesday. It is an action-packed Tuesday here on the show with you till 4 o'clock. You can always stream us live on YouTube at ESPN South Florida. Or as always, tell your smart speakers to play ESPN 1063 as we get things going here. Another one of those mornings for your boy. Another one of those mornings where you started, in a midst of a night full of waking up every 2 hours. on the newborn cycle, and I started with a doctor's appointment, and I started with another reminder that I am actually grateful that the good people, especially here in Palm Beach County in the medical professions, do not take themselves too seriously. They actually are absolutely hilarious. And once again this morning at my appointment for the young lad, as we were getting a consult on a little procedure he's getting done, and we're getting a little consult, the lady this morning reiterated something in a hilarious way that once again reminded me, very smart people, great degrees, mean well, just like you and I, absolutely hilarious at times. And I'll tell that in a little bit here. Colin Russo's on the other side of the glass on the ones and the twos. We are 21 days out from LeBron James announcing his free agency, and we are still a little bit on the waiting side. But the thing that has you most riled up right here today, Colin, is nothing to do with basketball, nothing to do with the NFL pending, but more to do with college football. You're fresh off of ACC media days. SEC media days are going on, and it sounds like the SEC is not long for the rest of college football right now.
It's ridiculous because the more and more the SEC media days, multiple days. And I know Kirby talked today, Kirby Smart of Georgia. I know we're waiting still on Lane Kiffin, but it's very obvious when these conferences, this is an opportunity for ACC did the same thing. The ACC's sort of group project amongst all the coaches was gas up the ACC, talk about how great it is, talk about players getting drafted, talk about teams needing more consideration for the playoff, talk about too much eyes are on the ACC and the SEC. I get all that. The SEC is up. The SEC, Greg Sankey, who's the commissioner of the SEC, probably comes out and he likely gives out an internal memo amongst all the coaches and says, if there's one thing I want you guys to promote, I want you guys to threaten college football with the pending exit of the SEC.
Yeah.
If the College Sports Act, which is, long story short, a big act that changes fundamentally everything that is wrong with college football, transfer, one-time transfers, cap on amount you could spend, TV pooling, streaming rights, yada, yada, yada. And the SEC's ultimate, quote, memo was threaten the rest of college football, talking that we might leave and we should leave. And it's very real. The opportunity for us to create its own league, which has been talked about for a number of years now.
It's working.
Is very much in the midst. And I get that.
It's working.
It's such a lousy bargaining chip for me because it's arrogant. The SEC is...
Whoa! Pump the brakes. The SEC being arrogant.
Yeah. And the SEC is very arrogant.
Yeah,
because you know why I think this? Because I think if they go out on their own, I don't think it works. I don't think it works.
Yeah. Okay.
And
I can't wait to get that. We save some of that because I want to get to that. That's an interesting take you have there because it is the SEC football fan.
They think they could survive on the SEC football league.
Yeah.
Like the Canadian Football League, like the USFL, like the NFL, the SEC Football League.
I am not going to say that it is the best idea. I also know I can guarantee you, at least for a certain region of America, they will not stop watching. And I probably won't stop watching either. You tell me you're going to miss out on Arch Manning's.
I disagree with that.
You're going to miss out on Arch Manning's final couple of campaigns.
Let's put it this way.
Are you not going to be watching LSU?
What's a lot of the reason you watch the SEC is for a couple of reasons. Number one, you want to watch the SEC as a Miami Hurricane fan to get a gauge for the competition. All right, we think we're national championship contenders. If I'm an Ohio State fan, if I'm a Michigan fan, if I'm an Indiana fan, if I'm an Oregon fan. I'm looking at the SEC to see who the top-level teams are. That's why we watch college football, because you're a fan of an X team, and you're curious about Y team, so you'll watch the games.
But you also just enjoy the sport as an entertainment product.
Fine. Then you watch the Canadian Football League?
Yeah. Well, no, I don't enjoy the sport that is not at the highest of its level.
So, okay. So I'll continue.
That's like asking me do I watch the Big Three basketball
league? Well, the
ACC
is not top-of-the-line football.
Yes, it is.
All right.
Now you're being disrespectful. We're in the national championship
My
game.
point is, a lot of the reason you watch it is to get a gauge for the level of, I guess, threat that a lot of these SEC teams pose.
Yeah.
Who are the national championship contenders? It's something we'll talk about throughout the entire college football season.
Really interesting.
That's one.
Yeah.
Number two, a big reason people watch college football on the SEC especially is because, number one, ESPN has it, and number two, the top 25 ranking that is sitting next to a lot of these names.
Yeah.
Why are you watching Missouri, Oklahoma? Because Missouri's got a 23 next to their name. And even if they deserve it or they don't, Tennessee had a 23 next to their name all year long. They didn't beat one team with a 500 record, with above a 500 record.
Yeah.
You're told how good these teams are on rankings. That goes away because you're no longer a part of the top 25 college football rankings. You got the top 8 rankings. What? This team's third in the SEC. We got that next to their name. It takes away a little bit of the casual fan viewing experience because you're not watching. You're told you're watching a great team, which is why the SEC sells.
It is. It is going to take away again. It's not something I'm saying is going to work.
There's no Heisman
hopeful.
hopeful.
I am telling you that is definitively like they are not going to lose some of the, especially not those stadiums.
I agree.
That they thrive
I agree.
and the gate ticket.
But
They're
there's no
not
college.
Lose a lot of the interest.
There's no college football playoff hopefuls. There's no Heisman hopefuls. You're looking at draft picks.
The real concern wouldn't even be just the SEC leaving. The real concern would be if they left with the Big Ten.
Left in the Big Ten, logistically, and do what?
That would be the real concern.
The Big Ten makes more money per team than the SEC. The Big Ten is also less bullish about leaving compared to the SEC is the one fighting this fight.
The thing that I would fear as a college football fan would not be one of those two conferences leaving on their own, but if both of them did leave, it would be really tough for the rest of the nation. But again, we could table some of that stuff because I do think it's interesting as a fan. I would tell you I definitively would still be watching SEC football this year. Whether or not they were in it.
I think
maybe
you're overrating
5 years
the
down the
importance.
line, it wouldn't matter as much. But right now, it still matters. Those teams still matter.
Right, as it stands today, because they're a part of the whole group.
Right, yeah. If down the line, I do think that it could dissipate. But again,
you'd be looking at a bunch of non-Miami opponents. You will not care nearly as much. You're looking at a bunch of non-future Miami threats.
You're right. You're not.
None of these teams are playing Miami this year. Why am I watching them?
Wow.
It's like the NFC North had its own league, and all of a sudden they're not allowed to compete in the NFL playoffs. It might be high-level football, but they're not a part of the mothership.
I agree with you that I don't think that it's something that's actually going to work, and I would hope that they're not so foolish to actually go through with it. But back to the original point, we both know what they're doing, the SEC right now. They're being arrogant, and they're leveraging because they want the things in the bill. They want the things in the bill to go in their direction. So we can get to those things. We'll get to those things later here down the line. I do one thing that I've been locked in on over the past 24 hours or so as we've been on Bron Watch is the fact that Pat Riley, president, godfather of the Miami Heat, Pat Riley saw it fit yesterday to have a sit-down, about 40-minute conversation on the Dan Le Batard show with Dan Le Batard himself. I watched that thing over a couple of times, actually. I took some notes on it because, number one, everybody right now is trying to find hints, angles on where LeBron potentially is going to be going for his 24th season. But also, as a person that's been calling his shot saying it's going to be the Miami Heat, I was again curious in a more open forum, in a more intimate, questioning from a guy like Dan Le Batard who knows how to get some of these answers out of him. I was curious where Pat Riley felt and how comfortable he was with things. So first, I want to take a listen to specifically with Pat Riley, him talking about what he thinks, and starting at about 120 in there, at about 120 in that video, specifically what his timeline is, LeBron or not, with what the Miami Heat have with their roster currently as things stand. Bobby Portis, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Bam Adebayo, the guys that are currently on this roster, what Pat Riley believes the Heat are angling for starting this year.
You think he's got an expectation that is 2 years from now?
Yeah. Well, that mental part of 18 months from now, for me and for Andy and for our organization, will take care of the doubters who project 18 months. Our mentality is we want to win now, just like everybody else who thinks they're good wants to win now, and that's what we want to do. And so whoever we bring in will help us win now.
He did re-mention again whoever we bring in, and that's because not only are they still building the roster like other teams are kind of getting things to fall into place, but obviously the big chip that is expected to land and that I am anticipating will land is LeBron James to enter into that lineup with Spo and turn this Heat team into not just a team that could come out of the East, but will have expectations to do so. They are not waiting around for another couple of years to put the right pieces in place to try and compete for a championship. They want to do it right now. That was one of the things that Pat Riley made clear. But on a Tuesday here, as tradition shows, on a Top 5 Tuesday, so you don't have to go back and watch it all, I'll give you my top 5 takeaways from a very telling conversation Dan Le Batard had with Pat Riley yesterday, again, in the midst of Bron Watch 2026, as we anticipate what might be another huge addition for the Miami Heat. Top 5 Tuesday.
Top 5, no debating. Top 5, top 5, top 5.
Now, Colin, you're still like a little bit on the fence with whether or not you care about a lot of these things in and around the Bron free agency right now. Or you really don't have an opinion on where you think he might go?
I think there's a lot of people in his life telling him different things. That's my blind guess. There's a reason it's taking this long. I think a lot of this is obviously to leverage the media frenzy that will follow. But I also think...
Keep us talking.
I also think his wife thinks one thing. I think his agent thinks another thing. I think his kids think one thing. I think he thinks another. I don't think everybody's in lockstep together.
Yeah.
So, and therefore, I don't think the decision's final.
Well, we'll find out soon. What we do know right now is the top 5 takeaways from Pat Riley's sit-down, which were very, very telling. And I want to start with this.
Number 5.
Pat mentioned specifically 3 names of guys who not only have the Miami Heat been targeting, and I wonder if this is even tampering, because these guys are under contract, but also guys that the Heat have been positioning for their free agency, for their pending free agencies, current stars in the league today. The 3 names were obviously number 1, Giannis Antetokounmpo, who the Heat did land here a few weeks ago. But the other 2, Nikola Jokic and Donovan Mitchell. And he named them. Nikola Jokic and Donovan Mitchell. Jokic, who the Heat obviously fell to in 2023 in the NBA Finals, and is a guy who has a history with Miami. Never forget the shove of Markieff Morris that
ended his career.
Yeah, I don't want to give all credit to him, but yeah, it messed up his neck, messed up his back. We have not seen Markieff Morris really play since. It kind of ended his career. And also, there was a bit of a feud, a little bit of heat between the Heat and Nikola Jokic after that. So surprising that Pat Riley kind of brushed that under the rug and admitted that that's a guy that the Heat would have been angling for if he became available. But then also, Donovan Mitchell, is as shocking as it was to hear him single out Jokic, Donovan Mitchell was equally shocking just because I didn't think he would hold him in that high of regard. But I think a lot of that comes back to the fact that there's been a lot of D-Wade comps around him. A lot of D-Wade comps.
He's a better shooter than Dwayne Wade ever was, but... Yeah. He's not nearly as clutch, and he's not nearly as aggressive to the basket.
Or as good of a defender.
Yeah, he's a much better shooter. He's much better at shooting.
Well, slow your roll. On the brakes. He's a better shooter.
He's a better shooter, no doubt.
Yeah, he's a better shooter. Now it's starting to feel a little
Maybe
pointy.
He's a better volume shooter. How's that?
Yeah, he is.
He'll put up 35 shots in a game and have no problem doing it.
And he showed himself to be a playoff performer in a way that I don't think it's enough credit because it hasn't ended in long, playoff runs. But he had a few different series with the Jazz, and then even this last year with the Cleveland Cavaliers where he's kind of put the team on his back. So that's just something to think about. Spider Mitchell and Nikola Jokic were 2 of the other guys that the Heat were angling for, positioning for, basing roster contracts that they currently have around making room for them, despite Giannis being the one that they got. Now, I will say, of those 3, glad the Heat ended up with the Greek Freak.
Number 4.
This is something we've talked about before here. And I knew I was recalling it correctly, but Pat Riley confirmed it. The Big 3 in 2010, when the announcement was made and the Heat landed both LeBron James and Chris Bosh to join Dwayne Wade, there was a trade. It was a trade and not a free agency signing. And Pat Riley actually outlined when he learned that it was a trade. So apparently, he always thought it was going to be a free agency signing. Remember the whole... not 1, not 2, not 3 pep rally that the Heat were holding? Pat Riley told Dan Le Batard yesterday that it wasn't until he had Bron, Wade, and Bosh in the green room with their families, preparing to go out on stage for that big smoke show and present to all of Heat Nation what the next 4 years were going to be. It wasn't until they were in that room gearing up for the show that he got a call from none other than Leon Rose. Leon Rose, currently with the Knicks at that time, an agent working on behalf of LeBron James, who told Pat, it ain't getting done unless it's a sign and trade. It was a stick-up. It was a stick-up and a stick-up that worked, and Pat said the Heat ended up giving up 6 total picks. 6 total picks at the 11th hour there to make sure that deal got done. It's something that wasn't really headlined or talked about, but Pat specifically talked about in that interview how that undercut how strong the roster was in 2011, and it hurt a little bit of their depth. But then more importantly, the reason why they weren't able to keep building around that team over the next 3 years in a way in which it probably would have been a little bit deeper. And maybe the Big Three Heat last a little longer if they didn't have to trade away some of those draft picks, which were either been assets or young players. So that was pretty telling, and I'm surprised that more of those details hadn't already came out. Top 5 takeaways from Pat Riley's sit down with Dan Le Batard. And this one right here, it matters a little bit more to really the entire NBA, and I want other guys to take note of it. But Pat made a point in the sit down to actually compliment the young players of today, specifically this draft class, which he alluded is one of the better draft classes of all time. Pat Riley is a guy that's been in and around the NBA since the 60s, player, coach, and executive. He said that the players of today actually are coming in more basketball mature, coming in a little bit more acutely aware of their nutrition, coming in better coached. A guy like Pat Riley, who a lot of people, we see it on Inside the NBA. We see it with a lot of ex-NBA players. There's a lot of there's a common nature for the old guard of the NBA to cut away and talk down on the youth or this generation right here. Whereas Pat Riley sounds like he's actually enamored with the work ethic of the youth, and he specifically credited them with coming in a lot more prepared these days. And I think he thinks the guys that the Heat were able to get, Trey Donaldson, Ryan Conwell, are glowing examples of some of those guys that come in ready to hoop and can contribute. Are you surprised by that at all?
No, I'm not. Think about it. These guys are professionals now in college, right?
Yep.
They're getting paid. They're multi-million-dollar investments. So therefore, nutrition, sports science, they can't just be college kids who get a free ride and then, can do whatever they want in terms of eating habits and everything. They're treated as professionals because in a lot of ways they are investments. They are assets to the school. So I'm not surprised to hear that in the slightest. I would say that's been a trend for the last 10 or so years.
Yeah.
Since these colleges have gotten more and more turned into, like there are pro NBA player factories and there are not. But I think every team is sort of adopting a lot of the things that the Kentuckys of old used to do solo. Now everybody's doing it. Louisville probably does a lot of the same things that Kentucky does in terms of developing pros and how they prepare these guys for the next level.
Yeah. It's refreshing to hear. So take note. You know what I'm saying? The rest of the old guard, take note. You don't always have to hate on the next generation, on the younger folks, just because they making more bread. You can show some love.
Number 2.
Takeaways from Pat Riley, sit down with Dan Le Batard. This one right here actually did shock me even more. This is the most shocking revelation of all of this. He said he enjoyed watching the Knicks win it all.
He screwed the Knicks over in 95.
Oh, yeah, he did.
But he
said he enjoyed. He enjoyed watching the Knicks win it all. He has no grudge in his heart, and he also has love for Leon Rose.
The Knicks are the ones who should have the grudge. I mean, the Knicks fans got screwed by Riley.
Well, Pat Riley also feels a little tension on the other side of that as well, and he has especially as the guy, forget the fact that he left the Knicks, the guy that was leading the Heat when that Heat-Knicks rivalry was at its most contentious.
Right.
Like, that's the other part of it. Not just the divorce that they had, but
a lot of that was because of the divorce as well. Keep that in mind.
Also because they were two of the better teams in the East that had a lot of disdain for each other, and those were his former players. So, yeah. But either way, when you find yourself in that kind of a war that got really ugly in those times, I'm surprised that Pat Riley, not only as a person who went through that as a coach, but also as a person who is in the Eastern Conference, likely sees the Knicks still as a team that they're going to have to get through, showing some appreciation for him. But he said he had no reason to root against them. He was happy to see them win, and I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that he liked the way that they played basketball.
I would agree with that. I think he likes the players are likable. The coach was likable. A lot of these guys were deserving of a ring in terms of their careers. Karl Anthony Towns been in the league for a long time. Jalen Brunson sort of came up the right way. Mike Brown's been a coach for a long time. I know he won with Golden State, but as a head coach, being able to kind of take that curse off the team. If you're not a Philadelphia Sixer fan or maybe even a Celtic fan, I don't even think the Celtic fan cares that much, but because they've won so much. But I would say unless you're a Sixer fan who is also dealing with a terrible drought, I would say a lot of the NBA is.
I think Heat fans don't like the Knicks fans.
Cool to see. I mean, again, the Heat have won a lot. They've been there a lot. So it's not like you look down, you pity the Knicks. And outside the Sixers, who are sort of in the same boat, a lot of these teams, or a lot of these, I think NBA people can look at the Knicks and think, it's the lesser of the two evils comparatively to the alternatives, which would have been, OKC or San Antonio.
Yeah.
I mean, San Antonio is fun, but, it's lesser of the two evils.
You could argue, too, that the Spurs have had more of a deeper history in the playoffs with the Heat than the Knicks.
Yes.
Since the turn of the 2000s. Here's the top one right here, and this one's self-serving.
Number 1.
Riley agreed that tanking was the move. He agreed that the Heat would have been better off for losing over the past 4 or 5 years when they kept finding themselves in purgatory, kept finding themselves picking between 14 and 18 in the draft, finding it hard to both compete and also to retool. He had an honest moment talking about how over these past 4 or 5 years, the very pieces that they actually used, if you look at that Giannis trade package, Kasper Giacochonis, right there in the middle. Khalil Ware, middling late lottery pick. Jaime Jaquez Jr., similar thing there. And then, of course, you have I always
Hero was a
my other guy,
mid-first round
Tyler
pick.
Hero. Tyler Hero, same thing.
Pick, yeah.
2019, I believe 14. So while the Heat actually did get the most out of a lot of those guys that they picked in the middle of the round, which is a very volatile spot to be drafting players, they were able to develop some of these guys. They also were watching teams like the Boston Celtics get lottery picks and turn them into superstars. The San Antonio Spurs, 3 straight years drafting in the top 5, and you get Wemby, Castle, and Harper, and there you are in the NBA Finals. Riley admitted, it would have been a lot quicker, a lot easier to come to terms with it. The Heat did bottom out and do what they did the year that they missed out on Derrick Rose and ended up with Michael Beasley. But they didn't. And honestly, all is well, because on the other side of that is a team that is now led by a Finals MVP in Giannis Antetokounmpo, a plethora of guys with championship experience around them, a head coach in Eric Spoelstra, who is the longest tenured in the NBA, and are well-positioned to be headlined also by LeBron James going forward, if he sees so fit. But he's taking his time. Those are my top 5 takeaways, though, from Pat Riley's sit-down with Dan Le Batard, telling on the state of the Miami Heat, but then also telling on where he is as an executive today. Not a guy holding grudges. He spoke specifically on how he and LeBron James have kind of come to terms and have buddied up since all of since the heated exodus that LeBron had in 2014. But then also for Pat Riley, he's hell-bent on one thing and one thing only, and that's turning the Heat into a contender. And he ain't waiting 18 months. They want to get it started this winter. So we'll see how that rocks for them. The Baptist Health Hotline is open here on ESPN 106.3 on Theoretically Speaking, 888-760-3776. 888-760-3776. The Baptist Health Hotline is open. And I'll ask for the Heat fans, are you like Pat Riley? Were you cool with actually able to sit back and pity the Knicks fans and enjoy that championship run and that win? I mean, y'all know, if y'all been watching Theoretically Speaking, I wasn't on that side of it. I was hating all the way until the final buzzer, and I looked like an absolute fool because of it. Maybe you had an open heart like Riley did. You were rocking with him. 888-760-3776. 888-760-3776. Hit us up on the Baptist Health Hotline. Join in on the fun here on Theoretically Speaking, and welcome to pro-level orthopedic care at Baptist Health. From the sports injuries to everyday aches, our expert team delivers the same advanced care trusted by the pros. So get back to the life and the activities that you love. And welcome to being treated like a pro. Learn more at baptisthealth.net/ortho. That's baptisthealth.net/ortho. Baptist Health Orthopedic Care welcomes you to being treated like a pro. On the other side, we're 50 days out from the start of the NFL regular season, and our friend and NFL front office insider Mike Tannenbaum helps us give out some NFL offseason superlatives ahead of what is going to be a very interesting year in the league. That is Colin Russo. I'm Theo Dorsey. We're Theoretically Speaking on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
What's the Anajar and Levine difference? When you're injured in a car crash, we focus on your case so you can focus on the one thing that matters most, getting better. I'm Glenn Levine with Anajar and Levine. We'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call our legal team right now for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. We'll help you take back control of your life. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In office, West Palm Beach. Hi, I'm Michael Manzo, owner and founder of Manzo's Italian Deli, and I...
Stop, Dad. After 20 years, people are tired of hearing your voice.
Yeah, and your lame-ass commercials.
Fresh prosciutto, mozzarella, outstanding.
Oh, please.
There's only one reason Manzo's is voted #1 deli in Palm Beach County for 20 years. Our mother.
She makes sure you prepare everything from scratch using only the freshest ingredients.
Manzo's Italian Deli is located on Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard, right next to Rain Dancers.
Is that a strip club?
No, it's a steakhouse. Manzo's is open weekdays from 8 to 5 and offers free delivery. So stop by or call 697-9411. That's 697-9411.
We also specialize in hot and cold catering for corporate functions and special events.
Just ask anyone who was at my last birthday party.
The Palm Beach Health Network Physician Group, an affiliate of the Palm Beach Health Network, is committed to delivering high-quality care to the communities they serve. Their award-winning physicians and specialists provide a level of expertise that has resulted in regional firsts and outstanding patient outcomes. For a physician referral, call 866-654-2362. To learn more about the Palm Beach Health Network Physician Group, visit pbhnphysiciangroup.com, pbhnphysiciangroup.com, to get in touch with the Palm Beach Health Network Physician Group.
Whether you need batteries, tires, or services, we know you depend on your vehicle. You can depend on St. Lucie Battery and Tire. With the largest inventories, expert technicians, and a best price out the door every day guaranteed, you'll drive away with confidence. Life doesn't stop, and neither should your car. St. Lucie Battery and Tire is here for you. Our experts keep your vehicle ready with batteries, tires, and service you can trust. Fast, friendly, and always reliable.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNWestPalmContests.com.
That's ESPNWestPalmContests.com.
The Jupiter Hammerheads and Palm Beach Cardinals are back in Jupiter all summer long. 6 days a week at Roger Dean Chevrolet Stadium. Come enjoy the best ticket deals and membership packages in Palm Beach County, like Silver Slugger Wednesdays, Thirsty Thursdays, Kids Club Saturdays, the Frozen Iguanas, and so much more. To purchase tickets, membership packages, and find out more information on the Jupiter Hammerheads and Palm Beach Cardinals, visit RogerDeanChevroletStadium.com.
Summer is officially here. The sun's out, the grill's going, the weekends feel a little longer. And with Gießen 0%, you can enjoy the crisp, refreshing taste of premium wine without the alcohol. Bright citrus, tropical notes, clean, refreshing flavor made for warm nights and good company. From poolside afternoons to sunset dinners, Gießen fits the pace of your summer, keeping you sharp, social, and fully in the moment. Gießen 0%, real wine for real life. The moment is now.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking. Streaming live on YouTube, here's Theo Dorsey.
Hey now, it is a Top 5 Tuesday here on Theoretically Speaking. And not just top 5, I would say top 1 places to go when your stomach is growling, when you need to find something to put on that stomach and maybe even enjoy some good vibes while doing so. How about Duffy Sports Grill? Right now, they got the Power Play. The Power Play at Duffy Sports Grill, it is the play. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about real deal comfort food like the juicy made-to-order stacked burgers. Of course, you got the crispy chicken tenders, another entree option with the Power Play, or those wings. And these are like some real chicken wings here, tossed in your favorite sauce. Maybe you like the classic buffalo, maybe you like me, and you're going to throw a little extra spice on it. Got to have a spice on the chicken wings, especially you cool it off with a little bit of the ranch. You got the crispy fries as well with it. Fresh, crispy fry. Like, this is a perfect meal to get things going. And at Duffy's in the Power Play, you can do that. And you can pair it with the drink, and it's only $13.99. $13.99. Talking about legit Duffy's food. That's a great value. Entree, side, and a drink for just $13.99. Perfect for lunch. Perfect for grabbing some grub if you want to watch some games, because there's wall-to-wall sports at every single Duffy Sports Grill. And you also have 2-for-1 drinks all day, every day. There's great food, cold drinks, and, of course, the wall-to-wall sports. Duffy'sMVP.com to check out the menu and find the Duffy's nearest you. At Duffy's, our game is always on. Here on Theoretically Speaking, Mike Tannenbaum's game is always on. He joins us now on a Tuesday. And Mike T, we are 50 days out from the kickoff to the NFL season. How are you even spending your days right now? Are you just out here crunching numbers? Are you looking at rosters, reminding yourself of what some late season or late offseason moves can be? What's Mike T up to these days?
Yeah, that's exactly right. And there's really two ways to improve your roster, Theo, top down. And we see that all the time. A.J. Brown gets traded to the Patriots, things like that. But to have sustained success in a salary cap system, Theo, you got to improve your roster from the bottom up. And that's what teams are looking at doing heading into training camp. Like, who can make a big move? Who could go from a third to a second? Who could be a backup to a starter? Because as in the sport, you see the Patrick Mahomeses of the world and the stars getting more money as everyone thinks is appropriate. You're going to have to balance your budget by sometimes having players that are a little bit under the radar, come through. And we just saw the Dolphins, someone like Jordan Brooks got rewarded. He wasn't a headline guy, but he's played himself into, a well-deserved extension.
Yeah, led the league in tackles last year. I believe 3 years, $51 million extension from the Miami Dolphins. So Jeff Hafley and John Eric Sullivan looking at him as one of those guys that they do want to lead their culture. And what I like most about that extension they did right there, what does that tell you about their patience to get it done and what he likely showed them in their 2 or 3 months of getting to know him that made them confident to invest in him?
Yeah, that's exactly, Theo, that's a great point. Look, I was part of a couple of rebuilds in my career, and it's so critical of who you pay early on because you're sending a message to your whole program, like, this is what we stand for, this is what we believe in. So Jordan Brooks, Aaron Brewer, whoever it may be, it has to be players that do more than just play. They have to be able to be, really, the expression, a force multiplier in the locker room, be able to galvanize your program. So clearly they saw something for him to go ahead and extend him.
We're going to be doing some NFL superlatives here as we're now 50 days out. Before we get to that, I'm curious. Have you been watching? Do you like the Netflix series Quarterback? I've been watching this latest season here with Cam Ward, Baker Mayfield, Joe Flacco, and who's the other guy that they're carrying there? Baker, Cam, Joe, and Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels, the other one. Have you been watching that?
Good stuff. Yes.
Yeah. I asked that because one of the things that was highlighted in that quarterback series there on Netflix that we were watching, I was watching, I think it was episode 3, and it reminded me of the point in the season in which the Bengals actually traded in division for Joe Flacco and brought him out there to Cincinnati, and I was looking at that, and I never considered, as a football fan, I'm just looking at it as, Joe Flacco is now a journeyman quarterback, finding spots where he could start, finding places where he can kind of be that bridge guy for the team. I never really thought about how that was actually impacting the family side of things that Netflix kind of highlighted, and it did remind me a little bit more about how even in the offseason or as the season is going along, guys like the Joe Flaccos of the world, guys like even the Baker Mayfields of the world that they're covering that, has a lot to be decided and has moved around a lot. Those moves, the teams investing in them, trading from, it impacts a lot more than just them. And it seems like it also wears on them a little bit mentally through the season. Like, how much of that have you had to deal with as a GM, not just acquiring guys, but then helping them acclimate because they've got a whole family to worry about as well?
Yeah, Theo, it's a great point. We could spend a long time talking about this, but look, we've all been there, right? You have a new job, you have a great family. If things aren't right at home, it's really hard to be right in the office. And the great philosopher Rex Ryan has an expression: there's 2 types of football wives, great ones and ex ones. And that's, you really want to spend the good organizations put a lot of time and effort in, it may sound minor, but like school relocations and, working with real estate agents, just so, the less noise and distraction at home, the more you can really focus in, the job in the office. Yeah.
It's way more encompassing than what we look at as football fans. But at the end of the day, that's why they pay y'all the big bucks. And Mike T, we pay you the big bucks, or not me, but somebody's doing it so that you can give us great insight on some of these NFL superlatives. So let's do it here. 50 days out from the kickoff, we get a little music. We're kicking off this year, by the way, for those that don't remember, on a Wednesday night with Patriots Seahawks, a Super Bowl rematch. So gear up for that. That's going to be a thrilling one, I believe, on Peacock, which is why we have our NBC, our NFL and NBC music here. But let's start here with something that the Seahawks and the Patriots don't have to worry about. As things stand today, Mike Tannenbaum, where do you look at around the 32 teams and say this is the worst quarterback situation in the NFL, the worst quarterback situation in the league?
Yeah, I would go with Arizona because, look, they moved on from Kyle Murray, drafted Jeremiah Love. We'll see if Jacoby Brissett goes back. I'm sure they'll work it out. Carson Beck, maybe, but clearly they're setting themselves up. When you take Jeremiah Love there, Theo, you're saying our quarterbacks in 2027.
Yeah. Yeah, and does that make that does it at least feel like they have certainty with where they want to go with the position? Does that make it makes it bad for 2026, but you feel like you know where their direction is at least going forward?
Yeah, and you need alignment between, your GM, your new head coach, Michael LaFleur, and ownership to say, hey, let's develop some of these young players, but all eyes are on that 2027 quarterback class.
Hey, Carson Beck, you hear that? Lock in, man. Lock in. You got to play your tail off to take them off of that scent. Let's move on to the next superlative here. 50 days out from the NFL season kicking off. Who or what team has the most to prove here in 2026?
Oh, boy, we can go a lot of different directions. I'm going to go with the Denver Broncos because I think they probably felt like they left a little meat on the bones. Like, they had that championship game at home. Obviously, we know that, Bo Nix was out for that game, and I feel like they're coming in thinking, like, we're 0-0, but, that was a Super Bowl we could have been to.
How much do you enjoy the snow game? I absolutely hate it that the AFC Championship, one of the more pivotal, consequential games of the year, got absolutely turned on its head by the weather like that. Where do you stand on snow games like that are so crazy that it actually impacts the plays you can call as a coach?
I actually like it because, we just watched the World Cup for the last 6 weeks, which I thought was great. But one of the things with the World Cup is you just play it in whatever conditions and you go. And I kind of feel like that's pro football, right? Like, Denver earned the right to be outside in Denver in late January and, to the victor go the spoils.
Absolutely. And again, we'll always be left to wonder if Bo Nix was there, if he wouldn't have been able to have been the difference maker to help them to the Super Bowl against the Seahawks. And that would have been maybe an incredibly different story we're talking about here today. More NFL superlatives with Mike Tannenbaum here on Theoretically Speaking. This one's going to take a little foresight, but you got a lot of that. The team that we don't see coming in 2026.
That is a great question. I'm going to go with the Chargers. I think one of the ways, like when this time of year, you see like what team's going to improve or not. I think one of the things we forget is what good players are they getting back. And you can make an argument, Theo, that maybe San Francisco, but the Chargers are getting back Joe Alt and Rashawn Slater, two great tackles, along with Justin Herbert and Omarion Hampton. I think if they're healthy, they're going to be hard to beat.
They'll be hard to beat, but again, now that you're saying that they have the most to prove, you're also saying that, you're saying the Broncos have the most to prove. You're saying we don't see the Chargers coming. Where does that leave a team like the Chiefs? Like, are we talking about a 3-bid AFC West coming in this year?
Yeah, I think so. They're a really good team. And I think they're like the Raiders in a year or two may be a really, an up-and-coming team. But those other three, you can make an argument can get to Super Bowl. I think the Chiefs may take a little bit of a step back because when you have questions at corner, right, you moved on from Jalen Watson and Trent McDuffie. You moved on, obviously, over the years at receiver from a number of good players. Your tight end is closer to the end, and your quarterback's coming off a big injury. I think the Chiefs are going to be good. I don't know if they're going to be great.
Could be again, and that will be back-to-back years. It'll be weird seeing Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes back-to-back years missing the postseason. But again, that's what happens when your division has the great coaches that the AFC West has and also the great quarterback play that we're seeing. Last superlative ahead of 2026 here with Mike Tannenbaum. We've seen it. We've seen it year over year, these rookies that come out and show out in a huge way to open their campaigns. 2 years ago was C.J. Stroud. A year ago was Jaden Daniels. Last year, not anybody that shined as heavily as any of those guys, but you had a guy like Tyler Shuck that popped. But who do you think is going to be the best opening act in 2026 from this rookie class?
Does it have to be a quarterback?
That does not have to be a quarterback. I don't want to pigeonhole you there because last year would have been a little rough. So,
yeah, I'll go with David Bailey. I think David Bailey, started at Stanford, had a great year last year at Texas Tech. I don't know how many times the Jets will have the lead in the fourth quarter, but when we start talking about like great young pass rushers, I think David Bailey will be in that conversation.
So David Bailey, who went number 2 overall to the New York Jets, you're saying has a great chance at being a difference maker. And if they do hit on David Bailey, and I believe they had 3 first-round picks, right? Because they went and got Kenyon Sadiq in the middle of the first round and Omar Cooper Jr. Late in that first round. I mean, could we be talking about the start of something here with a Jets team? They're entering the year with a lot of questions as to whether or not Aaron Glenn is going to be long for them with the headset. If they get a pop from David Bailey, what else do you think they need for him to not only have like the job security, but then also to have the confidence of that front office to make things turn around?
I think Geno Smith's got to keep the ball in the fairway. He doesn't have to be great, but he's got to play better than we talked about the Raiders. Raiders had a lot of challenges last year, Theo. I think if Geno Smith, like you got to remember, Breece Hall is a good player. Garrett Wilson, you talking about Sadiq and Omar Cooper. This is a team that should be, I think, at least 500. And if it's a 500 with a lot of good young players, I think Aaron Glenn goes a long way to, coming back for a third year.
Yeah, and it will be impressive to see because that's also a division where if the Jets are middling around 500 and they're on the upswing, you already know the Patriots were in the Super Bowl last year. The Bills are going to be one of the top 4 teams in the AFC year over year, and then you have to then your heart kind of goes out for the Miami Dolphins and their fans as they're trying to start this rebuild, and it's like they might just be one season behind the New York Jets who are on that same track. We opened this thing up talking about the deal that they did with Jordan Brooks. We know that they also invested in the Brewer as well as Devon Achane this offseason. For them, when you're already saying the Jets could be better than people are anticipating, for the Dolphins then, how should you feel as a fan watching the rest of the division kind of on the upswing right now?
Yeah, I think for the Dolphins, similar to the Jets, like throw out the record, just make progress. Like make sure that the December Dolphins beat the September Dolphins. And go identify 15, 20 guys like the Aaron Brewers, the Jordan Brookses of the world that say, hey, foundationally, like we have a nucleus. It's not perfect. We got to go get, whatever, a quarterback, depending on Malik Willis and, a gazillion other positions like receiver and, corners. But, maybe Chris Johnson hits, their rookie corner. But my point is like you can show progress without being like just beholden to the scoreboard.
Yeah, and that's probably going to be what they need to do, especially given all of the unproven talent that they'll be trotting out there. But it'll be fun to see, again, the NFL season kicking off in exactly 50 days. We're 16 days out from the Hall of Fame game. And how soon does your coverage start to pick up as you start to do more traveling and whatnot for the NFL season?
Yeah, we'll be rolling early here in a couple of weeks, try to get to a few camps, and away we go.
Looking forward to seeing that and looking forward to more conversations with you. Appreciate your time again, Mike T.
All right. Thank you.
That is our guy, Mike Tannenbaum, ESPN NFL front office insider, former GM of the Jets, former VP of football operations with the Miami Dolphins, and he's high on the Jets, high on what the Chargers can be this year. And he also feels like the Broncos, coming off of an AFC Championship appearance, have a lot to prove this year, especially with their quarterback presumably back. But then also with a guy like Sean Payton, who is going to always hold a very high watermark for what they expect out there in Denver. Colin Russo's with me. It's your boy, Theo Dorsey. We'll go to break here. On the other side, it's the Get Around, your favorite way to get from city to city, place to place, the hottest headlines all across the globe. We'll see where it takes us today. We're theoretically speaking on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
Kaiser University's flagship campus, the 100-acre residential campus at 2600 North Military Trail in West Palm Beach, extends Kaiser University's educational offerings to over 100 degrees within the heart of South Florida. Kaiser University's championship athletic program now has 31 national championships, including the 4th straight men's lacrosse title and a red banner for the women's tennis squad. Visit KUSeahawks.com for the latest on the championship flagship campus of Kaiser University.
There's only one sport with games to bet every day the rest of the summer, and there's only one legal app to bet it. Bet baseball on Hard Rock Bet, your home to bet home runs, strikeouts, even the next at-bat. It's secure and regulated, so your money is safe. Step up to the plate with towering parlays that can turn a dollar bet into a max payout up to $2 million.
It's out of here!
Hard Rock Bet.
Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about your gambling? Call or text 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
Since 2006, EDS Air Conditioning has kept Palm Beach County comfortable through every summer, every storm, and every season in between. EDS Air Conditioning is a trained comfort specialist. It's hard to stop a train. From dial thermostats to today's smart home systems, EDS delivers reliable comfort you can count on. With over 800 Google reviews and a 4.8 star rating, they've earned your trust. 20 years of keeping Palm Beach cool. Visit EDSIsYes.com today.
Business owners, are your employees driving you nuts? Is money tight? Or have you just poured your heart and soul into your business and now it's time to retire and just relax? At Transworld Business Advisors, they have buyers from all over the world ready to buy your business now. Call for a confidential conversation about your business's current value. 561-203-5121. That's 561-203-5121 or visit tworld.com today.
Need an extra boost? With Boost Checking from Flagler Credit Union, you can earn up to $700 each year with a 7.0% annual percentage yield on balances up to $10,000. That's real money for real moments, like a family getaway or treating yourself to something special. Boost Checking from Flagler Credit Union. Requirements apply to earn the highest dividend rates. Limit one checking account per membership. Dividend rates and annual percentage yield subject to change. Business accounts do not qualify. Insured by NCUA, official credit union of Florida Atlantic Athletics.
Hey, I'll be home in about 10 minutes. Actually, make it 8.
Hey, Mom. Yep, I'm walking home now. Mom, I'm trying to cross, but I don't think this driver sees me. No, they're driving too fast. Mom!
Speeding catches up with you. Early, on time, a little late, just get there safely. A message from the Florida Department of Transportation's Target Zero initiative.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford crew.
Anna, what says summer to you?
Sunshine, road trips, camping.
And?
Ford being #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands according to J.D. Power.
And?
And low APR offers with Ford credit financing on a select lineup of Ford trucks and SUVs.
My kind of summer.
For APR offer information, visit Ford.com or your local Ford dealer. For J.D. Power 2026 U.S. Initial Quality Study Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2026 model year.
Well. Looks like your well water could use a little help. If you're dealing with hard water, funky smells, or water that just doesn't taste right, it's time to make your well water swell water with Culligan.
Hey,
Their customized water treatment systems help deliver cleaner, better tasting water all throughout your home. And right now, you can try Culligan for just $10 a month for your first 3 months. Serving South Florida since 1936. Schedule your free water test today at Culligan.com.
So let it rip.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking. Streaming live on YouTube, here's Theo Dorsey.
It don't matter how hot it is outside, and I'll be honest with you, it ain't a heat wave. It is a heat monsoon, if you will, and not a monsoon either, because it lasts entirely too long out here in South Florida. We're all dealing with it. I'm dealing with it just like you, except for no matter how hot it is outside when you got EDS inside. When you step inside your door and that fresh blast of air hits you and you almost forget it. It's almost like amnesia comes over. You don't even remember how bad you had it in that walk from the car through your front door. EDSIsYes.com. Get tapped in with the good people so they can give you the same blessings that they've given me. And right now, they're definitely blessing because they have 0% interest financing for 60 months to qualified customers. Find out if you're qualified. EDS is yes. EDSIsYes.com. That is the website to go to. For 20 years, they've been servicing Palm Beach County They've been servicing South Florida, and they've been doing it at a very high level. They are a train comfort specialist, and it is hard to stop a train. EDSIsyes.com. It stands for Everyday Savings. Become a Gold Plan member like me. You get 2 check-ins every single year, preventative care and repair. They will get you right. They are here for you, and they've been doing it, like I said, for 2 straight decades in this area. Let them service you next. EDSIsyes.com. EDS Air Conditioning and Plumbing. EDSIsyes.com. Sometimes when we do this little segment, the Culligan Water Cooler Talk, it's something I've heard. This time, it's something I'm about to say.
Does Jim in accounting watch 1 game a year and think he can be an NBA GM?
You don't trade a guy like Dame unless you actually know ball, which I do.
Is Mark in the mailroom talking your ear off about what's wrong with football today?
Give me that budget and I'll have this roster fixed by Friday. Guaranteed.
Does Ted in sales go on and on about how he would manage the bullpen?
Complete games used to mean something. I don't know what this is anymore.
Time to shoot the casuals down. This is Water Cooler Talk, presented by Culligan. Schedule your free water test today at Culligan.com.
Colin, how was ACC kickoff last week in Charlotte?
It was great.
Queen
Good
City.
good seeing all the coaches. Most of them were pretty readily available. Did not get Dabo. That was the one I was really clamoring for.
Yeah. Typical.
Yeah, Franklin came in, did a couple interviews, was out. So he was just strictly kind of Virginia guys, to be honest with you. And
They got a lot of media too there.
Belichick was a no-go. I mean, like, he did his press conference and he was out.
Yeah. He's he has a bit of a wall up. How about the Canes? How about Miami?
Yeah, all those guys were great. You know,
Yeah.
Mark Fletcher, Mohamed Torre was with me. You know, Torre graduated high school in 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, gee, that was before me. You know?
He's an old soul. And
He is.
And an old man. Is he like, I think he's like 26 almost.
He's older than me.
25.
I'm 24. So
Yeah.
he graduated a year ahead of me. So he must, Jeez.
You know, he's a linebacker, man. You want that kind of intimidation. You want that kind of enforcer.
I guess. Jeez. I mean.
I know.
But he was great. And
what about Cristobal, man? What about old
Cristobal
Mario?
was great. You know, very serious. This is his mantra, it's his shtick. But yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
You know, he wouldn't admit that Duke got him into the playoff last year. You know, Duke knocking out Virginia really helped Miami that they did. It's true. They really helped Miami there.
Better sense got Miami into the playoffs because there's no way that Notre Dame should have been positioned ahead of them. But
if Virginia was there, you could make an argument that the committee wouldn't have done it.
Potentially. You're right, potentially. Ain't
Because
no telling what that
of
committee would
ACC
do.
representation, right.
Ain't no telling what that committee would and
I asked
should
Mensa
do.
that. I said, did you get Miami to the playoff last year? He goes, we might have.
Yeah. I was about to say, he's going to lean in on that. So hopefully that's back-to-back years he gets Miami to the playoffs. Darian Mensa now, the Miami quarterback last year, the Duke quarterback. I'm here to say something, man, in this Culligan Water Cooler Talk. Not Ted from sales, not Janice from HR. Theo from content. There's only one team in college football better positioned than Miami for the future. There's only one team in college football right now that has a better setup, a better runway, and a better foundation to compete year over year than the University of Miami. And as sad as it is to say, it's the very team that Miami jumped to get into the college football playoff last year, and that is Notre Dame. It's the only team. It's the only team in a better position right now. Notre Dame with Marcus Freeman. Notre Dame with their weird... If you want to change something about college football, how about we change the wink-wink deal Notre Dame has with the 12-team playoff where they get in no matter what.
If they're top 12.
If they're in the top 12. Like, I need that to be bounced. That is a weird thing that they litigated in there, but they got a lot of power. They got a lot of sway. They have their own TV rights deal. They have a coach who gets love from the NFL. They recruit well. They have a lot of money. They are well endowed, and also they do not have to. They get to pick their schedule year over year. They're not beholden to a conference. Notre Dame is it's literally a silver spoon in their mouth right now in college football. Outside of that, I would rather be no other program than the Miami Hurricanes, who are going to have top 5 recruiting class year over year, who are in the state of Florida right now that everywhere else you look is decrepit. And then there's the Canes, who just ooze confidence and competence. fresh off a national championship appearance.
Well, make the argument for Miami over Indiana.
Back-to-back years. Oh, the Miami argument over Indiana is actually pretty easy to me. Look at the conference that Miami gets to go through and Indiana has to fight against. Indiana
so
can have
well, keep in mind, ACC will get one team a year or two teams a year, tops.
The ACC is going to be good for getting two teams. They're going to be good for getting two teams. It's if a second team is competitive enough to threaten Miami, it will be Miami and another team, whether that be Clemson, Florida State, SMU, who I really like, Louisville, who's always going to be around. The ACC can be a 2-bid team year over year and sometimes even 3 bids. But the thing is, for Indiana, they could be well-positioned. They could be great, but they could pull a tough Big Ten slate. And no matter how strong they build up that roster, it's going to be difficult for them. Miami has the recruiting base, the coaching staff, the NIL budget. They've got the ACC, which they can dominate like we just saw Clemson do under the reign of Dabo Swinney. But instead of having to do it out of Clemson, South Carolina, they'll be able to do it out of Coral Gables, which is a much better advantage. I say this, obviously as a fan. That's why it's Culligan Water Cooler Talk. It's a bit of an iffy take. There's a lot of teams you can throw in there. The Ohio States of the world, the Texas of the world.
And the only reason you're counting them out is because of the difficulty of their conference versus the ACC.
Yeah, the difficulty. But again, even with Indiana, that is the equalizer for me. But outside of them winning that national championship game, what do they have that Miami doesn't? They won, right? They did. And I got to give them credit. They had the better quarterback. They made the plays at the end. What do they have that positions them better than Miami is going to be positioned over these next 10 years?
Battle test?
Are they? I mean, they both are the same amount of battle tested.
I mean, they're going to play in a Big Ten championship game, which is going to be far
They may
greater.
play in a Big Ten championship game.
Right. It's going to be far harder than anything the ACC will put together. I know Miami has got Notre Dame. They got a good out of conference for what it's worth. Yeah. But Indiana, they're going to play 2 or 3 top 10 teams a year. Let's make an assumption that they're going to play one of Ohio State, Michigan, Oregon, something like that.
Yeah. But that could work. That could work against you as well.
But from a battle test perspective,
yeah,
you can make an argument that Indiana will be more used to tough games by average every playoff.
Maybe. And then also, what is that going to honestly be worth? Because you're going to be playing playoff games, which the Canes showed that they could win. They won on the road at Texas A&M. They beat Ohio State on a neutral site. They beat Ole Miss out there in Glendale. So, again, it's a fan talk. That's why it's Culligan Water Cooler Talk right here. Keeping it G with y'all. But again, I would be, if you could name a program that you feel like is definitively in a better place than Miami, I am open ears, and you can do that in the second hour here with us on the Baptist Health Hotline, 888-760-3776, or comment in the YouTube chat at ESPN South Florida. That is Colin Russo. It is your boy Theo Dorsey. That was a little Culligan Water Cooler Talk. On the other side, we are howling with the wolf on Theoretically Speaking on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
Whether you need batteries, tires, or services, we know you depend on your vehicle. You can depend on St. Lucie Battery and Tire with the largest inventories, expert technicians, and a best price out the door every day guaranteed. You'll drive away with confidence. Life doesn't stop, and neither should your car. St. Lucie Battery and Tire is here for you. Our experts keep your vehicle ready with batteries, tires, and service you can trust. Fast, friendly, and always reliable.
Looking for the best pizza in Palm Beach County or the perfect spot to catch the big game with friends? Then head to Adrian's Pizza Bar at City Place in West Palm Beach. Enjoy handcrafted cocktails and Adrian's world-famous original square pizza, straight from Stone Street, Manhattan. From game day gatherings to late-night bites, Adrian's is the place everyone's talking about. Open daily from 11:30 a.m. to midnight. And don't miss the best happy hour in town. Twice daily from 11:30 to 6 p.m. and again from 10 p.m. till close. Adrian's Pizza Bar at City Place, bringing the legendary flavors of Stone Street, Manhattan to West Palm Beach.
Hey, it's Steph Prince here, and in South Florida, you need an AC team that can deliver in the clutch. That's why my family trusts Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning. As a mom of 3, trust me, when your AC goes down, you don't want to strike out with the wrong company. You want a team that keeps the process smooth, stress-free, and most importantly, keeps the family cool. And Bob Bradley knows a thing or two about coaching a winning team. He coached his son Bobby all the way to becoming a first-round draft pick, and now he's helping his grandson Trey develop his game. And one thing's for sure, high standards run in the Bradley family. Bob brings that same major league mindset to the team at Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning. From residential and commercial repairs to installations, maintenance, and upgrades, they step up to the plate and get the job done right the first time. And while Bob waits for Trey's call to the majors, he's still delivering major league service every single day right here in South Florida. Call Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning today at 561-793-7497 or visit bradleyair.com.
The Jupiter Hammerheads and Palm Beach Cardinals are back in Jupiter all summer long. 6 days a week at Roger Dean Chevrolet Stadium. Come enjoy the best ticket deals and membership packages in Palm Beach County, like Silver Slugger Wednesdays, Thirsty Thursdays, Kids Club Saturdays, the Frozen Iguanas, and so much more. To purchase tickets, membership packages, and find out more information on the Jupiter Hammerheads and Palm Beach Cardinals, visit RogerDeanChevroletStadium.com.
Go big and save big at Greenway Kia West Palm Beach. Right now, choose from over 1,500 new and certified pre-owned cars and SUVs ready to drive home today. That means more selection, more savings, and more ways to get the deals you've been waiting for. Whether you're looking for a fuel-efficient commuter, a family SUV, or a sporty new ride, Greenway Kia West Palm Beach has you covered. And here's the game changer. Big inventory means big value, putting more money back in your pocket. Credit challenges? No problem. The Credit Clinic is back, and the experienced team at Greenway Kia will work with you to explore financing options that fit your lifestyle. So don't wait. Find the Kia that's perfect for you, your budget, and your driveway. Call Lonnie Mister today at 561-433-1511. That's 561-433-1511. Or hurry on to Greenway Kia West Palm Beach, where big inventory means big savings. But don't wait. These deals won't last. Greenway Kia West Palm Beach.
We want to see ya in a Greenway Kia.
Summer is officially here. The sun's out, the grill's going, the weekends feel a little longer. And with Gießen 0%, you can enjoy the crisp, refreshing taste of premium wine without the alcohol. Bright citrus, tropical notes, clean, refreshing flavor made for warm nights and good company. From poolside afternoons to sunset dinners, Gießen fits the pace of your summer, keeping you sharp, social, and fully in the moment. Gießen 0%, real wine for real life. The moment is now.
Anajar and Levine.
Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
ESPN 1063.
WESP Jupiter, a Good Karma Brands radio station. Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
The man your man could smell it.
Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking.
But are you a different animal and the same beast?
Streaming live on YouTube.
You're gonna break up with me because of what I do on the radio?
Here's Theo Dorsey.
Good people. It is your boy Theo Dorsey. It's the happy hour here on Theoretically Speaking. And we're coming to you on July the 21st. It is now, again, 50 days until the NFL kicks off. We are 21 days out from LeBron making the announcement that he's leaving the Los Angeles Lakers. And we are still waiting on what that destination is going to be. We just had a great conversation with Mike Tannenbaum there on the other side. If you want to watch that back, YouTube at ESPN South Florida, tap in, or wherever you find your podcast, search Theoretically Speaking. Tina's going to join us in a little bit. We're starting off the hour, though, being joined by our guy, the guy who howls with us on Tuesdays per usual, my guy Cameron Wolf, who has been covering the NFL here going on 10 years, I think, entering his 11th year covering the NFL with NFL Network and ESPN. And he also is a guy who is a Philadelphia 76ers fan. So I'm going to have to poke his brain about, whether or not he's feeling confident that the King might call his Sixers home. But before we do that, Cam, like Mike T did, is going to join us on the Baptist Health Hotline. It's the same place you could use to join Theoretically Speaking all day, every day, 2 through 4. You could even call Russo and Rizzo 4 to 6 with it. The Baptist Health Hotline is always open. Talk to us. Let me know what you're thinking on that Baptist Health Hotline. 888-760-3776 is the number. 888-760-3776. Just plug it into your phone. Next time you're feeling feisty, jump in there like my guy Cam is going to be joining us here on the Baptist Health Hotline. But then also, how about you plug this into your URL? BaptistHealth.net/ortho. That's where you can learn more about Baptist Health Orthopedic Care and how they can welcome you to being treated like a pro. If an injury is keeping you from what you love, come on. Our expert team is right here to get you back into the game. It's trusted by the pros, and it's ready for you because everyone deserves pro-level care, whether you are in an adult kickball league, maybe you like yourself a little pickleball here and there, maybe you're golfing, and that is, issuing some strain and some pain on your joints and on your ligaments and whatnot. Well, get right at Baptist Health Orthopedic Care. They can help you because they help the best of the best, and they consider you that as well. Welcome to being treated like a pro. Visit baptisthealth.net/ortho. Sparking things off here on the happy hour here on Theoretically Speaking. We are joined by our guy Cameron Wolf at Cameron Wolf on the socials, covering the NFL for NFL Network, and been doing so out here in South Florida for about 7 years or so. Wolf, man, what's good with you, dog?
Just living the dream. It is right back almost into football season. It's just been a chaotic off season for a lot of reasons. But I would say that, we're almost back, and I'm going to Charlotte tomorrow for Carolina Panthers camp. They start off practice here on Thursday. They're one of the first teams because they're at the Hall of Fame game. So I've been spending much of the day making calls. I just put out some news on the Panthers, just kind of feeling like you're back in the go of it. You get your kinks out. You're like, all right, now let's go. And so I'm excited to see practice and tell people about this season. And the cool thing about the NFL is you just don't know. At this time last year, we had no idea it was Seattle and New England that would get to the end. I think people would have laughed. And so who's going to be those two teams this year? I'm excited to go upon this journey.
I think we did laugh earlier this offseason when you told me that Bryce Young would be leading the Panthers. This was your guy, your dark horse guy this year.
And that's why I'm there. Yeah. That's why I'm there this week, Got to tell people about the squad. Got to tell people about the boys. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, let's start there, though. Let's start there only because the Hall of Fame game is 16 days away here. It's going to be the Panthers versus the Cardinals. It is, it always – doesn't it feel like the Hall of Fame game just sneaks up on you every year? It's right around the corner.
It does, right? Because this year everything is later. So you start to get further, and then all of a sudden you look up, first week of August, we got a preseason game. It's 2 weeks away. I think that the cool thing about football is they've made it a year-round talked about sport. So you talk about it, we're still talking ball deep in June. So you almost forget that there's actual games and it pops up and now we're in it. And so, man, I'm excited though. Training camps to me starts the real football. I know people get excited about OTAs and seeing but to me, none of that means anything. When you start putting those pads on, that's when it really feels real. And so there's nothing like that first day you hear that first pop. The first dude that gets knocked to the ground, it's like, all right, we're back in it. Maybe I'm sadistic, but that's what makes my mind get excited.
It's part of it. It's part of it, man. It is that's the nature of the beast when it comes to football, especially in the NFL. For you, man, do you think that by the Hall of Fame game we'll have an answer from LeBron James? That's the question everybody wants to know, including Adam Silver.
Yeah. I mean, LeBron James is on LeBron James' watch, right? Part of me feels like he enjoys this. He enjoys knowing that Theo in West Palm is going to talk about LeBron every day on his radio station until it comes on. That they're talking First Take about ESPN every day. I think there's a part of him sitting at home just yes, this is right.
Yeah.
And there's nothing else for him to compete against. I do think he'll make a decision before the middle of next week when we'll start training camps. I do think, I wouldn't be shocked if we see it by the end of the week. I think, it sounds like he's getting closer to the decision. Obviously, Miami Heat are one of the finalists, so it would be really fun if he came back here for the city for a lot of us.
What would you rather, though? You're a Sixers fan. You're a Sixers fan. Would you rather have LeBron in your backyard doing this victory tour, or would you rather, see him play for the team that you root for and give y'all an actual shot at a title? Because as much as y'all like what y'all got cooking up there, I do think that we got to pump the brakes a little bit on a team that ain't made the conference finals since I think you were, in diapers still.
Well, we didn't have Jaylen Brown before.
Wow.
So, it's the squad. I don't know. We got to disrespect Jaylen Brown. I believe in us. LeBron or not. I do think that I would probably rather him be a Sixer because I am a hardcore Sixer fan. I want to see that. But I do think it's probably more likely that he joins the Miami Heat. I think obviously he has chemistry with the head coach, with the front office. And obviously he knows Bam and Giannis. It feels like the best fit for me. To me, honestly, I think Miami feels like a better fit even than Cleveland. Cleveland, the home draw is probably the only thing that I feel like would draw him. But from a roster standpoint, he's always wanted the stars around him. And, Giannis and Bam feels a little different than Donovan Mitchell and James Harden. Like it just is, it's just a little different. And even my Sixers, I like the Sixers a lot. Tyrese Maxey, I think is a really good player that he likes a lot. And I think Jaylen Brown has a lot to prove. But I think Joel Embiid's availability probably hurts us a little bit because the big fella has not been on the court much. And you can't just hope and wish in your last year that all of a sudden he gets healthy. So I don't think there's a perfect choice, but whenever Miami's an option and that sunshine and them golf courses and the no state taxes, Bron's lived here. He knows all the allures of winters in Miami versus winters in Cleveland or Philadelphia. It makes it a little easier to see a path to Miami.
You know what? I'm lockstep with you on that, and you are one that loves to spend time on the golf course. That's a new hobby that Bron has admittedly picked up and is going to prioritize in this decision.
Yep.
And I just want to remind people, you can like the golf courses out there in Cleveland and maybe even in Philadelphia. You might not be able to play them when the NBA is actually in season and you'll be living there. So I don't know if that, quick reminder, putting it out there.
That's a good point.
Putting it out there.
That's a good point.
We're howling.
Yeah, well, but LeBron, if he decides to take a day off, maybe be on a golf course, who knows?
Yeah. You know what? Maybe that's going to be that could be more of a thing that draws contention from the Miami Heat if he is spending too much time out there. Yeah. That's a story for another day. Get him in the building first. Deal with that later. Cameron Wolf joining us here ahead of your trip out to go see the Panthers and then also for the Hall of Fame game. Let's start there though with Carolina. Let's start with the Bryce Young. The expectation for him to not only play his way into people believing him as a franchise quarterback, he also could be playing for that major contract extension.
For sure.
I look around the league, and again, it's hard. I hate to bring up his name in this, but they are both small quarterbacks from the same school. It's hard not to think, the Tua Tagovailoa $50+ million contract isn't something that's being weighed here if you're the Carolina Panthers. It's hard not to also think that what we saw from Kyler Murray, another undersized quarterback who got heavily invested into, and the Cardinals obviously felt like this isn't the way that we want to go. Also a former number 1 pick. Bryce Young, what would he have to do this year, you think, for the Carolina Panthers to actually, pony up the check?
I think he's got to prove it. It's honestly very similar. It's honestly very similar to CJ Stroud, right? Quarterbacks that have been good in spurts, but not as good when it matters. I think that for Bryce Young, you got to be a reason we're winning. I don't know if that's a stat number. Like he hadn't had 4,000 yards. I think a 4,000 yard season would be nice to have, but I think it's almost an eye test. It's almost like you've got to make it hard to question that we're giving you the money, right? And I think that comes through playoff success. Last year, although they won the division, they were 8-9. They kind of snuck in. And a lot of the games they played were very inconsistent. They would win one week 30-20, the next week lose 27-3. And a lot of that is quarterback play. He just got benched about 18 months ago. And I think there's still some doubt from people. Can he be good enough to be a reason why you will win instead of just winning with him? So the small nature will certainly be around him, but can he elevate the offense to being a top 12 to 15 offense in the league? Can he get to a playoff game and win a playoff game? I think winning a playoff game would go a long way to making me feel comfortable paying you. Yes, you won division. Can you do it 2 years in a row and maybe win a playoff game? To me, that's the next step. If I see that he stays healthy, improves his stats, I think that's probably enough to get him a new deal. But if he goes backwards, then maybe they make him play out, another year. Maybe they decide to do something different. I think you're right that people have been scarred by the Kyler deals, that the good quarterbacks just don't automatically get a top of the market deal. You're willing to wait them out. Whereas teams used to be so afraid of going back in quarterback purgatory that they would just pay anybody that showed any competence. And I think Bryce has helped himself be now the no doubt starter, but can he help himself enough to be the franchise quarterback? Because paying a guy $20 million, $25 million that he's making this year is a lot different than 60, which is what I'm sure he'd be asking, when he got up. So that's a big jump. I think they're comfortable with him as a $25 million quarterback. He's got to prove that he's worth 60, which, that's a big jump.
I think about you saying that, and we're howling with the wolf here on Theoretically Speaking, talking some ball, talking about the Panthers right now. You saying that about Bryce Young reminds me that a lot of being able to, acquire that kind of a contract, what Kyler got, what Tua got, and what Bryce and C.J. Stroud are going to be fighting to get this year, a lot of that is also how much leverage do you have based on how the rest of the league looks at the quarterback position. And I ain't going to lie, Cam, it can't be overstated that as much as Tom Brady had been complaining over the past 2 or 3 years, when I look around the 32 teams in this league, and then I also look at this upcoming draft class, I cannot think of a time in which we've been in a better place when it comes to quarterback talent. When you put out a top 10 quarterback list and a guy that won a Super Bowl and also, damn near won a second one, and Jalen Hurts didn't even crack that top 10, you're in a pretty good place.
He was like 17.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Does that not hurt? I feel like as much as it makes you feel better as a fan about being able to replace some of these guys, I think it also is kind of hurting what C.J. Stroud and Bryce Young are facing when they're trying to, go out and earn the bag.
You hit it on the nose. Teams have been able to win with different styles of quarterback, too. We just came off the last 2 Super Bowl quarterbacks, Sam Darnold and Jalen Hurts, neither one are considered top 10 quarterbacks in the league. So really, you've seen teams prioritize building the other units, particularly the defensive line, and spending money elsewhere and saying, hey, we can win with guys that are maybe less vaunted, right? And because of that, they start thinking, hey, can we go a cheap route? And I think Minnesota will be a very interesting test this year because they drafted a quarterback top 10 and they have a rookie or a young quarterback who is essentially about to be replaced most likely by Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
Same in Atlanta. They drafted a quarterback top 10 a couple years ago, got another quarterback in 2 on a minimum that could potentially win those jobs. So if you can find these quarterbacks for cheap, it's a real big advantage on your ledger. So I know they've had conversations with Bryce and they've been very transparent. Like, we like you, but we've got to love you to be able to pay you. Yeah. And I think that's a lesson they learned through the people you talked about. When Tua came up, he often said, hey, the market's the market. His timing was perfect. The only question was, could he stay healthy? He had his best year, his only fully healthy year, and led the league in passing. And so it's like, dang, everything you told me to do, I did. And so they almost felt like, well, we got to pay him. And it ended up being an anomaly, So it's always the fear factor, because if you pay the wrong quarterback, that's most likely going to cost you your job. And that's what happened with Tua and Miami. That's what happened with Kwesi and Minnesota. They picked the wrong quarterback and J.J. McCarthy. They're already starting to rue the benefits of that. Atlanta potentially picked the wrong quarterback. That cost Terry Fontenot and Raheem Morris' job. It seems pretty clear that it's a job-defining decision when you decide to pay that quarterback a second contract. And so Carolina and Houston are right on the cusp of are we willing to bet our jobs on this guy? Yes, we like this guy. Are these job-worthy risks? And I think both teams right now are saying, I'd like to see a little bit more. I'd like to see a little bit more. And I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Just a little bit more. Yeah. Just show me. I want to believe in you. I want to give it to you, but you got to help me help you.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like they have confidence in these guys, but they don't necessarily have the trust. And it's like you need the confidence and the trust for me to be able to ink you to a long-term deal that's also going to make it harder for me to build around you, because both of those guys right now at least seem like they need strong teams around them to be able to compete at a high level here in the NFL. So that's an interesting point that you make right there. And the team that the Panthers are going to be playing against in the Arizona Cardinals in that Hall of Fame game are a team that they definitively know they have a need at quarterback. I want to give you these. There's 6 teams I have down who are definitively quarterback needy teams next year. The Steelers, the Falcons, the Browns, the Jets, the Cardinals, and then I threw the Dolphins in there just because we have not seen Malik Willis as a full-time starter yet. Those are the 6 teams I marked down as quarterback needy teams. The 2 teams that stick out the most to me are the Dolphins and the Browns, because they have the Dolphins have Malik Willis. If he plays well, he could be their starter. We could be moving on. The Browns, they still have Shedeur Sanders, who we don't know. There's a lot of people that'll tell you he's the second coming of Arch Manning or whatever. Who knows? I don't know what he's going to be. But also you have Deshaun Watson, the question mark around what he could be if he could revitalize their career. If I were to tell you here today that one of these two teams would not be drafting a quarterback in 2027, the Browns or the Dolphins, who do you think is more likely to be positioned that way?
I would say Miami is more likely to pass on a quarterback. And I say that because the current regime picked Malik Willis. It's a new regime, and their first move in free agency was to sign Malik Willis to a deal that was essentially 2 years, $45 million guaranteed. Now I would argue they have a worse roster than Cleveland. So he's got a larger uphill climb to be able to show it, but he at least has the security money-wise to be on the roster next year. Whereas Shador and Watson, the coaching staff currently has nothing to do with those dudes. He's kind of just Todd Monk is having to deal with it. And Deshaun's in the last year of his deal, and what the owner already called a horrible decision. So you got to imagine this is the end. Your owner said we made a horrible decision, and you're still just kind of living with them. And Shador, look, I think he's a really popular quarterback. I like him personally a lot, but he's got a long way to go. He had really poor accuracy at times last year, really struggled to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Now he has a little bit of aura, and teammates seem to play for him. Maybe he can, but he's still a 5th-round player. And remember, Cleveland has multiple first-round picks this upcoming year from trades. So you look at a team that's passed essentially on a top quarterback 2 years in a row. You can't keep kicking the can down the road. Eventually, you're going to have to take a guy. So I'd imagine they're picking in the top 3 or 5, and they're taking a quarterback. Whereas Miami, if they're one and there's a generational guy, maybe they take him, but they could be in the mix for Jeremiah Smith and say, hey, Jeremiah Smith can take us to the next level, and we wait a year for Malik Willis. So I think your list of 6 is good, but I'd say Cleveland's probably the most likely team to me out of all the teams. Probably New York Jets would be second to draft a quarterback next year.
And both of them have multiple picks in 27 as well, alluding to the fact that they're going to either be able to move up or one of them lands high enough to get one. So they are the most likely. Can I throw out one team? I know you got to go here soon. I just want to throw out one team to you, and I just want to see your raw reaction as to a team that I think that at the end of next year is going to also be in a quarterback needy bucket. New York Giants.
Ooh.
Just putting it out there.
Ooh.
Not their guy.
Okay.
Number one, it's not their guy. Number two, we still haven't seen enough from him as a passer for me to say he definitively is going to be a franchise quarterback. We don't know if Malik Neighbors is going to be there to help him along that journey for him to build that chemistry with that big safety blanket. But then also the most glaring issue with Jackson Dart so far has been his inability to stay healthy and stay on the field.
Yeah.
If that gets worse this year and he doesn't show the flashes, why would a new regime then go double down on that when they're likely picking in the top 10 and there's going to be a lot of quarterbacks to choose from?
So that's so interesting because I had not pictured them as a quarterback needy team, but you're right. I mean, new regime, the GM that drafted him essentially been depowered, I guess would be the right word.
Yeah.
Because Harbaugh's now running the ship. He got an extension, but it's Harbaugh's show. So yeah, I mean, I would say that he would have to have a really poor year or get hurt again. But remember, RG3 got drafted really high, and when he had his injury issues, they quickly pivoted to Kirk Cousins. And so I think that you're right that you've got to show availability. And in that market in New York, you get a lot less time. You're in with the LA Chargers, you may be able to get 4 or 5 years. You're with Arizona, you might get some years to figure it out. The New York Giants, New York Jets, you might get 2 years.
Yeah.
It might be 2 years to figure it out. So you're right. If they end up at high spot, maybe they are a surprise quarterback needy team. I didn't think of them, but I like the bold point out.
Your bold point of the offseason is Bryce Young. I'm going on the other side of the spectrum. I think the Giants are going to end up being quarterback needy. We'll see. We'll meet at the end next year and see who was more.
We'll see who's right.
We'll see who was right, and also hopefully soon we'll see the destination again from LeBron James. Hey, what do you think happens first? Me beating you in a round of golf or LeBron making his decision?
Well, you'll never beat me in a round of golf, so LeBron making his decision because he will eventually have to make one.
You're right.
So,
You're right.
I feel pretty good about that one. The bunker man will never catch me.
I like hanging out at the beach. What can I say? I'm a South Florida man. I'm a South Florida man. Wolf.
Whatever makes you happy.
Appreciate the time. Appreciate the time. We're howling with the Wolf, man, and we'll catch up with you. And good luck out there in Charlotte, man. Enjoy North Carolina, man.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Alrighty, that's our guy, Cameron Wolf. We're howling with the Wolf. You can find him on social media at Cameron Wolf. And he covers all of the NFL and has been out here in South Florida also covering in a close aspect those Miami Dolphins as well. So follow him for all things NFL and some of the South Florida action as well. That is Colin Russo. I'm Theo Dorsey. We'll go to break here. We'll bring Tina in on the other side. We're Theoretically Speaking on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
Hey, I'll be home in about 10 minutes. Actually, make it 8.
Hey, Mom. Yep, I'm walking home now. Mom, I'm trying to cross, but I don't think this driver sees me. No, they're driving too fast. Mom!
Speeding catches up with you. Early, on time, a little late, just get there safely. A message from the Florida Department of Transportation's Target Zero initiative.
Evan Cohen here, reminding you that ESPN 106.3 is the official home for Inter Miami Soccer. Wednesday, the World Cup is over and the greatest of all time is back in South Florida. Messi returns to Inter Miami as Chicago comes to town. Coverage starts at 7 here on ESPN 106.3.
Ready to take on any terrain? The all-new 2026 Defender 110 P300S is here. Built for those who crave adventure without compromising on luxury. Lease the powerful 2026 Defender 110 P300S for just $879 per month for 36 months. Whether you're tackling the toughest roads or cruising the city, the Defender is ready for it all. Don't wait. Visit Land Rover Palm Beach today and experience the Defender like never before. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
The trash? I'll take it out later. Walk the dog? Later. Do the laundry? Maybe tomorrow. Work out? I'll start that on Monday. Grill the steaks? It's still early. Mow the lawn? It can wait.
There are certain things you can leave for later. Others are better done now, like a checkup. Go to baptisthealth.net/men's health and schedule your checkup today. That's baptisthealth.net/men's health.
If you are looking for the perfect excuse to treat yourself this summer, I've got one for you. O Resort and Spa in Palm Beach is offering its Red, White, and O package. And it's such a great way to enjoy a luxury staycation. Book 2 nights or more through September 30th, and you'll receive a $250 resort credit to use at the spa, restaurants, or resort shops, plus complimentary valet parking and a special welcome gift. Visit EAUresortandspa.com to book your Red, White, and O getaway. You deserve it. Terms and conditions apply.
In business, you've got to stand out to win. Sinorama West Palm Beach has been family owned and operated for over 32 years, helping local businesses make a lasting impression. Our team knows how to put your business in front of the right customers with signage that actually works. We can turn blank windows or plain vehicles into bold, attention-grabbing branding that drives results. Ready to step up your game? Call us at 561-687-7993 or visit SinoramaWPB.com.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNWestPalmContests.com.
That's ESPNWestPalmContests.com.
Whether you need batteries, tires, or services, we know you depend on your vehicle. You can depend on St. Lucie Battery and Tire. With the largest inventories, expert technicians, and a best price out the door every day guaranteed, you'll drive away with confidence. Life doesn't stop, and neither should your car. St. Lucie Battery and Tire is here for you. Our experts keep your vehicle ready with batteries, tires, and service you can trust. Fast, friendly, and always reliable.
Well. Looks like your well water could use a little help. If you're dealing with hard water, funky smells, or water that just doesn't taste right, it's time to make your well water swell water with Culligan.
Hey, Culligan, man!
Their customized water treatment systems help deliver cleaner, better tasting water all throughout your home. And right now, you can try Culligan for just $10 a month for your first 3 months. Serving South Florida since 1936. Schedule your free water test today at Culligan.com.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking. Streaming live on YouTube, here's Theo Dorsey.
It's going to get real mythological in here. It's going to get real mythological on a Top 5 Tuesday here on Theoretically Speaking. Colin Russo's on the other side of the glass on the ones and twos, and Tina's in the house. What's happening, T-Tom?
Hello there. Happy Tuesday. Top 5 Tuesday.
Top 5 Tuesday. I did my top 5 earlier. My top 5 was top 5 takeaways from The Godfather's sit down with Dan Le Batard. Pat Riley spoke with Dan Le Batard yesterday, very openly and very candidly, and it kind of clued me in on some of the things that the Heat have going on. And you know, I'm still fishing in those waters as we are on LeBron watch. LeBron watch 2026. You, Tina, have a couple of things to deliver right now. A couple of things. Do you have a cocktail of the day?
I do have a cocktail of the day.
Let's get it rolling. Let's rip it. It's Tuesday.
I am not a big movie gal. If you listen to the show, you know that I don't watch movies.
Oh, we know.
Yes,
Yeah.
Colin. But I saw The Odyssey last night.
So have you seen The Odyssey?
Yeah, I saw it twice.
Oh, wow. What the hell? It just came out.
Yeah. I saw it last night. I saw it Saturday.
Was it that good, or you just?
Yeah, I needed to see it again. Tina, do you think you could use another watch? You won't do it, but do you think you could use another watch?
It's a 3-hour
No,
movie.
I don't. I feel like I was very engaged. I was watching. I didn't look at my phone once. I stayed awake the whole time.
Bare minimum stuff, by the way, for going to see a movie.
No bathroom.
She didn't fall asleep?
No,
Wow.
Pretty good. I fell asleep in that
I went
Wizard
to
of
a
Oz.
7:30 p.m. movie. My bedtime was at 9:30.
Yeah.
I could have easily fallen asleep. I stayed awake. I had no bathroom breaks. I had my candy good to go. I don't need to see it a second time. I enjoyed it.
I love the pats on the back that you get there. Well, Colin likes to take notes during every single entertainment thing that he's watching, so I'm sure he had a notepad. Did you have a notepad the second time or the first time?
I have an app called Letterboxd, and I review everything I watch.
Yeah.
So
But do you take notes during the movie or after?
No, after the movie.
Okay,
So I
okay.
actually have 2 full-length reviews on both my watches.
Did you like it better the first or second
I liked
time?
it better the second time, and I didn't think I would.
Wow.
And I liked it better the second time. I'm surprised. Tina, when's the last time you ever went to a theater?
I used to always tell
So
women
the-
that in college.
The last time I went to the movies was the first time I went by myself, which was maybe February.
What'd you
We
see?
talked about that, I think.
It was
Yeah, I
the
remember that.
Kevin James movie where he gets left
yeah,
at
the
the
one
altar.
in Italy, a
Yes.
godforsaken film.
It looks
Yeah.
cute. I liked it.
All right.
What was it called again? It was,
I don't remember what it's called.
It was about
Colin,
him getting married.
I
and
didn't.
left
I
at the
never saw
altar.
this movie. You were the one who saw it.
He
I
got left
saw
at
it,
the
and
altar.
He got left at the altar.
It's called
In
like
Italy.
a mort or something like that. It's like an
In Italy.
Italian word for love. It's something like that.
Yeah.
I
He
think
got
I'm
left at
water.
the altar, and then it was real sad, but then he made like a vacation.
So why'd you go to this one? Did you hear that we were talking about it in the office? You felt jealous?
No,
Yeah.
there was no jealousy. No, I was invited to go, and I was like, "This is obviously a very big movie. Why not go see it?"
The Odyssey, man.
Yeah.
It's a tale as old as time.
It's great.
That's it?
No, I'm waiting for you. You should go see it.
Oh, no, I want to see it. I'm into...
You like the mythology stuff?
I like a lot of it. When we studied it in English class back then, that was the only time I actually delved deep into it. But every now and then, there's weird YouTube rabbit holes I'll get into. And every now and then, the Greek mythology rabbit hole can snatch me up. And,
the
pretty
Odyssey,
cool.
yeah, it was great. So the second time I watched it, because you got to watch it, the ending gives you a lot of context. So like
it's just a retelling of the story, right? Is this
I mean, but again, you can't have everything. It's not everything.
So is this it's a divergence from the actual book?
It's an adaptation of the story, yes.
You can't change Greek mythology.
They didn't change Greek mythology, but they changed how they adapted certain aspects of the book.
Okay.
Like, I'll give you an example.
Oh, different story?
I'll give you an example. Cyclops in the Odyssey has full-on conversations with Odysseus, right?
Yeah.
They get rid of that in the movie. Right? There's an example.
They never speak.
They never speak. He's a little bit more like monstrous-like. That was a creative decision to be
Is
made.
that the one-eye person?
Yes.
Okay.
It's pretty good context. You watched it though. You saw.
Yeah. We're
Oh, does he never? I guess he never says his name in the movie because he's. Right.
Why? I don't know why you're looking at me. I don't
The
know.
Cyclops.
What
all right.
Okay.
Tina.
She saw
Nope,
the movie. She
stop,
didn't watch it
stop,
twice. Everybody
no,
didn't study it. No.
No.
What was the main character's name?
Odysseus?
Okay.
Matt Damon?
What was his wife's name?
Anne Hathaway?
That's
her name in real life. What's her name in the movie?
All right.
I don't know.
What was the son's name?
Tom Holland.
Okay. So what's the cocktail of the day? I'm not. This is.
No, it's.
I could listen to not knowing Anne Hathaway's name is one
Wait,
thing.
wait.
They batter Tom Holland's name in the movie over your head repeatedly. Oh my gosh.
Cocktail of the day.
Telemachus.
I want to add to just you questioning everything about me seeing the Odyssey. Which I feel like is gonna annoy Colin a lot. I was asked today if I saw the movie in IMAX, in like an IMAX theater.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Did you see it in IMAX?
No, I had to ask.
Where'd you go?
Didn't. I went to a movie theater in Jupiter.
Okay,
Is it the one? Is it the one with they bring the food out? Is it the one over there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love
What
that
a
one.
waste of time.
I love that one.
I didn't see anyone get food though.
IMAX
Go on the right
is
side or the
a
left
bigger
But they
screen.
were mind blown.
It's
that
a
they were
bigger
like,
screen.
how do you not know? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't go to movies ever.
It's a bigger
So
experience.
how was I supposed to know?
There's the
It's not
IMAX. The
necessary to
IMAX, the local IMAX is in Gardens.
It's not
Yes, where
necessary
you
to
went.
know.
Where you and our teammates went.
Correct. That's in Gardens. There's only one IMAX in the area.
Well, I saw one of our teammates showed me like a Brian Rowitz. He showed me where it was like cut off if it wasn't IMAX, but I feel like nothing was cut off. when I watched it.
You didn't notice
miss
because you
anything.
don't know what you're You're not looking at.
You're not
That
gonna
makes
miss
sense.
anything there.
You don't know what you're missing.
That makes sense.
We just went through the whole espresso song and didn't get to the cocktail. By the way, this is like I guess it's an Odyssey theme. Cocktail.
Yes.
And I want to hear your review after you do the cocktail.
Yeah. We're gonna get that review out of you.
Very short review.
Okay, it's fine.
The cocktail of the day is called the Odyssey. Very easy.
Really?
There were some others I could have done. It was like Poseidon's Punch, but I was like,
There
let's
you
just
go.
go with the Odyssey.
All right.
Do you want Poseidon's Punch? I could pull that up.
No. Give me the Odyssey. I want
Okay.
this to be genuine.
It's Greek vodka or gin,
Okay.
fresh lemon juice, honey syrup, a splash of club soda, and then a lemon wheel and fresh rosemary sprig to garnish.
I like the rosemary sprig garnish. I like rosemary. I need to grow another rosemary plant. Last one I grew died. Very sad day.
Plant guy, your plants can't die.
I let Zeke water all my herbs when I was gone. One time, former intern Zeke, my little brother,
And they
drowned
killed them all?
Drowned them.
Wow.
I didn't want to blame him for that. He drowned them. Because, you tell somebody, hey, 10 left of those. Just, take, I was gone for like 3 or 4 days. And I think he just thought, okay, I'll just water them every morning type deal.
Yeah.
So,
I would
sad
think
day.
that. You'd have to tell me, like, no, only like once.
I told him to feel if it's, he's young. Hey, how about this though, Tina? You know who won't mess things up like that? The good people at SLBT, because when you bring your car to them, you don't have to tell them how to get it right. They're going to tell you what's wrong with it. And
You don't
help
have to
get
go
it
on
right.
an Odyssey. They'll make sure you're all set. They'll give you the map.
There you go. You won't be you won't not be home for 20 plus years.
There you go.
You'll be home way faster than that
I
if
would
you
hope
take
so.
your vehicle.
Spoil the movie.
This is unique to SLBT.
You know what? We're gonna spoil the movie today anyways because my top 5 is all around the Odyssey.
Everybody knows what the Odyssey is. They don't, you think people don't know what Odyssey is? That's not spoiling it.
People should know what St. Lucie Battery and Tire is.
They should. I talk about it so much because I only trust my car, Salad Nada, with the experts at St. Lucie Battery and Tire. I mentioned I had some AC issues, and it's too hot to do that in the summer. You can't not have cold AC blowing in your car. You'll be sweating. Don't worry about that. Take your vehicle over to St. Lucie Battery and Tire, whether it's your tires, whether it's a battery or maintenance. Take your vehicle over. They've got locations in Palm Beach County and in the Treasure Coast. Go to slbatterytire.com to see the services that they provide in the closest location to you.
We have a review of Odyssey that is owed to us. LeBron James' career is longer than the Odyssey. 23 years. Going on 24. 20 years is the Odyssey. 3 hours is the movie itself or so,
Yes.
Tina. And you said your review will be how long?
It's gonna be short.
That's all we
It's
need.
short and sweet.
What'd you think of the Odyssey?
I thought it was a really good movie. Like, I was engaged the entire time.
Didn't go
and
to sleep?
I didn't read the book. I don't remember learning this in school. So
Okay.
I was definitely
It's an authentic
confused.
experience.
Yes, I was confused at some parts, but then I figured it out. And I
Yeah.
didn't know who some people were, and eventually I figured it out and how they were all related and things like that. But no, it was a really good movie. Like, I liked it.
Yeah.
Would you wait that long and not remarry? Like, if your wife didn't come
tough.
home, or Colin, if your wife just didn't come
I
home,
would wait for her.
and
Now
you
we're-
would wait for her.
Of course I would.
20 years. 20 years. People get this. This is a real life scenario for a lot of people because people go to prison and whatnot,
Right? Would you wait that long?
People go to the military.
If my wife was a criminal, we'd have a conversation. But
well, he's not. He wasn't a criminal. He was on. He was
no,
on an
you just
Odyssey.
said prison. I mean, like,
Well, it depends on what she did. What if she was wrongfully incarcerated
for 20 years?
Yeah, that happens all the time.
I would. do whatever I can to get her out.
How long would it take until you remarried, though, as you're in your journey of getting her out?
I've never. If she's the one, of course, she's the one.
Okay. Sounded like earlier you were like ready to like turn on her.
Salute. I deserve some daps here.
What do you mean? No, we're not congratulating you for sticking by your wife's side who was wrongfully incarcerated. I will say this, though. The movie, I wonder if the movie does the movie end like the book ends at least? Is the end the same?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead, Tina.
Great ending
Okay.
to the movie.
Last 45 minutes were superb.
Yes. So I saw something on Instagram or Twitter, X, whatever, and it said the 90-minute mark, that was the best time to go to the bathroom because at that part in the movie, like there was just like time, like you wouldn't miss much.
Like a little
You went to the bathroom in the middle of the movie?
No, I didn't. But
I was going to say, like, people they know they're walking into a 3-hour movie. Just go to the bathroom before.
some people can't hold it that long. And what if you're like sipping on, like I had a water with me. What if people were sipping on things and they had to go to the bathroom?
Continue.
It's not a bad thing to have to go to the bathroom twice in 3 hours. You know?
I will say this though, my friend that I went with, she let me know because I asked her to tap her watch so I could see what time it was. And when she tapped, she's like, "Oh, we're almost near the 90-minute mark." I was like, "We're not even there yet." But the last part, like after we kind of hit that, it went so fast. Like the last hour did go by pretty quickly.
I don't like long movies. I don't like long. That's the only
that's
thing
for
that
my
has
top
me
5. Yeah, like something about long movies.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You said what? We do on the side.
We'll do the top 5 on the other side.
On the other side. We'll do the top 5 on the other side there.
It's
Save
Odyssey
that top
themed
5.
and like movie themed.
Nice. I like
It's a great movie. I saw it the second time. I thought it was better the second time.
that.
Why
is
did
good.
you feel the need to see it like just only a day?
Because I
apart?
needed to. The dialogue. Did you notice that the dialogue can be hard to decipher at times?
Yes.
So that is a Christopher Nolan problem. He has so much, so much sound effects in his movies.
Way too loud, by the way.
It's a very loud movie. And he
Wait till you
shoots
see
it on
an
something
IMAX.
called an IMAX camera, which is not made for dialogue, but he wants to shoot it so the screen is very big. So that's why I wanted to see it again, not only to pick up on all the things I missed the first time around, but I won't say much past this. The end of the movie recontextualizes the beginning of the movie.
Yes. Correct.
With you learn things at the end that recontextualize the entire first 2/3. So therefore, I wanted to watch it with a new lens.
Those always are fun.
And I also
Movies that
see
you
every
to watch
Nolan
there.
movie in theaters multiple times.
Did you go see it in
fan.
IMAX again?
I saw it in the Regal RPX, which I thought was just fine, and no problems there.
Are you a bigger fan of Christopher Nolan movies or Big East basketball? You had to pick one of the two to never see again.
That is the best question you've ever asked.
Wow.
Wow, Colin's speechless. He has to think about this.
Nolan movies loosely.
Yeah.
Nolan movies loosely. We're talking early 2010s, Big East basketball. But if we're talking Nolan today, we're talking Nolan movies.
I get it. So you're saying you would take
I would
Nolan
sacrifice
movies
Big
over-
East if Nolan were to stop or the Big East were to stop. I would say UConn go to the ACC and Nolan keep kicking.
Well, you can't cheat. That's cheating. I like that. That was a good plan there.
Good
At least you get
question.
to stick with your people out of stores. Good question. Good water. Good water from Culligan. Right now since we're in the early stages with my newborn, my son.
Cash.
He is 17 days, I think he made today. One of the best things about Culligan in my setup, I have the reverse osmosis system, which is hooked up to my sink, which purifies all of the water that comes out of my sink and everything that runs through my refrigerator. Why is that helpful? Well, right now we're cross feeding him right now. We're doing some formula. We're doing some of the nursing. And whenever you have to do formula, you have to use water. And you don't want to use random rinky-dink water, especially not water that is, from here in South Florida, because South Florida has some of the worst water in all of the United States. No, I have this one little button. I call it my easy button. It says Culligan on it. When I run my faucet, I click that button. That button turns that water that's coming out of my faucet into drinkable water that I can use to mix with formula, to use either to help, sterilize some of the bottles in the bottle washer, or also just to mix up with the formula and feed my son. I feel good about that because Culligan has been not only servicing this area since the 1930s. They've also been doing a darn good job of doing so. I have the water softener and that reverse osmosis system, and I got all of it after I got my free water test, Culligan.com. Culligan.com, a free water test. They'll come in, they'll tell you exactly what's in your water, what's wrong with it, and how you can change that through their systems. Culligan.com. Tap in with the good people. See how they can help you. See how you can be living more comfortably like I am right now. Culligan.com for your free water test. On the other side, we will have Tina's Top 5. That is Colin. That is Tina. It's your boy Theo Dorsey. We're Theoretically Speaking on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
For over 40 years, Ronald McDonald House of South Florida has supported families like Kayla's.
Without the Ronald McDonald House, we couldn't continue with Kayla's medical treatment.
We are now building a new, larger house to accommodate almost twice as many families each year.
It's a peace of mind knowing we have a place to stay without worrying about costs.
Help us build this new home by visiting rmhcsouthflorida.org.
Since 2006, EDS Air Conditioning has kept Palm Beach County comfortable through every summer, every storm, and every season in between. EDS Air Conditioning is a trained comfort specialist. It's hard to stop a train. From dial thermostats to today's smart home systems, EDS delivers reliable comfort you can count on. With over 800 Google reviews and a 4.8 star rating, they've earned your trust. 20 years of keeping Palm Beach cool. Visit EDSisyes.com today.
Need an extra boost? With Boost Checking from Flagler Credit Union, you can earn up to $700 each year with a 7.0% annual percentage yield on balances up to $10,000. That's real money for real moments, like a family getaway or treating yourself to something special. Boost Checking from Flagler Credit Union. Requirements apply to earn the highest dividend rates. Limit one checking account per membership. Dividend rates and annual percentage yield subject to change. Business accounts do not qualify. Insured by NCUA, official credit union of Florida Atlantic Athletics.
Hi, I'm Wendy Sartori-Link, your Palm Beach County Supervisor of Elections. The 2026 primary is on August 18th, and now is the time to make your game plan. Florida is a closed primary state, which means if you want to vote in a party's race, you need to be registered with that party at least 29 days before Election Day. Don't wait until the last minute. Check your registration and get election ready today. Visit votepalmbeach.gov to get started. That's votepalmbeach.gov. See you at the polls.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford crew.
Anna, what says summer to you?
Sunshine, road trips, camping.
And?
Ford being #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands according to J.D. Power.
And?
And low APR offers with Ford credit financing on a select lineup of Ford trucks and SUVs.
My kind of summer.
For APR offer information, visit Ford.com or your local Ford dealer. For J.D. Power 2026 U.S. Initial Quality Study Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2026 model year.
The Jupiter Hammerheads and Palm Beach Cardinals are back in Jupiter all summer long. 6 days a week at Roger Dean Chevrolet Stadium. Come enjoy the best ticket deals and membership packages in Palm Beach County, like Silver Slugger Wednesdays, Thirsty Thursdays, Kids Club Saturdays, the Frozen Iguanas, and so much more. To purchase tickets, membership packages, and find out more information on the Jupiter Hammerheads and Palm Beach Cardinals, visit RogerDeanChevroletStadium.com.
Accident Attorney Studios. Theo Dorsey is Theoretically Speaking. Streaming live on YouTube, here's Theo Dorsey.
The people have spoken, and they want to hear Tina's Top 5. This is a regular here. It's been a couple of months in the making, and it is what people look forward to on Tuesdays here on Theoretically Speaking. Colin Russo's on the other side of the glass on the ones and the twos. Tina Costanza here with your boy Theo Dorsey. 21 days out. 21 days out from learning LeBron's free agency is open. Still waiting on that answer. Trust me, you're going to hear from us first when he does make that known where he's going. But until then, we're going to delight you with Tina's Top 5.
Top 5, no debating. Top 5, top 5, top 5.
Big Tina's Top 5 today, coming off of your movie experience.
Yes.
Over the weekend.
So movie theater related and movies related, and we've got some Odyssey takes in here as well.
I like that.
I'm really interested on one of them. I think Colin's gonna hate it.
He's gonna hate it.
He never likes my top 5 anyways. Yeah. So
the more he hates it, the better it is. For me, at least.
Okay.
It's better entertainment. Let's start.
Let's see.
I think Colin will like this. Maybe movie previews 21 minutes of movie previews yesterday.
I know.
I got there at 7:30.
You could have asked
which
me, and I would have told you to show up 22 minutes later.
So funny. I said at first, I think it's going to be 23 minutes. Because I remember you saying something in the office about it, and I was like, I think it's 23 minutes.
Yeah.
But someone else had my tickets, so we all got there on time at 7:30 when the movie starts.
And everybody probably looked at you like, you were on that.
No, everyone was there. Like, they had my ticket, so I got there.
I know, but like once you realized it was 21 minutes, did you gloat in your...
No, I only told one person. Oh. And so only one person thought that I was like, oh, you're pretty almost spot on. Like, you said 23 and it was 21.
Depends on the branded theaters.
Oh, really? Well, okay, that's just too long.
That's too long.
That other mom
movie
preview, way too scary. That trailer,
it's
scary.
a big topic of conversation.
Other mom?
I don't like that.
It's a horror movie that played before the Odyssey, which is, rated R, but it's not a horror movie.
They should
it's not the type of clientele you're looking for.
They should only play horror movie previews or trailers
100% right.
in horror movies that you're going to see.
You're not wrong there.
Because I didn't like it.
You didn't like that. Off-putting.
The one night only, though, I want to see that movie really bad.
There we go.
So there was that.
You win some, you lose some.
Way too long. Movie previews, like we should, if the movie starts at 7:30, the movie should start at 7:30. If you want to see trailers and whatnot, you can get there earlier.
Some people love those.
I leave my apartment when the movie starts at, let's say it starts at 6:30. I leave at 6:30.
Yeah.
And I get there 14 minutes later if I hit a couple lights, and I get there 16 minutes later, and then I get there and I walk in, all of a sudden I'm in my seat at 20, and then the movie starts.
You strike me as a guy that likes previews.
I am actually against it now. I like going in blind.
Yeah.
I hear if movies are good, and then I'll go see them.
Yeah.
I don't need to be convinced.
Tina's top 5.
Number 4.
Robert Pattinson. I thought he was really good in the Odyssey, but every character he has, I hate. Like, I hated his character. I didn't like it.
He does that purposely. That's why it's funny.
I didn't like him in Twilight, and then I'm like, I hate you in the Odyssey. I was like, I don't like you. You're a villain, and I'm not a fan.
Did you see him in the drama that just came out?
No.
Okay.
You're asking who.
Oh, I love the drama. That was a great movie.
You saw that just came out a couple months ago. You saw that?
That was great. I saw it twice actually, but the second time was because my wife wanted to show her family.
Strange, really. It's a strange movie, but like it was entertaining.
It was hilarious.
No doubt. Very entertaining.
Okay, nice. Robert Pattinson. I had to look up who that was.
Number 3.
But I like him.
The cast of the Odyssey was stacked, like amazing cast.
Almost too stacked. Too many famous people distract you a little bit.
Yes. Tom Holland, I don't really think he did that much in the movie.
Wow.
Like, and same with like Zendaya.
Zendaya did, I agree.
They didn't really do much.
Holland, the movie didn't ask Holland to be great.
Wow, Zendaya's in it, so it is stacked. It is
Yes.
The movie does not ask Tom Holland to be great, right? That's not his movie.
He doesn't do much.
He is, well, he has a pretty big role.
he has a huge role.
He has a huge role. But he's like, he really doesn't do much.
Did you notice Travis Scott is the opening line of the movie?
Yes. So Travis
Scott is in the movie?
Travis Scott is
line of the movie, and it's sweet.
Yes. No, he is a great part. And
I
had to
a man, a thought, a trick to siege the walls of Troy.
What the hell?
I had to confirm after the movie that was him. Like, I was like, I'm 100% that's Travis Scott. But I need to confirm.
I liked it. It was good.
Yeah, no, Travis Scott was great. No, like the cast was stacked and it was great, but I just didn't think Tom Holland or Zendaya really like did much. I feel like it was just like you're intrigued by the cast of like in the movie, and so like you want to see it. Obviously,
I did not know that Travis Scott.
Is
he in that side quest portion of his career already? Like
he was definitely on set for like one day.
He has 2 parts, and he did the same thing in both times.
A war, a man, a thought.
The first words.
A trick.
Yes.
Talking about the Trojan horse.
Travis Scott. Wow. All right. I like it. Tina's top 5 is great today.
This is good today.
Depending how long a movie is, I actually think you should put in bathroom breaks. Like yesterday.
We just drove the car off the cliff.
World Cup, yeah.
What a waste of time.
Let her finish.
A 3-hour movie?
It's a long time.
You should just put in there like 5-minute bathroom break, and then everyone will be happy.
Yeah.
And then people like Colin won't be upset.
You can go to concessions too.
Yes.
That could help. That could drive money up in the movie.
I could care less about the concessions. Go get concessions before the movie.
It's a good idea for the movie.
Harry Potter movies like so long. Like we need just do a little 5-minute bathroom break.
Or
like
quicker
Neo
movies.
and Akon did last week.
Yes.
Break.
Or quicker movies.
Number 2.
Tina's top 5.
It's number 1.
Number 1.
This is easy. Matt Damon's phenomenal. Like he was amazing in the Odyssey. I'm like he was great. That's just my number 1. It's super simple.
What did he play? I'm looking it up.
Almost as amazing as Kaiser University.
Almost. Kaiser's always my number one, and I love giving them some love. They just announced their 2025-2026 Athletes of the Year, and congratulations go out to Isaiah Alexenko from the number one men's swimming and diving team, and Violet Apisa from the number one women's tennis team. Just another example of the incredible student athletes Kaiser continues to produce on and off the field. Congrats to both of them and the entire Seahawk family on another amazing year. You can check out all the latest Kaiser Athletics news anytime at kuseahawks.com.
Odysseus. He played Odysseus.
Yes, he's the main person.
Oh.
Did you not see any trailers for this when it was all throughout the NBA Finals? You didn't see any of this?
I do, but a lot of times I kind of zone out. I've had a lot going on as of late. I zone out a little bit. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. I got to go watch that movie. I'll check back in with y'all. I got to watch the Netflix quarterback docuseries too. It's been really good.
I might go see The Odyssey for the third time.
Oh, my goodness.
Go in love, go in peace, go in joy.
When barbecue is done right, you don't just taste it, you crave it. Head to Pig Beach Barbecue in West Palm Beach and dig into slow-smoked brisket, pulled pork, fall-off-the-bone ribs, award-winning burgers, and scratch-made sides that'll have you coming back for more. Whether it's lunch, dinner, game day, or happy hour, Pig Beach delivers big flavors and a laid-back South Florida vibe. Make your next stop Pig Beach Barbecue in West Palm Beach, 2400 South Dixie Highway. We'll see you there.
Hey, it's Steph Prince here, and in South Florida, you need an AC team that can deliver in the clutch. That's why my family trusts Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning. As a mom of three, trust me, when your AC goes down, you don't want to strike out with the wrong company. You want a team that keeps the process smooth, stress-free, and most importantly, keeps the family cool. And Bob Bradley knows a thing or two about coaching a winning team. He coached his son Bobby all the way to becoming a first-round draft pick, and now he's helping his grandson Trey develop his game. And one thing's for sure, high standards run in the Bradley family. Bob brings that same major league mindset to the team at Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning. From residential and commercial repairs to installations, maintenance, and upgrades, they step up to the plate and get the job done right the first time. And while Bob waits for Trey's call to the majors, he's still delivering major league service every single day right here in South Florida. Call Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning today at 561-793-7497 or visit bradleyair.com.
Well. Looks like your well water can use a little help. If you're dealing with hard water, funky smells, or water that just doesn't taste right, it's time to make your well water swell water with Culligan. Their customized water treatment systems help deliver cleaner, better tasting water all throughout your home. And right now, you can try Culligan for just $10 a month for your first 3 months. Serving South Florida since 1936. Schedule your free water test today at Culligan.com.
Whether you need batteries, tires, or services, we know you depend on your vehicle. You can depend on St. Lucie Battery and Tire with the largest inventories, expert technicians, and a best price out the door every day guaranteed. You'll drive away with confidence. Life doesn't stop, and neither should your car. St. Lucie Battery and Tire is here for you. Our experts keep your vehicle ready with batteries, tires, and service you can trust. Fast, friendly, and always reliable.
Go big and save big at Greenway Kia West Palm Beach. Right now, choose from over 1,500 new and certified pre-owned cars and SUVs ready to drive home today. That means more selection, more savings, and more ways to get the deals you've been waiting for. Whether you're looking for a fuel-efficient commuter, a family SUV, or a sporty new ride, Greenway Kia West Palm Beach has you covered. And here's the game changer. Big inventory means big value, putting more money back in your pocket. Credit challenges? No problem. The Credit Clinic is back, and the experienced team at Greenway Kia will work with you to explore financing options that fit your lifestyle. So don't wait. Find the Kia that's perfect for you, your budget, and your driveway. Call Lonnie Mister today at 561-433-1511. That's 561-433-1511. Or hurry on to Greenway Kia West Palm Beach, where big inventory means big savings. But don't wait. These deals won't last. Greenway Kia West Palm Beach.
We want to see ya in a Greenway Kia. Business owners, are your employees driving you nuts? Is money tight? Or have you just poured your heart and soul into your business and now it's time to retire and just relax? At Transworld Business Advisors, they have buyers from all over the world ready to buy your business now. Call for a confidential conversation about your business's current value. 561-203-5121. That's 561-203-5121 or visit tworld.com today.
Anajar and Levine. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
ESPN 1063.
WESP Jupiter, a good karma brands radio station.
Marlins fans, the Fightin' Fish are on a hot streak, and now's the perfect time to tune in to Marlins TV. Don't miss the Marlins All-Star Sale and score 50% off your Marlins.tv subscription. Instead of $54.99, you can stream the rest of the season for only $27.99. Catch every big moment live, wherever you are. This limited time offer ends soon, so sign up today at Marlins.tv and score the best deal of the summer.
Kaiser University's flagship campus, the 100-acre residential campus at 2600 North Military Trail in West Palm Beach, extends Kaiser University's educational offerings to over 100 degrees within the heart of South Florida. Kaiser University's championship athletic program now has 31 national championships, including the 4th straight men's lacrosse title and a red banner for the women's tennis squad. Visit KUSeahawks.com for the latest on the championship flagship campus of Kaiser University.
Ready to take on any terrain? The all-new 2026 Defender 110 P300S is here. Built for those who crave adventure without compromising on luxury. Lease the powerful 2026 Defender 110 P300S for just $879 per month for 36 months. Whether you're tackling the toughest roads or cruising the city, the Defender is ready for it all. Don't wait. Visit Land Rover Palm Beach today and experience the Defender like never before. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Let's go to the Rapids, South Florida's largest water park, where every second is a splash, a scream, a laugh you didn't know you needed. Reconnect with your fun side and let go. You want thrills? Blast uphill on Mega Mayhem or brave the 6-story Big Thunder. Bring the whole crew and turn an ordinary day into the kind of memory everyone keeps talking about. Whether you're catching the wave at Big Surf or chilling in our relaxing lazy river, make this your unforgettable season at Rapids. Let's go.
Well. Looks like your well water could use a little help. If you're dealing with hard water, funky smells, or water that just doesn't taste right, it's time to make your well water swell water with Culligan. Their customized water treatment systems help deliver cleaner, better tasting water all throughout your home. And right now, you can try Culligan for just $10 a month for your first 3 months. Serving South Florida since 1936. Schedule your free water test today at Culligan.com.
The 4 o'clock hour of Russo and Rizzo is presented by Gießen 0% Wines. It's 4 o'clock somewhere, meaning it's always the perfect time for Gießen wines. Elevate your game night with Gießen's 0% Sauvignon Blanc, Rosé, Pinot Grigio, even Sparkling Brut. 0% alcohol, all the flavor, Gießen wines from New Zealand, making the 4 o'clock hour or any hour the perfect time.
Now, it's time for a little R&R.
All into the bucket, lays it up and in.
Ball game, Rizzo! Live in the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, this is Russo and Rizzo on ESPN 1063.
This team is going to be tough when they finally get it together.
Sit back and relax. Let Russo and Rizzo take you home.
Oh, mercy! Light him up, Colin!
It is Russo and Rizzo on ESPN 106.3. You got Mike Rizzo, Colin Russo. We got Elias Bustamante behind the glass today. It is a sunny afternoon here on Tuesday, the 21st of July, 2026. World Cup is finished, gone, finito. Spain's already back in Spain celebrating, or the Spanish team, I should say, back in Spain celebrating. And we got a lot of action here over the past couple of weeks. It's now, conference media days where the SEC is threatening to secede from college football. And we got to react to that. Red Sox have been hotter than an oven Even with the All-Star break in the middle of it, they swept the Rays over the weekend. They're still, killing everything because, they took down the Baltimore Orioles last night in another emphatic come-from-behind game. And also, I saw The Odyssey for the second time in 48 hours.
Dude, you can't stay away. I'll tell you what, you can't stay away.
I always see Nolan movies twice in theaters. And I saw this for the second time, about 48 hours, which I'll say this. I did not go IMAX again, and I thought about it. I don't want to spend the money on the IMAX.
No, it's like $20 a ticket. It's not worth it. Don't you get free movies?
Free movies is certainly a word. I have a subscription that I could use for unlimited movies.
I see.
So I pay for what you get, but you also got to pay for the usage.
Is that a waste of time?
It's the best deal in sports.
Okay.
It's the best deal.
In sports?
Yep, it is. It's a sporting subscription. It is as good as it gets. $20 a month. Mike, you go to
Sounds
movies.
like me. Sounds like something I'd get.
You go to the movies twice in a month to get your money's worth.
Yeah. Would you see? Oh yeah, you saw that crazy kung fu movie,
The Furious, the Hong Kong action movie. Excellent.
It was insane. You showed me that fighting scene. That was
Superb.
insane.
Superb. So yeah, I mean, I go see movies. Right? If I got a free night and there's not a lot going on, I'm gonna run over to the movie, see what's on.
Yeah.
But point is, I went again last night. Odyssey. Mike saw it. I saw it on Saturday. Elias Bustamante, who's our producer behind the glass. We had to convince him not to see it around Christmas.
Yeah, to the point where he has his headphones off and he has us muted.
He doesn't
like
want to
he
deal
has
with
his
this.
headphones off and he has us muted because he doesn't want us to possibly spoil something. Now it's a bad move. It's a bad move not to see it yet, Elias. I got to be honest. It's
It's one of those movies that everybody is seeing.
Yeah, it's.
I'm going this weekend.
It's a generation. Colin, I asked, by the way, Craig Karmazin, our CEO of Good Karma Brands, owner of ESPN West Palm, I asked his chat GPT the biggest movie since. Now, you tell me. I asked
in
chat
terms of cultural phenomenon.
I asked,
is that what you're asking?
I asked Karmazin's chat GPT, what is the biggest, this is the biggest movie release since. They gave me a couple options.
All right, I'll tell you if they're right or wrong.
Toy Story 5.
Nah, waste of time.
Super Mario Galaxy.
Waste of time.
Zootopia 2.
Waste of time.
Wicked for Good.
Maybe.
Captain America Brave New World.
Horrible movie.
Okay. Now, let me ask you, not the automated AI.
Let me ask you this, Mike. Okay. You're a casual.
Of course. I'll see the big movies.
Did anybody talk to you about Toy Story 5?
No.
Anybody talk to you about Wicked for Good?
No.
Anybody talk to you about the new Captain America?
For the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
For the wrong reasons. How about that? For the wrong
not
reasons.
A good movie.
For the wrong reasons.
There's my point.
Right.
Maybe the last one you could compare it to was Dune Part 2, where once you heard how great it was, everybody felt like they had to go see it.
Ironically, that's the last time I went to a theater before the Odyssey.
Right. Like there hasn't been a major Star Wars release. There hasn't been anything that has really captured
honestly, good. Let's keep that on ice.
The cultural footprint.
Yeah.
If you want to take away Dune, maybe Dune's a little too niche, right? Because Dune doesn't get the families out, right? It gets just like the hardcore sci-fi fans out. The last one, Oppenheimer and Barbie.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah.
That was the last time.
Yep.
Oh, you saw it? Which one did you see? Did you see them both? Like that was the last time.
Because when I originally asked the AI, they gave me all of the Nolan movies. Like it's grossing numbers like The Dark Knight. And I said, all right, let's take the Nolan movies out of it. What are the so you think
I think Oppenheimer, Barbie, and then another one.
But again, according to the AI, Toy Story 5.
Anybody talk to you about that?
The Super Mario Galaxy movie.
People break that down to you.
I heard it. Listen, I love Nintendo. I love Nintendo.
I actually heard they're not bad.
The first one's good. I heard this one was shocking. Zootopia 2, which I actually think was Zootopia 1 was great.
I haven't seen the second one.
Dude, you're a movie guy. What do you mean you haven't seen it? You pay a subscription.
I didn't see that one theater.
You should be at the movie theater every other night.
One came out. Does it say when that came out?
Late 2025.
Late that came out football season. It's hard for me to see. I get one time a week that I get to see movies during football season, and it's it's during college game day.
Now, and obviously money-wise, the Mario Galaxy movie opened for $130 million, Colin, and then $1 billion domestically. Toy Story almost hit $1 billion, $958 million. Zootopia was $1.87 billion.
Yeah.
And then I heard Wicked was godforsaken.
The first
one I heard it was godforsaken.
Well, Wicked famously, the first half is so much better than the second half, and everybody knows that. When you see it in plays, the first half's better than the second half. You had to wait a year for the second movie, and nobody likes the second movie. Nobody likes the story.
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
If Odyssey doesn't win these stupid awards that Hollywood puts on, I got to if I have to see a fish making love to a mermaid win the movie, excuse me, a fish
Shave of water
that won everything. I told you, I got into the movies. I watched all of them. That was the worst one I saw. And Colin, if Odyssey doesn't sweep all these awards, that's a disgrace. I'd spare me on the indie film. You know what I mean? Like, I heard Obsession's good. Great. It's not Odyssey good. I don't want to see it when you know the Hollywood people get together and vote for these movies. The Odyssey better win Movie of the Year. It better. Now, you tell me, movie buff, what other movie is going to be able to compete? Now, granted, we're early, right? We're very early.
That movie's going to sweep it all. But I like the top, before we shift to that, the topic of the big movie, the other one outside of Oppenheimer and Barbie, everybody had to go see it. Where were you when you saw it? Top Gun Maverick.
Oh, yeah. They took over a summer. Top Gun summer.
The entire
summer. I saw
it
twice.
Yeah.
I saw it twice.
That was the same summer, because that came out Memorial Day weekend, I believe, of 2023. That was another one. Everybody, you had to go see it.
Who's the Tom Cruise in that movie? The kid? With the
Miles Teller.
Yeah. It blew his career up.
Absolutely.
Blew his career up. It was...
And Glenn Powell, too, was Hangman in the movie. He was great.
And Iceman was in it from the original one.
Yes.
And he was the main, military guy on base, which I thought was a fun little twist for, ancient fossils like me who grew up watching the first one.
So those three are the ones that come to mind. I mean, yeah, you could include the Avengers of the world. That's like a cultural phenomenon event. I think those days are over, to be honest with you. Really, the last three I could think of were Oppenheimer, Barbie, and then Top Gun Maverick.
Not to stay on Disney's case, but Disney ruined Star Wars and Marvel. So, that's where we're at. Until they stop giving us pathetic slop, we're going to continue to boycott. So, give me a good movie, and we'll go out and see the damn movie. Don't give me The Acolyte, where you're all over the place on Disney Plus. Spare me, all right?
You know what had a good sort of foothold on? I'm going through all the recent releases. Joker. With Joaquin Phoenix.
I didn't like it.
But
I got to be honest, I didn't like it.
But you had to go see it, right?
Yeah,
Remember?
I agree. It was a must-see, but Colin, I was the only one out of my friend group. Actually, me and my boy Gomer, shout out Gomer. But Gomer and I, we're the hardcore nerdy guys. You know what I mean? That movie was a psychiatrist's dream. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
It was a therapist's.
Like a schizophrenic.
Yeah, dude, that movie is displaying a mental illness. Does that make sense? From childhood trauma all the way into adulthood. The Joker is stealing cash and fighting Batman. And you know what I mean? That wasn't the Joker to me. Did the second one, did they 86 the second one?
Yeah, well, the second one was a musical, and it blew up. It was one of the biggest box office busts ever. And that came out, I think, 2 years ago, last year.
A musical?
And they turned it into a musical. Lady Gaga was in it. It was a waste of time. I didn't even see it.
Can I say something? It's the word. That's one of the worst parts of Hollywood, is when they get too cocky and they do stupid stuff. Cute. Thinking we're going to watch that slop.
I would say, outside, since really Avengers finished out with the Endgame and Infinity War, which was, again, the biggest things that we've seen in the movies last 20 years.
Those two superhero movies, the ones before that was the Nolan movies, the three. Post that, those are the best superhero movies, if I'm being honest.
Right. So that was like an event.
Yes.
I would say those three since, though, Oppenheimer, Barbie, Top Gun Maverick, and then now the Odyssey are sort of find time, make sure you clear your calendar, go find unless you're Elias, of course, go find a chance to see it. Huh?
What me?
Well, you haven't seen it.
Yeah,
you haven't seen it.
Elias, we're good.
Oh, quick on the superhero movie, The Batman, from Matt Reeves.
That's a good one. 2022, The Batman comes out
with Bob Pattinson?
With Bob Pattinson, who's friend of show. And
got to join the show to be friend of show, but
Bob Pattinson's Batman was also one that sort of took over a little bit.
You told me to watch that. Because remember, I was down on the, do you want to know what a waste of time is? Who did the Batman before? What's his name? I can't stand him. Big time actor.
Oh, Ben Affleck.
Oh my God.
Oh, I like that one.
It was miserable.
I like that one.
Ben Affleck. Listen, great. He has great movies. To be fair, I'm just
But
if he's not screaming in a Boston accent, I don't want the accountant. Anyway.
So we both saw the Odyssey over the weekend, and I remember I told you right when we got out, I'm like, I need to see that again. I almost cannot give you a fair rating until I see that again. Having seen it twice, it's a 10 out of 10. It was not. It was a 9.5, a 9-ish. It's a 10 out of 10 movie.
Now, you didn't, yesterday.
We didn't think it'd be, I didn't think it'd be better the second time around, and you agreed.
Well, yeah, just because who
it
you
was
are.
It was better the second time.
Now, your biggest issue with the movie was that we were jumping around a lot.
Didn't think it was a problem.
Yeah, and that's why I was so surprised. I never felt lost in the grand scheme of things.
So here's what I don't want to get too into the weeds of it, but here's the part of the movie that I felt after the first time with the Odyssey was it bounced around too much. We're going forward, we're going backward, we're in the future, we're in the present, we're in the past. When Odysseus is with Charlize Theron's character, Calypso, and he's
gorgeous girl
he's trying to remember what's going on. That was our compass. That was all right, he's talking about this moment. Let's go see it. We're here now, right?
Yep.
I could compare it to Oppenheimer. If you remember in Oppenheimer, when Oppenheimer's getting interviewed by Roger Robb in the McCarthy trials, he's older, his wife's older, and they're going through, he's trying to figure out if he's getting security clearance back. It's the first thing you see in the movie. That is they explain things, and there's your compass for where you're going to go. They talk about it, let's go see it. That's what the Calypso and Odysseus moments were on the beach.
Yeah.
That's what directed you. It was the compass.
Yep.
It was the compass of the flashbacks, and therefore, after that, I was like, this is actually extremely necessary.
I think the movie's a 10 out of 10. The one gripe I had was how quick they, maybe went away from the crew. That whole, right?
Yeah, okay.
Trying not to be, trying not to be too much here. Elias has his headphones off,
All right.
You know what I'm saying, though?
Yeah.
That scene. Remember when the thing's picking them off?
Yeah, yeah. I didn't think the...
and then after that, where they're not supposed to eat, and then it quickly,
Which is a funny scene in the movie.
Hysterical.
You think because you're doing it in the middle of the night, the sun god won't notice? That was good. Now, a lot of people had problems with the dialogue being contemporary modern English.
It's a waste of time. I can't hear as it is in a Nolan movie. You're telling me they're going to speak in English or Shakespearean
English?
slang? Listen, I loved Shakespeare, and I took Shakespeare classes. I'm not going to lie. I would read it, and I would need my teacher to explain what the hell all this means.
Yes.
I wouldn't be able to figure it out,
We both think it's a 10 out of 10 movie. Now, the problem is we're dealing with a director that has a ton of 10 out of 10 movies. Where does this stand for you? We'll try to come up with this together. I'm curious. Let's do top 5.
Yeah.
Your top 5 Chris Nolan movies stand as what post-Odyssey?
So, Dark Knight 1.
Dark Knight's your favorite Christopher Nolan movie by a large margin?
By a large margin. And keep in mind, Colin, that came out when
2008.
I was, 14 years old.
Yeah.
I saw it 4 times with my buddies.
Yeah.
So that was a movie that will always live in my head.
I saw The Dark Knight Rises in theaters. I was too young to see The Dark Knight in theaters when it came out. I saw The Dark Knight Rises in theaters. I was 9. Thanks, Mom. Go ahead.
Well, you're good, dude. It's whatever.
People were giving me crap in the office. I was like, one of our teammates, John O'Terry, he's got a 10-year-old. I'm like, you're going to take him to see The Odyssey? And he goes, what, are you crazy? Like, is it that nuts? Maybe I'm desensitized. I don't know. I thought I was in The Dark Knight Rises when I was 8 or 9.
Now, here's the thing. When we were growing up, nowadays, not so much.
All right.
Inception 2. I love DiCaprio. I love DiCaprio. Now,
that's my favorite Nolan movie. I think that's I think it's the best movie I've ever seen.
Now, what sucks is the net 3 and 4, they're interchangeable, but I got to make a decision.
All right, what are you between?
I'm between Interstellar and The Odyssey.
Okay.
And
what do you think?
Interstellar.
What does that do better than The Odyssey?
Here's the thing. Interstellar made me cry. The Odyssey didn't make me cry.
I agree. There's not nearly as much of an emotional punch to The Odyssey as there is the other one. I agree with that.
But both movies had me on the edge of my seat, and I couldn't wait for the next act, and I couldn't wait for the next thing to come up. With that said, Colin, the nerd that I am, reading the book, I'm actually going to go Odyssey here. I'm going to go Odyssey here.
What does it do better than Interstellar?
I think for the nerd like me, I love the action. I love the fight scenes. I love the witches, the Greek god and goddesses. The Cyclops being tied to Poseidon. I read the book. I told you I was in the movie theater on our Craig Commonsen's Chat GPT asking remind me how this is different. Right? What happened in the book? I'm about to see this clip. What happened in the book? By the way, I used AI to tell me when to go to the bathroom. Do you want to know what it told me?
Yeah.
When, the boat scene, and then when he goes to
Yeah, you handled it right.
Dude, dead on. And I was back in 3 minutes. You know my bladder. I had a coffee, I had a water, I had to go. Anyway, that's why Dark Knight. Sorry, that's
so
why
Dark Knight number 1.
Not even close.
Inception number 2.
Because I love DiCaprio.
And then Odyssey number 3.
Correct. And then number 4, it's got to be Interstellar. Now, Colin, 5 is tricky. We had one of our teammates, JMP. He said Dunkirk was 5.
Stop.
That is a waste of time.
That movie was
that is a
so
waste.
underrated movie.
So overrated.
It's not even a top 5 war movie.
I haven't seen it since theaters. I don't need to.
It's very good. It's very good.
But my pushback is, it's not even a top 5 war movie.
It's not a war movie. That is not a war movie.
The thing with that one is came out at the same time, 1917, I think it was. The movie
that's a good point. I think you're right. I think it came out in 2018.
Yeah, something like that. It was at the same time, both movies. The difference is that one was like a one-shot movie,
Yes.
So that's maybe the trick why.
I saw Dunkirk in IMAX opening weekend. I did. I think I was in San Diego, California with my parents. We all walked out of there and said, that movie's a waste of time.
Now, Colin, for 5, I went back and forth, but it's got to be Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer's great.
That's too low.
5 is Oppenheimer.
That's too low.
But keep in mind the kind of person that I am. I love nerdy stuff. Interstellar deals with space. You know what I mean? And that whole topic.
Oppenheimer is a nuclear bomb.
I like it. Odyssey deals with war war,
it's an
Greek
adventure
mythology,
movie.
Inception, DiCaprio, dreams. Kyle, I dream every night, lucid dreams every night, really could relate to what was going on. Obviously, it's fiction, but you get what I'm saying. Someone who dreams every night, I find dreams fascinating, and I love DiCaprio.
Great topic. That's a heist movie.
And guys, I'm being honest. Dark Knight is legitimately the best superhero movie. The only thing that comes close to The Dark Knight is Infinity War. And Infinity War, I saw twice in theaters.
Dark Knight's better than Infinity War.
Now, I want to tell you the ones I haven't seen, though. I have the list of all the I've never seen The Following. Have you seen The Following?
It's a black and white movie. It's a short film. I wouldn't worry. It's a shorter movie. It's 1999. He made it on a $7,000 budget. It wouldn't crack your top 5.
Okay. I haven't seen The Prestige.
You've seen Memento?
I've seen Memento.
Okay.
Prestige is the big one that my brother goes, you can't make a list until you see it.
Yeah.
Because I texted him, I told him my brother's movie buff. And I texted him, like, yo, Kyle wants to do this. He goes, dude, you can't even talk about it because you haven't seen Prestige. He's been yelling at me for years to watch the movie.
You should watch it this week.
And then, yeah.
You saw The Dark Knight Rises. You saw Batman Begins.
Yep. So Kyle, didn't see The Following. I'm going in chronological order with time. Didn't see The Following. Saw Memento.
Memento's good. It's a one-time watch, so I can't watch it
compared to the other ones. I saw Insomnia. Same thing with Momentum.
I haven't seen it in years.
Batman Begins, nerd, loved it.
Not great.
I thought Scarecrow was a great villain in it, regardless. The Prestige, haven't seen. Dark Knight, obviously number 1. Inception, number 2. Dark Knight Rises, great. It's a great follow-up from The Dark Knight. But The Dark Knight,
I love it.
Kyle, when he's climbing up the rope to get out of the pit.
I love it. That's a great movie.
Perhaps he'd be asking why you would shoot a man
before throwing him out of a plane. That is an awesome opening
Calm down,
scene.
Doctor. The fire now, Doctor. The fire rises.
And they had Hines Ward returning kicks for the Gotham, the Gotham Senators, and the field was exploding behind him. Mike, that movie's excellent.
Last one. I wondered what would break first, your spirit or your body. And he literally puts him over his knee and cracks his spine.
It's a messy movie. That is a great, great movie.
Yeah.
And I actually think that's one of the more comparable ones to the Odyssey.
And then Jim Gordon, nose diving into the sewer.
Oh, yeah.
I killed him. Where's the body? And Bane is great. Bane is an all-time great villain. All right. Interstellar, obviously. Dunkirk, wasted time. I'm sorry, Elias. It's not even a top 5 war movie.
Yeah,
Do you get what I'm saying here?
I thoroughly agree.
Right.
I think Nolan. The thing about Dunkirk, the
bad
whole idea
story.
is it's 700,000 people getting out of a beach before the Germans can pick them off.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't.
It's like 5 people on the beach.
There's 6 people in the movie. They didn't capture enough of the scale for me. They had a couple moments. But it was really a movie about 3 to 5 guys, and that's where I think they screwed up.
Different stories, yeah.
You're right. It should have been a grandiose, like giant type of war aspect.
I get
I
your
didn't think
point.
he did that.
I get your point, but I mean, I think he made a great job of showing different perspective of the war. You know,
Everything in the planes were great.
Yeah,
the
but
dogfighting, that was
he
great.
Showed every perspective on the war, from
Dude.
civils trying to save
Yes.
the military, then the people in the staying there saving themselves on the plane.
War movies start with Saving Private Ryan and then
Yeah.
everything else.
Hacksaw Ridge too.
That's a good one.
Underrated movie. A lot
Absolutely
better
terrific.
than Dunkirk.
Absolutely terrific.
A lot better
And
than
a-
Dunkirk.
And a true story.
God,
Excellent
what's
movie.
the Vietnam one
Both.
with the helicopter and the crash?
Apocalypse Now?
No,
Wait, no, Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah, I'd rate
Yeah.
that more
That
than
one's,
Dunkirk. I'd rate that more than Dunkirk.
Black Hawk Down.
No, the best Vietnam
I'd
movie.
rate that over
the best
Dunkirk.
Vietnam movie, I don't know if you've seen it, The Deer Hunter, 1974. That is Robert De Niro, made it right after The Godfather Part 2. And it won Best Picture.
Does it age well?
Yeah, it
Okay.
ages well.
What about
it?
Tenet?
It ages
It's
well.
a movie. You know what's a big aspect of that movie? The Russian roulette. Like, you know, the game?
Yeah.
And the Viet Cong would make POWs, prisoners
the
of war,
Russian-
do that. And it was such a big thing that, like, it became like a trend.
Yeah.
And it was like, it almost negatively impacted how people perceived the movie because people would start
We're
playing
doing it.
that
They were doing
stupid
it.
game
Yeah, they were doing it.
because of that movie. It's a great movie. It's a long one, but it's a great.
Yeah.
It won Best Picture in 1974. It's a
Yep.
good movie.
Now, and then obviously to finish it out.
De Niro and Christopher Walken as prisoners of war on in deep in the Vietnam jungles.
So I haven't seen two. I haven't seen The Following, and I haven't seen The Prestige.
All right.
And Tenet?
And
you
I've
saw
seen Tenet.
Yeah.
I've seen Tenet.
Tenet's not in the top
but
five.
But to round out the movies, because Nolan makes a movie every 2-3 years. Tenet, Oppenheimer, Odyssey, seen them all. Once again, my top 5: Dark Knight, Inception, Odyssey, Interstellar, Oppenheimer. In that
Elias,
order.
what's your reaction to that list?
I mean, it's a very Mike list.
What's that supposed to mean?
It's a very Mike list. It's okay. I mean,
What is a Mike list?
his takes are controversial, so with him,
I'm
that's it.
I need to see Prestige, to be
Yeah, I
fair.
see that this
Because
week.
my brother says it would crack top 5.
It's very good. It's a very good movie.
It's a great movie.
It's a great movie.
Don't look up anything about it too going into it.
I saw the trailer. I saw the
that's all you
trailer.
need.
That's it.
The movie takes you for a ride. It's like a good, like, you know,
Yep.
you're not on top of it till you finish it.
Okay.
But so you like the list? You think anything's too low?
I think it is. It's a top 5.
It was Interstellar was 4, Odyssey was 3.
Dark Knight 1, Inception 2, Odyssey 3, Interstellar 4, Oppenheimer 5. I don't think there's anything wrong with
I mean,
that
I haven't seen the Odyssey. I'm going to see it this weekend. But, I mean, without seeing that one, I'll probably say, for me, it's Inception, number 1. I'll say number 2 for me is Oppenheimer. Number 3 could be Interstellar. Then number 4 could be maybe one of the Batman ones, the Bane one. I love that one.
You like
Dark
that one
Knight
more than Dark Knight.
Rises,
You like that one
Rises.
more than Dark Knight, right?
Yep. And then number 5, probably see The Prestige.
Wow.
Because I haven't finished it. So for me, right there is that.
Let me get this straight. I'm getting grilled for having the Dark Knight and the Odyssey in my top 5.
Yeah,
Probably it's
I don't know.
going to change.
Hey, you're a little phony for that, Elias.
Yeah,
we got
I
a
agree.
lot of
Why?
the same movies. Because we got a lot of the same movies in there.
we don't have the same movies. I haven't seen the Odyssey. So
Yeah, we
probably
have
it's gonna
3. You have
change.
3 of my 5 in Inception, Interstellar,
Well,
and Oppenheimer.
It's not like you have a lot of movies to pick from. So
But you,
But he's
you're
missing
making
2.
fun of my list.
He's
Yeah.
missing 2. You haven't seen the Odyssey. What are you
That's what I
talking
mean, bro.
about, dude?
well, but I mean, I still have an opinion here, right? So-
You're allowed to.
Yeah,
I agree.
I have
I
my
just, you're foo-fooing my list. It's very similar to mine. That's all I'm saying.
well, because I mean, how many movies did Nolan has made? 10 movies?
I don't know. 10,
He's
12.
13, guys. 13.
13. Okay, there's no.
Do you want me to go through them again?
No.
No. We're good. Thank you.
I'll give my list on the other side of things.
All
But
right.
that's interesting. 888-760-3776. Did you see the Odyssey over the weekend? Have you seen it yet? Do you think it's one of the great movies you've ever seen? Is it overrated? Let us know. 888-760-3776. Mike Rizzo, Colin Russo. It is Russo and Rizzo on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN.
Right now, we'll help you take back control of your life. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In office, West Palm Beach. Need an extra boost? With Boost Checking from Flagler Credit Union, you can earn up to $700 each year with a 7.0% annual percentage yield on balances up to $10,000. That's real money for real moments, like a family getaway or treating yourself to something special. Boost Checking from Flagler Credit Union. Requirements apply to earn the highest dividend rates. Limit 1 checking account per membership. Dividend rates and annual percentage yield subject to change. Business accounts do not qualify. Insured by NCUA, official credit union of Florida Atlantic Athletics.
The Jupiter Hammerheads and Palm Beach Cardinals are back in Jupiter all summer long. 6 days a week at Roger Dean Chevrolet Stadium. Come enjoy the best ticket deals and membership packages in Palm Beach County, like Silver Slugger Wednesdays, Thirsty Thursdays, Kids Club Saturdays, the Frozen Iguanas, and so much more. To purchase tickets, membership packages, and find out more information on the Jupiter Hammerheads and Palm Beach Cardinals, visit RogerDeanChevroletStadium.com.
Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. You play for the win, not just on game day, every day. Channel that drive into your money. Robinhood puts you in control, all on one platform. You expect more from yourself. Expect more from your money. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Again, that's Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Your money, your move.
I'm David Ortiz. When I lost my mom, she was only 46, and I lost my dad to cancer. It was the worst pain I ever felt. It made me think, what will happen with the people I love when my time is up? That's why I have life insurance. Ethos makes it easy. It's all online, take about 10 minutes, and you can get up to $3 million in coverage.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid testimonial. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
The 4 o'clock hour of Russo and Rizzo is presented by Gießen 0% Wines. It's 4 o'clock somewhere, meaning it's always the perfect time for Gießen Wines. Elevate your game night with Gießen's 0% Sauvignon Blanc, Rosé, Pinot Grigio, even Sparkling Brut. 0% alcohol, all the flavor, Gießen wines from New Zealand, making the 4 o'clock hour or any hour the perfect time.
She ain't gonna tie me down. Why you on the road? Got it on the shirt, saw the hats, saw the clothes.
Let's get back to the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. This is Russo and Rizzo on ESPN 106.3.
Anajar and Levine is your accident attorney option. If you get into a car accident, get into a truck accident, get into a slip and fall, you need somebody to get your back. Mark Anajar and Glenn Levine are your option. Look no further than what they can provide for you, because if you're like Mike and you're getting driven off the road by an elderly lady heading back over the bridge to Palm Beach, and all of a sudden you need some defense, that's where Mark and Glenn step in. And then you know they're going to fight for you, because they don't even get paid unless you do. They work tirelessly to get the maximum compensation that you deserve. In these cases, you dread the day that you'll look for an accident attorney, but when you do, you can't settle. You got to go get the best in the area, and I'm telling you, in South Florida, I know there's 1,000 options, but it's Mark and Glenn at Anajar and Levine that are the best option. Call them today, get a free consultation. That's 1-800-747-FREE, 1-800-747-3733. It's Russo and Rizzo on ESPN 106.3. That's Mike Rizzo, Colin Russo. We got Elias Bustamante helping us out behind the glass at the City Place Studios on Tuesday. This is the 21st of July, 2026. Mike gave his top 5 Chris Nolan post-Odyssey, and Mike, they were what?
Dark Knight 1, Inception 2, Odyssey 3, Interstellar 4, Oppenheimer 5.
Elias is also a big Nolan fan. Elias, your top 5 is what? Pre-Odyssey, by the way. You have not seen it yet.
I have not seen the Odyssey yet, so I'll probably change next week. But right now, for me, it's Inception. It's going to be Oppenheimer. It's going to be, I said Batman, right? And the third?
And you said
said Dark Knight Rises.
Where's Interstellar?
Yeah.
He said 4.
It's really going to change. Interstellar is going to be the third one.
All right, Interstellar's 3. All right, Batman's 4.
Batman's 4.
Dark Knight Rises is 4.
Yep. And then on the number 5 is going to be for me Dunkirk. I love Dunkirk.
But not even a top 5 war movie.
Not even a top 10. I can name 7 war movies right now that are better than Dunkirk.
Perfect.
Black Hawk Down is better than Dunkirk. Saving Private Ryan is better than Dunkirk. Hacksaw Ridge is better than Dunkirk. I didn't even love it. 1917 is better than Dunkirk. All Quiet on the Western Front is better than Dunkirk.
I haven't seen that one.
That's a good movie. I mean, do you want to count it? Full Metal Jacket. I don't even know if that's a war movie.
Black Hawk Down.
That's a better war. That's a better war movie, no doubt.
Okay, sounds good. But you're asking me for a Nolan movie, so I'm telling you, Nolan movie.
All right.
References.
All right. So here's how I think.
And for the record, again, myself. So the only one Elias hasn't seen is Odyssey. The 2 I haven't seen, The Following and Prestige.
I have to finish that one. I haven't finished it.
So I've seen every single one outside of The Following. I've not seen The Following.
Waste of time.
$19.99. He made it for $7,000. It's just never been something that
I've been waiting for this top 5.
I'm with you.
Now I want you to go from 5 to 1. Just to
you
make
want to go backward?
I want you to go backwards if that's okay.
All right. So for context, I told Mike.
Do you need the movies? Do you need the movies?
I know the movies.
Okay.
Oh, come on, Mike. I mean, geez.
I mean, you never know. It's been a while. There's a lot of 13 movies.
Well, all right. Well, here's the thing. Coming out of and Mike can attest to this, coming out of the Odyssey, I was not ready to make a declaration.
Yeah, and to be fair, my novice going and seeing movies for the big openings, I told Colin immediately 10 out of 10, and he goes, Riz, I'm going to have to see it again. So Kyle saw it again. He said 10 out of 10. He mentioned the pacing was an issue for him originally, saw it a second time, had no issue with bouncing around and such. So Odyssey, a 10 out of 10, and Colin's going to make his list now 5-1.
All right, number 5 is Oppenheimer. I think Oppenheimer definitely makes the top 5. It's between that or Dark Knight Rises for me. I think Rises is great. It's got a lot more rewatchability. It's just a lot messier. Oppenheimer's incredible.
Mm-hmm. The score.
Right after the test, what is it? The bomb test. What the hell?
Well, yeah, when he's looking into, the famous meme that you always
the Trinity test is the word I'm looking for.
Uh-huh.
Went right after the Trinity test. There's probably a 30-minute sequence we could have had without. That was probably the worst part of the movie. Outside of that, the ending was great. The beginning was great. It was informative. For the most part, I believe it was subjective versus objective in black and white and color. Loved it. It's a great movie. It's going to age better with time. That's number 5. Number 4 is The Odyssey. I do not think Odyssey is a top 3 Nolan. I do not think it's a top 5 Nolan. The problem that I think hurts, there's 3 things that I think I don't love about it. Number 1 is, I think Mike can agree, it doesn't pack the emotional punch that some of his other movies do. At the end of Dark Knight Rises, you're like so inspired, right? The music, it's the ending, you're a little nostalgic. Dark Knight,
it's the best, bro.
There's no better with Gordon finishing it with the music, and he's on the bike going up towards.
And quickly on that, Colin, there's no better ending than the Dark Knight because you couldn't wait for the next one.
That's a good one.
You could not wait for Dark Knight Rises.
It was a sequel ending. It was just perfect. Inception has an unbelievable, ambiguous ending with the top. And, they're spinning the top. We don't know. That was fantastic. And I thought the Interstellar ending, too, is another gut punch. That's when Anne Hathaway takes off her mask and she realizes that Edmonds' planet is actually the habitable one for the human race. And she didn't trust her gut the whole movie. She wanted to trust her gut the whole movie. She ended up being right.
Yeah.
Just a tremendous finish. A lot of people have problems with how Interstellar finished. I think it's great. So, point is, the Odyssey doesn't necessarily have that for me.
And quickly, the Odyssey didn't make me cry.
It didn't have
Interstellar made me cry.
The title card to finish it, the last 5 minutes, I do not think have that punch to the gut that his other movies do.
The ending of Dark Knight, you tear up with how, he's the bad guy now.
It's inspiring, yes.
Like, you feel juiced up about it.
Totally. 1,000% agree.
I understand where you're coming from.
You do not get that with the Odyssey, and I think that's because my second reason, I don't think and this is a big deal for me. This is a niche thing.
The music.
I'm big on the music. I need the score to be great. The score in the Odyssey is not great. Interstellar has an unbelievable, recognizable score. The piano.
You listen to it when you work out.
100%. Inception, the same way. Dark Knight. You remember. You can listen to Dark Knight right now.
Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer. It's got an excellent score. This one does not because there's no orchestra. It's flutes. It's a little strings.
Well, yeah, it's ancient music.
It's a little ancient. There's no orchestra.
It's ancient music.
We needed some brooding horns to finish the movie. That was just my personal take. It's nitpicky, but I think the music wasn't great. And number 3, I talked about the ending. I talked about the music. I thought the action had its moments where it was a little choppy, and then I would recast a couple characters. I would recast Calypso, who Mike loves.
Oh, a beautiful woman.
Right.
And she played her part.
No, she can't act.
She played her.
Charlize Theron cannot act.
But to be fair, she wasn't supposed to be like this heavy hitter.
Not a big time
That wasn't the role.
She is a big time actress.
But that wasn't the role. She was just supposed to be a pretty woman, and she played it
Here's
perfectly.
The idea. In the movie.
It's a beautiful girl, Kyle.
In the book. And I'm not.
Isn't she in the Italian Job? Remember that movie?
Yeah, which is a fine movie.
Come on, pretty
it's a
good
fine movie.
She's a really good-looking girl in that movie too. Played her part well.
Mike. She's not winning an Oscar for the Italian Job.
Fine, but what I'm saying is she played her part well.
My point is, Charlize Theron in that movie. I'm not Mr. Compare to Book guy, but to my understanding, I don't know what I'm looking for, but a lot of that book is Calypso is supposed to be super seductive, and it's supposed to be like hard to leave her island.
It'd be pretty hard to leave her, Kyle. I mean, geez, oh man, give her a little credit here.
Come on.
I mean, my God, Kyle, you're acting like she's you're acting like she was a Cyclops over here. She's a good-looking girl, Kyle. Anyway, keep going. I mean, seriously, though. My God, you're acting like she's hard on the eyes. It's not true.
Mike.
I'd eat the lotus flower. It's all I'm saying, brother. I'd be eating the lotus flower. I'd be chewing on that thing.
Is nuts.
Seriously, though, because the lotus flower makes you forget. Tell me to eat it? Yes, ma'am. I'm eating it. Come on, mate. You're acting like she's, some ogre. Like, come on. You're going to get on her for acting? Bro, her role in the movie wasn't to win an award. It was to get the guy to stay on the island and seduce him. That's what she did.
No,
that's what she did. You wouldn't eat the lotus flower? You're full of it. I'm calling baloney. Hook this man up to a lie test. You're full of it. You're full of it.
Mike. This has nothing to do with if I find her physically attractive.
Sounds like it does.
She can't act.
And what I'm saying is she's not there to be a Oscar-winning actress.
What is she there
She's
to do?
there to look good in front of the camera and make it real, make it hard for Odysseus to lead.
She's not seductive in the movie.
I disagree. I disagree wholeheartedly, but no, I do have some years on you. I am a little older than you, but
she's not seductive in the movie. I can't wait. If I'm Damon, I can't wait to get out of there.
No,
there's
dead wrong, dead wrong, dude.
There is no reason for me to hang around. I'm there for. He couldn't wait to get out of there. There was no decision to be made. That's what I didn't like. She was just sitting there. It's like she's just a vehicle for the plot. She had there was nothing there.
Yeah,
not with her.
I disagree. You'd eat the lotus flower. Anyway, all right. So there's that part. Anything else?
I would recast her, and I'd recast John Bernthal, which I'm on.
Menelaus,
who is the Punisher.
He played a New York gangster.
He's Shane in The Walking Dead, but he's in a Greek mythology movie.
I didn't mind it. I didn't mind
He's
it.
the same guy.
He's the same character. It's like he had the New York accent the whole thing.
It's a waste of time.
I didn't mind it. He makes me laugh. He was funny.
Yeah,
he was. I told you, he's the comic relief of the movie.
Mike, I'm sitting there. Yeah, I understand. But I would recast those two. Those are my three problems with the Odyssey.
God, like she was an ogre, the Cyclops.
We haven't even gotten to 3, 2, 1.
Please continue, Colin. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, who's 3, brother?
So 5 is Oppenheimer, 4 is Odyssey.
Excluding Calypso.
I can't stand Calypso. We're down on her. Number 3, The Dark Knight. The Dark Knight could be higher. I view all these 3 movies. These are all 10 out of 10s for me. These are all 3 of the top 8 movies I've ever seen in my entire life. 3 is The Dark Knight. The only reason I say that is I think the third act of The Dark Knight, after Dent gets out of the hospital, we're really
They ran out of time. They
needed another hour.
They ran out of time.
Dent all of a sudden is some maniac. He knows where Maroni is. Couldn't find the guy for 2 hours. Now all of a sudden he's hanging out in the backseat of his car. He's got the suit. It's a little quick.
To be honest, finding the Joker was really quick as well.
Really quick.
Using Lucius.
Lucius. The phone machine.
And remember, Lucius resigns after. Yeah.
And they got the hospital. It's just not the best part of it was the 2 cruise ships.
Yeah.
With the bombs on each one. That was great.
Give it to me.
That was great.
And I'm going to do what you should have done an hour ago.
That was great. And then I thought the ending was great with Dent, Gordon, and Batman, because that's where the movie starts, is those 3.
You know the best part of the movie.
You have any idea who you're stealing from? You and your friends are dead. Excellent opening. But yes, The Dark Knight is number 3. It's strictly because I think it's an amazing movie. The funniest part is it's just a mob movie. It is like a Scorsese movie.
I loved it.
But
Loved every
Batman
second.
is a character.
I will agree it was a bit rushed, but
it's people getting knocked off. They're going after judges, commissioners. They're going after dirty cops. Trying to pay guys off.
The judge gets the Joker card, just blows up.
Right, and then remember the commissioner's in his office and he drinks the scotch.
Are you the Batman? No. Well, why you dressed like him?
All right.
Very good movie.
That's number 3. Number 2 is Interstellar. Interstellar, I think, is the most emotional Nolan movie, which tend to be a little cold. McConaughey's great. I mean, you can make an argument that's the best lead performance Nolan gets out of any of his leads.
Bale as Batman. It's
true,
the only Batman.
They ask a lot of McConaughey in that movie.
Inception, Leo in Inception is incredible.
I agree. I think McConaughey is better than Leo.
And by the way, Inception didn't win an award. right? They didn't win anything in those godforsaken Oscars.
Maybe, yeah, I don't know.
But the fish people, hooking up with the girl won an award. I can't take that serious.
Interstellar was also not very well critically received when it first came out in 2014. But Interstellar's number 2. Inception's number 1. Inception's a perfect movie. That's a perfect movie. I agree. It's a great cast.
It's a heist.
You know what? That's what it is. Nolan has a style where he makes the movie simple and then he puts complicated ideas around it. You know, Inception is a bank robber movie. It's a heist movie, but it's just in somebody's mind. It's a dream movie. Like Interstellar it's a space travel movie, but there's the time, there's forward, backward.
And Earth is inhabitable now.
No
you
doubt.
got to leave.
Yeah, Tenet's a James Bond movie, but things move backward.
Yep.
Like he has a style where he tries to keep things a simple idea but make it complicated.
Can I ask you guys something about Nolan?
Go ahead.
So he has made sci-fi movies, right? He has made real-life movies like Oppenheimer, based in real life. Next movie after The Odyssey.
I think you should do horror.
What?
No. Horror is a waste of time.
I was going to ask, he should make that horror or another fantasy movie, or if he's going to make a real character movie.
Where is he going to go from fantasy?
I'll tell you where. Remember the books I told you my brother was reading?
Oh, Red Rising?
Dude, do that. It's
No.
basically Roman Empire with magic and
I get
ships.
it. You need to. That's a 5-picture gig. You need. He's not doing
He
adapting.
did 3 Batmans.
Another
bro. That's my
sci-fi movie
That's my
or-
pushback.
Another historical movie, like, for example, The Oppenheimer.
I don't think he's going to go historical again. I don't know what he's going to do. Nobody knows.
Well,
knows. He can do whatever.
Yeah, but what would you want him to
Genuinely,
do?
where do you go from here? You just did The Odyssey. You just did a historical piece. You did a war movie not so recently.
Go back to fantasy, bro.
I
think with the Dune kick right now,
I think you do
the
thriller.
Red Rising. You said. I mean, that's the next. That's the next.
I
shtick.
think you go like thriller horror. I really do.
Dude, horror is such a waste of time genre. It is a waste.
Imagine
a
full
horror movie is a waste
a
of time.
full movie.
Depends.
of Cyclops and the Cersei scene. Imagine that.
Yeah, but it depends on the horror movie. Like, if you have the jump scares, I get you. But if it's like psychological horror,
Yeah.
that's different.
I think that would be good.
Have him save Star Wars. Now that I think about it,
No. Keep him away from Star Wars.
why? You want
He's-
Disney
he's-
there?
he's-
You want
he's too
Disney
good-
there
no,
and
he's too good for that. He's too
Rian
good.
Johnson?
He's too good from that. Keep him away from that.
So yeah, Inception 1, Interstellar 2, Dark Knight 3, Odyssey 4, Oppenheimer 5.
Hang on, I'm still on that. He could come save Star Wars whenever he wants. All right.
So Mike's all over
Fantasy.
he's all over the Odyssey, he's all over Calypto.
Yeah, I mean, dude, dead wrong. You're acting like Calypto was supposed to be the Matt Damon of the movie. She was just supposed to be a pretty face and to keep him there and to eat the lotus flower and to forget his memories. That's it.
No. She didn't bring it.
Dude, she brought it.
She did not.
She brought it.
She acted like
brought
she's
it.
Robert. I'm not trying. Shouldn't have been Robert Redford.
Beautiful girl, dude.
But I didn't
Dead
need her to
wrong.
be, Mary Tyler Moore. But I needed her to give a little bit more. Mike Rizzo, Colin Rizzo, Elias Bustamante.
She brought it, bro. You're dead wrong here.
It's Russo and Rizzo on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
The Palm Beach Health Network Physician Group, an affiliate of the Palm Beach Health Network, is committed to delivering high-quality care to the communities they serve. Their award-winning physicians and specialists provide a level of expertise that has resulted in regional firsts and outstanding patient outcomes. For a physician referral, call 866-654-2362. To learn more about the Palm Beach Health Network Physician Group, visit pbhnphysiciangroup.com. pbhnphysiciangroup.com to get in touch with the Palm Beach Health Network Physician Group.
There's only one sport with games to bet every day the rest of the summer, and there's only one legal app to bet it. Bet baseball on Hard Rock Bet, your home to bet home runs, strikeouts, even the next at-bat. It's secure and regulated, so your money is safe. Step up to the plate with towering parlays that can turn a dollar bet into a max payout up to $2 million.
It's out of here!
Hard Rock Bet.
Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about your gambling? Call or text 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
Hi, I'm Michael Manzo, owner and founder of Manzo's Italian Deli. And
Stop, Dad. After 20 years, people are tired of hearing your voice.
Yeah, and your lame-ass commercials.
Fresh prosciutto, mozzarella, outstanding.
Oh, please.
There's only one reason Manzo's is voted #1 deli in Palm Beach County for 20 years. our mother.
She makes sure you prepare everything from scratch using only the freshest ingredients.
Manso's Italian Deli is located on Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard, right next to Rain Dancers.
Is that a strip club?
No, it's a steakhouse. Manso's is open weekdays from 8 to 5 and offers free delivery. So stop by or call 697-9411. That's 697-9411.
We also specialize in hot and cold catering for corporate functions and special events.
Just ask anyone who was at my last birthday party.
You put a lot into your business. Your signage should reflect that. At Signorama West Palm, family owned and operated for over 32 years, we've been helping businesses stand out and stay top of mind. We don't just design signs. We handle the whole process, including professional installation and service. From ADA signs to reception signs and full storefronts, we turn everyday spaces into branding that gets attention. We can handle it all. Call us today at 561-687-7993 or visit signoramawpv.com.
The 4 o'clock hour of Russo and Rizzo is presented by Gießen 0% Wines. It's 4 o'clock somewhere, meaning it's always the perfect time for Gießen wines. Elevate your game night with Gießen's 0% Sauvignon Blanc, Rosé, Pinot Grigio, even Sparkling Brut. 0% alcohol, all the flavor, Gießen wines from New Zealand, making the 4 o'clock hour or any hour the perfect time.
Let's get back to the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. This is Russo and Rizzo on ESPN 106.3.
It's Russo and Rizzo on ESPN 106.3. Colin Russo, Mike Rizzo. We got Elias Bustamante behind the glass today. And I'll tell you, if you're needing to know where you're going to put your money, who you're going to entrust your money with, where you're going to get a loan from, Flagler Credit Union is your best option.
Absolutely. And Colin mentioned getting a loan. Folks, Flagler Credit Union is a non-for-profit cooperative. And because of that, if you need to, get some cash out for a car, something to fix your, you need a new engine, you need a new house appliance, whatever it may be, Flagler Credit Union will charge you less because they're that non-for-profit. So think of them when you need to take out some cash. But for me, it's simple. I have a personal checking account and a savings account. Right now, obviously, I got my savings account where I'm saving some acorns, but I also have a savings account for future trips. When I need to go home for Christmas, flights aren't cheap, folks. Flights are cheap when I got to go back and see my folks up north. So I'm constantly working with my friends at Flagler Credit Union to hit my financial goals. They are the official credit union of Florida Atlantic Athletics. So when you're taking the wife and the kids to the FAU games this year, and you look up and you see Flagler Credit Union Stadium, keep them in mind. And they're that local name, folks. You all know the local name, Flagler Credit Union. They got 4 convenient locations around Palm Beach County, Boca Raton, Lake Clark Shores, North Palm Beach, and West Palm Beach. I go to the West Palm location because I'm up in Lakes. But see what they can do for you. Hit your financial goals with Flagler Credit Union. We'll hit the 5 at 5 coming up next segment.
Elias is one of the great phonies we've ever seen because he refuses to see the Odyssey opening weekend.
I told you I'm going this Saturday.
If
2 p.m.
If we weren't on you,
2 p.m.
If we weren't on you for it, you would have went 3 weeks.
Probably, yeah. I mean, I have no rush, but now.
But
you feel left out?
A little bit.
Colin,
just a little bit.
How you operate with soccer is how I operate with movies. When I need to show up, I'm there.
Right.
You know what I mean? You told me, Mike, 6 months ago that this movie was coming. I said, get our tickets. Let me know what I owe you. And Colin, the good planner that he is, I was home for the third place game, which, we probably could have missed it. But, it
was savvy.
11:45.
Savvy
Perfect
scheduling.
timing.
Savvy scheduling.
Perfect timing. Perfect timing. And God, I couldn't eat. I didn't eat.
Nice, right?
Couldn't eat.
Nice.
I worked out when I got home. I don't know. I've had a popcorn itch for a long time now, and it didn't get scratched. That blue icy too.
When you go to Spider-Man, you're gonna go see Spider-Man.
When are we seeing it? I'm going with you. What are you talking about?
I don't even have the tickets yet.
I'm going with you.
Well,
that's gonna be next.
Now you got to tell me what I got to catch up on.
Yeah,
you got to tell me what I need to watch for that movie.
I'm in the Jersey Shore next weekend. I'm not gonna see it when I'm in the Jersey Shore.
Dogfest.
Yeah, I'm not going to see it when I'm in the Jersey Shore, so I'll see it when we come back. That'll be like Tuesday or Monday or Tuesday of the following week.
What are you guys going to do on December 18th? Because you have Dune and you have Doomsday.
So I was going through this today. So Dune, Part 3, which is going to be a big-time movie.
Yeah, the Boca Bowl, right?
And then, no, well, you're right.
Yeah, we have the Boca Bowl.
Oh, my God, he's right.
That's true.
December 18th. And also,
is it December 18th or 19th?
all I know is if Inter Miami is in a cup final as well, Colin, it's the same day as the Boca Bowl. So that's a busy day. It's a busy day.
So
I'd have to be in Boca, and then I'd have to go to Miami.
All right.
If they play in Miami.
MLS Cup Finals.
If we make it, they're going to make it.
Hold on. The MLS
depends
Cup
if they make
Finals.
it in
No,
Miami.
that's going to be over. I
I'd
think
go
it's going to be over. I think it's going to be over.
What is the Boca
Actually,
Bowl?
no, the MLS Cup is Friday, December 18th.
Colin, it's the same day as the Boca Bowl.
Wow.
It's the same day as the Boca Bowl. I went through this with our program director and friend of the show, Brian Rowitz.
The Boca Bowl is at 11 a.m. on Friday, December 18th. All right, so here's the problem. All right, so that makes things a whole lot more complicated. So you want to know what the NFL did that week? I went through it. The NFL, this is week 15 we're talking about. All the way in December, when Avengers and Dune comes out, we're going to figure out a time to go see it. Thursday, December 17th, 49ers Chargers is that Thursday night game.
Must watch.
Good game. Got to watch it.
Must watch.
Most likely playoff implicating.
Must watch.
The 18th morning will be Boca Bowl.
Then Inter Miami.
Afternoon will be, what time will that be? 4 o'clock?
3, roughly. 1 or anywhere between 1 or 3. It's always a day game.
World Cup. MLS Cup. That night game is going to be the first round of the college football playoff. And remember, that Friday night game last year was Alabama-Oklahoma. That will be a big game because there's no NFL competition. Yeah. So they're going to have a big game then, and then they have an early game on Saturday.
Let me ask you this. When do these movies come out? When is the movie?
That Thursday.
You want to know what you can call me a phony for this. I'll call Gomer and Big Dave. I'll go in Cleveland.
Yeah, you'll wait a couple days.
I'll go in Cleveland.
So, yes.
I'll go in Cleveland.
That, and I also do, so on top of that, that's the 19th. And then all of a sudden, the 20th is the Saturday. 20th is going to have 3 college football playoff games. Usually the last 2 are the worst games of the bunch. That'll be the James Madison game. That'll be whatever group of 5 team makes it through. But the first game will be a good one. Remember, they always put they put Miami, Texas A&M there.
A lot of hard schedules this year, too. Not a lot of teams are going to be undefeated.
And then the NFL takes over that second slate on that Saturday. Seahawks, Eagles at 5. Bears, Bills at 9.
Well, hopefully
you can't do it. You can't do it.
Hopefully one of those teams stinks and you don't got to watch.
Seahawks, Eagles, Bears, Bills. Which one? Maybe the Eagles. I mean, all teams are going to be in the mix. You can't miss those games.
We're done.
And then Sunday, December 20th, you got Ravens, Steelers at 1, Jags, Texans at 1. Forget it. And then
What's the night game?
Cowboys, Rams at 4:25. And then the night game on that Sunday is Lions, Vikings, which might be bad. But who knows?
I'm missing that one. I'll go to the movie that.
Who knows?
And granted, you got to keep
Vikings could be good.
You got to keep in mind too. What's the family up to as well?
I know.
What
Monday, December 21st is Patriots Chiefs.
I might have to go eat some basta at Auntie Lowe's house. You know what I mean? She might be cooking
we're in
a pot.
lot of trouble. When are you going to see these movies?
Oh,
I have time to watch it, so I'm fine.
Yeah, he did.
Fair play to you, man. I was
thinking about this day. I didn't even think about the Boca Bowl. The Boca Bowl is going to be that 19th. That's a problem.
I told you Christmas is a nightmare with divorced parents. You always have something. So, I really got to lock in and figure out when I'm going to see these movies.
You'll have a couple days because, remember, the 21st is that Monday.
I guess, Kyle.
But wow. Oh, my gosh.
I mean, it depends when we come back. How are you doing it this year? You're schedule guy. You usually,
If
I thought
you'd
have this
guess,
planned by now.
it depends on what our content schedule's like.
Well, listen, both of us have the luxury of doing shows from our said cities. So keep that in mind.
I'd guess the Saturday.
After the 18th.
I'd guess the Saturday morning.
I am leaving after. Dude,
I'd guess you're the same.
If I could catch a 10 o'clock flight home, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. If Inter Miami is a 1 or 2.
And you're right next to the airport.
Right. I mean, I'm doing that.
Oh, that's a good point. That's actually what you should do.
Also, I am speculating Inter Miami is going to be in the Cup final.
And
we have no idea.
That's a good point.
But
and one thing to add to that is make sure you fly an airline with TVs because there's going to be a college football playoff game.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm flying Delta. No problem.
Hopefully they play.
I only fly Delta now. I don't do. I only fly Delta and out of Palm Beach now. It's the only place I'll fly.
Okay.
It's not DJT. It's Donald J. Trump International Airport.
Doesn't bother me. Doesn't bother me. Don't care.
We'll do the 5 and
Doesn't
5.
affect me. Don't care.
We'll do the 5 and 5. We'll get into a little SEC threatening to secede from college football. Red Sox 14 in a row. A lot of things to do. 5 and 5 coming up next. It's Russo Rizzo on ESPN 106.3.
Dining out? Yikes. Couldn't be me. Except, wait, it is me? Because now, for a limited time at McDonald's, I can get a classic McChicken or sausage burrito for just $1.50. You heard that correctly. $1.50 USD. That's less than the gas to get there. Or 1 hour of parking. Or, well, honestly, most things right now. Leave it to McDonald's to come through for me and the crew when we need it the most. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
All new drinks are now at McDonald's, with refreshers like the Strawberry Watermelon Refresher and the Mango Pineapple Refresher with popping boba, to crafted sodas like the Sprite Berry Blast with berry flavors and cold foam. Who knew ice-cold drinks could be so fire? 6 all-new drinks are here, now at McDonald's.
Refreshers contain caffeine.
Need an extra boost? With Boost Checking from Flagler Credit Union, you can earn up to $700 each year with a 7.0% annual percentage yield on balances up to $10,000. That's real money for real moments, like a family getaway or treating yourself to something special. Boost Checking from Flagler Credit Union. Requirements apply to earn the highest dividend rates. Limit 1 checking account per membership. Dividend rates and annual percentage yield subject to change. Business accounts do not qualify. Insured by NCUA, official credit union of Florida Atlantic Athletics.
Hi, I'm Wendy Sartori-Link, your Palm Beach County Supervisor of Elections. The 2026 primary is on August 18th, and now is the time to make your game plan. Florida is a closed primary state, which means if you want to vote in a party's race, you need to be registered with that party at least 29 days before Election Day. Don't wait until the last minute. Check your registration and get election ready today. Visit votepalmbeach.gov to get started. That's votepalmbeach.gov. See you at the polls.
Well. Looks like your well water can use a little help. If you're dealing with hard water, funky smells, or water that just doesn't taste right, it's time to make your well water swell water with Culligan.
Hey, Culligan man!
Their customized water treatment systems help deliver cleaner, better tasting water all throughout your home. And right now, you can try Culligan for just $10 a month for your first 3 months. Serving South Florida since 1936. Schedule your free water test today at Culligan.com.
Whether you need batteries, tires, or services, we know you depend on your vehicle. You can depend on St. Lucie Battery and Tire with the largest inventories, expert technicians, and the best price out the door every day guaranteed. You'll drive away with confidence. Life doesn't stop, and neither should your car. St. Lucie Battery and Tire is here for you. Our experts keep your vehicle ready with batteries, tires, and service you can trust. Fast, friendly, and always reliable.
Anajar and Levine.
Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
ESPN 106.3.
WESP Jupiter, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
Hey, it's Tina. Looking for the perfect family getaway without leaving paradise? Treat your crew to the family retreat package at O Resort and Spa in Palm Beach. Enjoy daily breakfast for up to 5 guests, complimentary kids and teen club access, non-motorized water sports, daily valet, and even a late 2 p.m. checkout, so you can soak up every last minute together. Create unforgettable memories right here in Palm Beach. Visit eauresortandspa.com to book your family retreat today. Terms and conditions apply.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. You push yourself in everything you do, scanning headlines for insights, keeping an eye on the market. Robinhood puts you in control of your money, all on one platform. You expect more from yourself. Expect more from your money. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Again, that's Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Your money, your move.
Drip Drop is doctor-developed, proven fast hydration that helps your body and mind work better. Trusted by firefighters, medical professionals, and over 90% of top college and pro sports teams. Drip Drop is engineered to hydrate faster and more effectively than water alone, with 3 times the electrolytes of leading sports drinks. Stock up now at dripdrop.com and use promo code RADIO20 for 20% off your first order. That's dripdrop.com, promo code RADIO20.
Now, it's time for a little R&R.
Call into the bucket, lays it up and in.
Ball game, Rizzo! Live in the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, this is Russo and Rizzo on ESPN 106.3.
This team is going to be tough when they finally get it together.
Sit back and relax. Let Russo and Rizzo take you home.
Oh, mercy! Light him up, Collins!
That was the 4 p.m. hour of Russo and Rizzo, presented by Gießen 0%. That's Mike Rizzo, Colin Russo. We got Elias Bustamante behind the glass today. If you missed any of the program, go listen back. Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts, all those great places. Catch it in all those great spots as we stream live on YouTube as well. ESPN South Florida, ESPN West Palm on Twitter and Facebook. Let's have a little fun because let's get into a little sports. We did our Odyssey stuff. Elias still has to see it. We'll talk to him on Monday about it. But let's go a little 5 and 5, presented by Flagler Credit Union.
5 topics.
High five.
5 o'clock.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Let's get out of here.
Endless takes.
You can't handle the truth!
All gas, no brakes.
And it's shaking Big Ten.
It's time for the 5 at 5.
Hold on to your butts.
Presented by Flagler Credit Union, proud supporter of FAU Athletics. Number 1.
I mention all the time with Flagler Credit Union, got my personal checking account and my savings account. Folks, go see what Flagler Credit Union can do for you. All right, number 1.
Number 1.
A Phillies fan with a rough night in the outfield.
Now let's go back to our buddy wearing the Eagles 33 jersey. So man in front with the hat. His hat caught the ball. Then he got it like it's my ball. Oh, we're good.
Nope, Roy Halladay. His girlfriend's jumping up and down.
We got a ball. This is great.
Hit his hat, Kyle.
What?
If you're on the YouTube stream, you can see it.
Now let's go back to our...
And then another ball came his direction. He got hacked the ball. So Colin, he almost caught 2 foul balls last night and ended up with 0. Now,
You think he slept well last night? I think he should have.
Here's the thing. He had a home run hit to him. Obviously, didn't end up with them. Continuing on the 5 at 5. The fan had the ball in his hat, but it ended up in the lap of someone behind him. Who do you think should have got the ball? The guy's hat who it was in, or whose lap it ended up in?
Hat. It's like a glove.
You want my opinion on this? I'll give it to a kid. You need a baseball. You're a grown-ass man. You're a grown-ass man.
I don't
you
disagree
need a
with
baseball.
That. Unless somebody signs it for you and it's memorabilia, yeah, I totally agree.
Are you a memorabilia guy?
I don't have a lot. I have a signed David West shoe in Indiana Pacers colors.
It's actually pretty rowdy.
Yeah, I like that. That's a fun one.
David West is like such a good
OG.
old-school shout, too.
Yeah.
I remember when he played for the Charlotte Hornets.
Number 2.
Today's National Junk Food Day. What's your go-to? Now, Kyle, let me start. Think of your go-to junk food because I have it tiered. All right. Candy, Lifesavers and Mike and Ike's. Snacks, Fritos, spicy purple bag Dorito, honey mustard pretzels, and popcorn. It's my go-to. Ice cream, regular vanilla, a little butter pecan in there. Do a little cookie dough. Anything vanilla related, I could do ice cream. Those are my snacks.
The best dessert ever is the hot cookie skillet with the ice cream on top.
We would do it at my old bar, Town Hall.
That is
You know how many drunks would come in and go, give me the cookie.
Yeah.
Just muck it right there in front of me.
Nothing wrong with that.
Oh, man, dude.
That's the best.
Oh, man.
There it is. That's mine.
Number 3.
You don't like dude, you know what Dorito bag I'm talking about? The purple one?
Yeah, dude, no.
Chronic.
What
It's the best bag.
Isn't that like chili?
It's like the spicy nacho, I think they call it. Dude, it's so good. The purple bag burrito,
Number 3.
Dorito. HBO today released the trailer and August 4th release date for the upcoming season of Hard Knocks featuring the Seahawks. Are the Seahawks pulling you into the show this year?
The Seahawks or the Hard Knocks, don't they take it away? You can't do Super Bowl champions? I guess not.
Can I say something?
Hard Knocks lost its fastball years ago.
I have been done with Hard Knocks since it ruined the Browns season back in, what was it, 2016, Dude, I'm all good on the Hard Knocks. Everyone goes, oh, it gives you the behind the look of it.
It's so Hollywoodized now. I agree. I don't get into it.
You call me spoiled. I've been in NFL locker rooms. Dude, I'm all good on it. I don't need to see what's going on.
The last one
Hard Knocks is a waste of time.
I liked was the Raiders with Gruden, and when you saw Darren Waller come out for the first time, I actually thought that was interesting and good personalities. You know what the problem with Hard Knocks is? They don't show any of the actual hidden weapons. They're all guys that are going to get cut.
Yeah.
Because they don't care about giving them airtime because they don't want to give teams looks at if they have this great rookie that nobody knows about. They don't want to give teams looks.
The blow-up of the NFL over the last decade needs to be studied. Really does.
All right, to blow up the NFL house.
Just like, dude, Colin, me growing up, right, early 2000s, like, dude, the NFL was big, but it wasn't like, everyone watches it. It needs to be studied how big the sport has actually become. It really does. It's annoying. If I'm being honest, it's a little annoying to me.
I agree with you.
It's a little annoying to me.
Listen, I'll follow the Jags do something called The Hunt on YouTube, which is good. Every 2 weeks, they'll release a little 30-minute thing. You get to see what's going on. I actually like that. I don't need an hour plus a week Hard Knocks on some random team. It just doesn't do it for me. It really doesn't. So I agree. It hasn't done for me for in a couple years. I don't love the behind the scenes stuff. I like the games. That might sound crazy. I like the games.
Yeah. I just anyway. I think
Number 4.
New Giants head coach John Harbaugh says that he and running back Cam Skattebo have agreed to no backflips at training camp. This comes after Skattebo botched a backflip at a Fan Fanatics Fest over the weekend. By the way, how was that white party? Did that happen? Anyway.
That was July 4th.
Will Harbaugh end up loving or hating this new running back in Cam Skattebo?
They're too involved. Carl Anthony Towns is at WWE. These guys get too involved
Dude,
WWE
did Brady,
and the flips and stuff like that.
Time out. Did Brady smack one of the Paul brothers?
Yeah, he did.
Was that a shtick?
Yes.
Okay.
I think he's in talks with the WWE.
Brady? Needs more money? He makes
$38 million a year just to be an analyst for 19 games a year. Can we?
He needs more money?
Tom, we're good. Tom's had a weird post-playing career.
He was smacking Jake Paul the other weekend.
Wait, he's doing that. Remember,
or John, what is the other one?
He's hanging out on the boats with the influencers.
Logan, sorry.
He's hanging out on the boats with the girl influencers. He's got the Fox thing, but he's an owner at the same time.
Is he running the Raiders? Is he not running the Raiders?
It's been a weird.
Wasn't he promoting like super healthy foods, and now he's doing commercials for like Pizza Hut and stuff like that?
Yeah, he's had a weird post-playing career.
Listen,
I like Brady.
I do too. Only Wolverine that I like. He can do whatever the hell he wants. He's the greatest quarterback of all time.
Strange though.
Yeah.
What are you looking for? You looking to have a media career?
Yeah.
You're on Fox. That's a serious media career. Now you're trying to do like an unserious media career?
Yeah.
Right?
Weird. Very weird.
You're going to go on WWE for what?
You know what I'm still on? You got to get us into that white party, dude. You know somebody.
No, I don't know anybody.
You're from that area. You know somebody. You're from the Northeast. You know somebody.
Ruben's a Philadelphia guy.
Oh, God, we're screwed then.
Yeah.
You know how bad I, mess with the Philly fan on this show?
What are we going to do with the white party?
Have fun. I'm the life of the party. Kidding me?
Hang out with Tyrese Halliburton and
we'll start some karaoke.
Dude, they invite the most random NBA players. Those are the guys who get the free invites.
You think Charlize Theron's going to be there so you can tell her how bad she was in the Odyssey?
I would have no problem.
That's your opportunity to tell her how awful she was in the Odyssey.
Listen, Charlize, it was obvious.
Well, I know what I'm asking her. I'm asking if she's got some lotus flower on her. All right? It's your one time to ask her. You were awful in that movie. What were you thinking? Why weren't you more seductive?
Mike, she didn't have her fastball in that movie. Can we say that?
You're wrong, dude.
Number 5.
Red Sox are the hottest team in baseball. Colin, 14 games straight. Do you think I could hit my over-under, by the way? 90 games?
Yes.
89.5. Can they win 90 games?
Yes, they can.
Are they a threat in the AL?
They're 3 games. It's funny, they're winning 14 straight, and they're 51-48.
That's what I asked you. Dude, it's going to be close.
I would say, to finish off the year, they have not been good at home. Let's check. You can actually figure this out pretty loosely. The teams that they're playing, let's say the rest of July. They got the Orioles, who are not great. The Blue Jays are not. I know it's divisional, but it's still not great. They got 4 in Sacramento. play the A's, which is a free win for road teams.
You're down on your team right
They
now.
cannot play at home. Then they got the Dodgers to start August. White Sox, A's again, Blue Jays again. Pirates are solid. Diamondbacks are fine. Mike, this is not a hard schedule. They got the Yankees for a 4-game series plus a doubleheader makeup. And then there's September to finish it. I see Royals. I see Rangers. I see, Orioles. A little Rays, and they finished the season tough with Cubs, Guardians, Rays. But outside of that, this is not that hard of a schedule.
They won on a walk-off last night, too. I mean, they got a lot of momentum in their corner right now.
This was Milwaukee last year. This happens once a year.
There's a team every year that,
mid-year just catches fire. And it was funny because Milwaukee was already 20 games above 500 when they went on the run, whereas the Red Sox doesn't take much to enter the postseason conversation, and they're already now firmly in a wild card race.
Hold on. Let's check in on our over-unders real quick. Both of us took the fish at 72.5.
Which was a great pick.
It's going to hit. I think you're dead in the water on the A's, 75.5.
I think 14 straight losing, I think, killed it. They were 500.
Yeah,
they were
I know.
500. They lost 14 straight.
You're going to win the Brewers, 84.5. That's free money every year. Now, Colin, you're going to go 3 for 4. You're going to hit the Blue Jay under.
Blue Jays, no problem.
The Blue Jays are awful.
They're 8
they
games
can't
under.
pitch. Vladdy can't hit. Their best player is Ernie Clement.
You had a feeling that team was going to come back down to reality a little
Colin,
bit.
their best player is Ernie Clement.
Yeah. I'm
all over the place here. Now, I'm going to hit the Guardians at 80 games. It's 79.5. Free money every year, like the Brewers. I'm going to hit the fish. I thought the Red Sox were 89. They're 87.5.
You should hit it.
That's going to come down.
TBD.
I took the unders now on the Twinkies. 72.5. They're currently 49 and 52.
Yeah, no,
I'm burned there. I'm burned there.
Every team is 500. Every team's 500.
Dude, I'm burned there. And
that's the only under?
No. I took the under on the Dodgers at 102.5. Are they winning 103?
Yeah, they're going to hit that.
We'll see. Dude.
What are they at right now?
We'll see. They're at 63. 63 and 38. 103? 103?
Yeah, Mike, they're close to on pace.
And then I took the Pirates under 78.5. It's another team where we'll see. We'll wait and see.
The Dodgers ramp up in August and September.
I'm probably going to hit all my overs. I might lose every single under. I took 3 each. I took 3 overs and 3 unders. I don't think I'm dead in the water on the Dodgers. I think they could easily.
Tough schedule. I'm looking at this. Tough schedule to finish the year. Last 50 or so games, tough schedule. August, they start out, they got the Red Sox, they got the Cubs. D-backs is divisional. They got 4 against the Brewers. They got the Pirates. They got at the Braves for 4. Yeah. It's not an easy schedule.
And then the Pirates, I told you I'm under 78.5.
Yeah, they're going to hit that.
Do you think they're going to win 80 games?
Yeah.
If they win 80 games, I'm done. I need them to win 7.
We'll ask me again at the deadline.
And then the Twins, 72.5. Listen, the Twins could easily.
They could easily fall apart.
I'm sweating the unders. I think I'm pretty good on the overs. If Boston can continue to, win 88 games, I'm sitting good there.
I think the thing you're going to see, you're going to learn a lot. A lot of these teams, especially in the AL, are, neck and neck in the 47 to 53 win range. Once teams operate at the deadline, who buys, who sells, who's got a pitcher they can move, who doesn't, then the teams are going to start to separate themselves a little bit.
Do you want to know what division? So I think if you look at the AL, the biggest disgrace, in my opinion, the 2 biggest disgraces in the AL, the Blue Jays and the Tigers.
Yeah.
The Tigers
They got to sell Scooble.
The Tigers were supposed to run. Everyone told me before they were running away with the division.
They got Valdez. I'm like, this is the best
He's
rotation
pitched well.
they got.
And he hasn't pitched that bad either. And then obviously the Blue Jays, who they can't pitch and they can't hit.
Mariners have been a weird team as well.
And then the third thing I was going to bring up in the AL is the entire West. I mean, Colin, the Rangers are 500. The Seattle Mariners are 500. The Astros stink. I called that.
Yeah, we were on point of that.
God, I knew I should have took their under. Cheaters! The A's stink. We expected them to be around.
Yeah, I mean,
and then the Angels are the Angels.
If you asked me about the A's 3 weeks ago, I would have told you they're a playoff team.
I'm happy that the AL Central isn't the worst division in baseball.
The Mariners is a shocking one. Just always, every year.
They went for it.
They got the most depth. They finally capitalized on the lineup. Cal Raleigh has been terrible for the most part.
Called that, by the way.
But, I mean, you'd think J-Rod, come on.
I knew that the big, what do you call him? The big dumper?
Yeah.
Dude, big fraud. That guy's going to hit 15 home runs this year.
But, it's weird. I think once you see teams at the deadline, that'll be interesting.
I mean, look at
Fish is going to be an easy hit.
Oh, yeah. We're going to hit that in a month.
Yeah. I'm pissed about the A's. I made another emotional pick, and I took the A's. I'm going to get burned because they play in that godforsaken Sacramento ballpark, and they cannot win at home.
But how about the NL? I mean, the Braves 58 wins, Phillies 56, Brewers 63, Cubs 56, Dodgers 63. I mean, and then you look at the AL, it's like we're not even playing the same sport. And then we do the All-Star game, and the NL put us to sleep.
Uh-huh. What are we doing? To circle back to the over-unders, the Brewers 85? What were they thinking?
Dude,
was Mazurowski not the most obvious breakout candidate of all time?
And even the line, Bryce Terang stepped up.
Well, they had Churio.
Yeah.
They have so many guys, and they get rid of Freddie Peralta, and they're like, oh, they're going to get screwed. They did this with Woodruff. They did this with every Hater. They got rid of all their big arms, and it never matters.
The Indians are the same thing. You really thought we weren't going to win 80 games this year? I mean, come on. Those are the two. Every single year, you should hammer the
because they lose arms.
You should hammer Cleveland. You should hammer Milwaukee.
And everybody thinks they're going to get screwed.
Then they got Kate Smith. Then they got Kate Smith.
They churn out relievers and starters like nobody's business.
I took a gamble on those unders, man. I really did.
Yeah.
I gambled on the unders.
I wouldn't have touched the Dodgers. You were thinking that the Dodgers would play.
Well, I took the Dodgers over
to the postseason.
I took the Dodgers over last season.
Yeah.
And it burned me.
But
103, they're not winning 103. I promise you.
Mike, they're 63 and
If
38.
they win 103, I lose. I don't think they're winning 103.
games up right now? Yeah, that's a lot.
And you told me their schedule's tough. I think that hits.
The one thing
I'm more worried about the Pirates and the Twinkies.
The one thing I don't like about the Dodgers is they ramp up in August and September.
They're getting Snell will be back August 10th.
And then they're going to ramp up
That's
Snell.
the issue.
Let's see if Shohei's going for like Cy Young consideration.
They shut him down. They shut him down right now.
He had a knee thing.
They shut him down on the mound. Excuse me.
If all of a sudden, if they wait a couple weeks, he's okay. They might ramp him up, try to get Cy Young consideration. Who knows? But it's just I wouldn't bet against them because this is the time they get through July. They survive July, and then all of a sudden they ramp things up.
You want to know who's another phony team? Are the Orioles? They spent more money on pitching than anyone I've ever seen.
Thought they'd have a big
They get Alonso. By the way, Alonso's hitting home runs. Give him credit. He's going to have 40 home runs again this year.
Mets could use him.
Jeez, Mets could use a lot. But and then Colin, I see news 2 days ago that they're signing Kyle Bradish to this huge extension.
Weird team.
They gave Baz money. He stinks. I don't know. That's one of those teams where they can't do anything right. It seems they go for it and they can't do anything right.
Yeah, I wouldn't. The thing is, they also play in an impossible division, right? Like if they play in the AL West, they'd probably be at above 500.
You're gonna.
I love that Blue Jays pick. That Blue Jays pick was just
it was the pick of the year so far.
Yeah.
Who made the World Series 2 years ago against the Dodgers? Or Yankees.
Yankees. He lost in 5.
Usually, the only reason I brought that up. Usually,
the runner-ups have a weird year.
Yeah, usually. Unless you're the Yankees, who will win 90 games.
Think about the D-backs when the Rangers won in 2023.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not a bad shout. Yeah. Not a bad shout. Sometimes you have a weird year after. And the one thing, the Blue Jays, it was obvious. They overperformed like you've never seen.
Yep.
Trey Savage coming out of nowhere. I mean,
they
had guys.
Pitch. Bro, they cannot pitch.
Yeah.
They cannot pitch and they cannot hit.
They were like the best situational hitting team in the league. That usually goes back to a mean eventually.
Who's no Yankees, bro? Are they coming out?
They'll be fine.
It's World Series or bust.
I know.
That's the way I look. It always is.
Let's see how they treat the deadline. They got a lot of infield problems. Let's see how they treat the
Judge
deadline.
isn't swinging yet. He's still. Judge at this point probably won't be back till mid-August, late August.
I don't know about the timeline, but yeah, a couple weeks.
Dude, the timeline is he can't do anything still.
Yeah.
That came after the All-Star break. Is that Judge still is shut down? Guys, we're 2 weeks from August.
Keep this in mind.
10 days from August.
They want him, if he starts September 1st, they're cool with that. They just want him to get 2 or 3 weeks of getting warm and then get into the postseason because they're going to make the postseason, regardless of what happens. If they have to play at Tropicana, big deal. That's a Yankee home game. So, big deal. So they're not worried about that.
We got some Rays fans in this office now. Our director of ops, Judah's going to he's going to turn your mic off.
They're not worried about playing a road game at Tropicana.
Hang on. Our director of ops is going to shut your mic off.
That godforsaken ballpark. They're not worried about Tropicana.
The Trop's great.
No, it's not.
I grew up going to the Trop. Take it easy on the Trop.
It is a waste of time.
It's a lot of fun. Trop's a lot of fun.
Take a shuttle there.
Stop it. You're being a little unfair. Give them a little credit.
Make something downtown.
It's a good team.
Put something downtown. Governor DeSantis, you listening? Put something downtown.
It's a good team, Kyle. You're being a little unfair. Every year they go. They're like the Indians and they're like the Brewers. Every single year.
I agree. They've had more success than both because they made it to a World Series.
Come on, the guards have made more World Series than the Tampa recently.
Tampa did it in 2020.
Tampa didn't go to the World Series
in
2020, did they?
Yeah.
That Mickey Mouse year?
Remember when Kevin Cash pulled Snell early in the 6th inning?
Fair play. I still have 16 and 07.
Rosarena in the rookie year?
I still have 16 and 07. What do they have? 08? They went the year after. Yeah, they got 2 in the turn of the century. And I got 97.
Give him credit.
Jose Mesa.
I'm
comparing myself to the little guy.
With give the Rays credit. I started giving them credit, and now we got to pull the credit?
You pull it back a little bit because you compared them to the Indians. Pull it back a little bit. 97 is, the fish winning in 97. Don't get me started there either.
Who should go get Scooble?
No one cares.
The Dodgers,
Will
right?
he get moved?
They'd be idiots not to move him.
I agree.
Who's going to sign up for what? Now, Colin, I think I got the report right. Experimental surgery? Did I see?
Yeah, it's like
what the hell's going on?
He's got the elbow thing that he's still
the Tommy John.
Yeah,
he's not Tommy John.
He's not going to get Tommy John. I think he's going to. The thing about it is he's contract year as well. So
what are the Mariners going to get him for? Do the Mariners need more starting pitching?
Right.
I mean, seriously,
Kirby, who's our guy.
I'm happy you didn't say friend of show because he hasn't joined.
No,
but regardless, the Mariners sign everybody. So I'm looking at Seattle. All right. Listen, the Red Sox, if they continue to win games, we'll wait and see.
They got too much pitching, but maybe.
You see the Cubs need bullpen.
You know who I think? I don't know if they'll do it. I've been on this for a bit. I actually think that the Milwaukee Brewers should make a call.
Oh, God, they'll never do that. They don't operate like that.
I know.
They don't operate.
You know why they should? Because 2 reasons.
They're not giving up prospects.
It shows the fan that they're serious about going to the World Series. And number 2, it keeps them away from L.A. If they're serious and they want to run into that buzzsaw again like they did last year when everybody thought the Brewers, after beating the Cubs, were going to walk into Dodger Stadium and start winning games, if they don't want to run into a buzzsaw, if they have Mizorowski and Skubal, you know what? That could win you. That is enough to win you a series.
How about this? I'll quickly. By the way, where Skubal will go? I'll put the Dodgers 1. I'll put an AL West team 2. Because one of those is the Rangers have made moves before.
Remember,
Seattle has made moves. How about
Detroit's going to be weird about trading in the American League.
My cop out will. I think they're going to be out of it. They'll be out of it. It doesn't matter. They're not. Anyway, I'll put an AL West team number 2. I'll put the Red Sox 3 in that order.
I don't know if
in that order. They don't. But listen, the team that doesn't the Red Sox don't operate like that anymore. I get that, but I'm going to say from your Brewers perspective that you told me, I'll have Boston be that team. Bro, if Boston ends the season winning 50 of their last 75 games, that's a town that I think would go for it. You're gonna have to give some stuff up. But you pair up Crochet with Skubal, Colin, if you have Crochet and Skubal at your starting pitching staff, they have young players. They could give Detroit young players to get him for a year.
Yeah, I'm looking at
sorry, Colin, last thing. The AL is wide open. If they realize we're the hottest team in baseball right now, come deadline time, we're the hottest team in baseball, let's have Crochet, Skubal, and a young lineup for the playoffs and see what happens.
Well, I'm looking at this right now.
Chapman there?
Because they got Sonny Gray, who's been outstanding.
That's right. Kyle, there's your 3 starting pitchers and Chapman.
I'm looking at Garrett Crochet, and I was looking at his injury update, and yet to resume a formal throwing program. So that was 8 days ago. Who knows then? It sounds like that means they're looking at him coming back this year.
My assumption was he'll be back for the playoffs.
You're right. So... And he hasn't pitched all year, but who knows?
And he stunk when he did, honest to God. He was not good when he did.
But, that was one of the best pitchers in the league last year. So if they could get that, Sonny Gray, Connolly Early's not bad. You got Suarez there. You got Crochet. I don't know if they need Skubal. That's the thing. That's a lot. That's an embarrassment of riches for a team that could probably use more bats.
Talk about going for it, though.
I know.
You never know.
That's why I like Milwaukee, because Milwaukee getting a huge number 2 like that. I know they've always had number 2s, but him and Mizorowski.
They haven't done it since CeCe.
I know. Him and Mizorowski can beat the Dodgers. That's what they're thinking.
Yeah.
They got destroyed last year because they couldn't pitch.
Miz hurt too right now.
Yeah, what? They
banged up.
They couldn't. They walked into a Dodger team that outpitched them. If they could level that playing, and the thing is, you got to keep them away from LA. What if he gets to LA? Then what are we doing?
They will, trust me. Someone will get hurt and they'll go out and get them.
From a selfish perspective, I am rooting for the Dodgers to win the World Series because I want a salary cap.
And
I'm
you
willing
want
to wash this year's postseason.
So you want 3 months of no baseball next year?
Yeah.
Screw that, dude.
No.
I don't need 3 months of
Mike,
no
you're a
baseball.
Guardian fan. You should, yes. This is picket fence moment.
Yeah.
I'm
still holding out that we could win a World Series without, But you're right. I could use a cap.
Mike Rizzo, Colin Russo, Elias Bustamante. We'll take a time out here. That was the 5 and 5 presented by Flagler Credit Union on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
The Jupiter Hammerheads and Palm Beach Cardinals are back in Jupiter all summer long. 6 days a week at Roger Dean Chevrolet Stadium. Come enjoy the best ticket deals and membership packages in Palm Beach County, like Silver Slugger Wednesdays, Thirsty Thursdays, Kids Club Saturdays, the Frozen Iguanas, and so much more. To purchase tickets, membership packages, and find out more information on the Jupiter Hammerheads and Palm Beach Cardinals, visit RogerDeanChevroletStadium.com.
One of the hardest things about being sidelined was not knowing how long it would take for me to get back on the ice. The pain, the doubt, it was tough. The incredible medical team at Baptist Health was always there for me. Their dedication and expertise kept me focused and kept me motivated. That helped me step back on the ice with confidence. I'm Matthew Tkachuk, winger for the two-time champion Florida Panthers. And there's one thing I've learned: don't stop. Because an injury can take you out of the game, but Baptist Health, our official sports medicine provider, puts you back in.
What's the Anajar and Levine difference? If you're the victim of a car crash, you will always speak to a lawyer. You'll always get the highest standard of care from our dedicated legal team, and we'll always fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. That's the Anajar and Levine difference. Call our legal team right now for a free consultation. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. Don't wait. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
In office, West Palm Beach.
Summer is officially here. The sun's out, the grill's going, the weekends feel a little longer. And with Gießen 0%, you can enjoy the crisp, refreshing taste of premium wine without the alcohol. Bright citrus, tropical notes, clean, refreshing flavor, made for warm nights and good company. From poolside afternoons to sunset dinners, Gießen fits the pace of your summer, keeping you sharp, social, and fully in the moment. Gießen 0%, real wine for real life. The moment is now.
Go big and save big at Greenway Kia West Palm Beach. Right now, choose from over 1,500 new and certified pre-owned cars and SUVs ready to drive home today. That means more selection, more savings, and more ways to get the deals you've been waiting for. Whether you're looking for a fuel-efficient commuter, a family SUV, or a sporty new ride, Greenway Kia West Palm Beach has you covered. And here's the game changer. Big inventory means big value, putting more money back in your pocket. Credit challenges? No problem. The Credit Clinic is back, and the experienced team at Greenway Kia will work with you to explore financing options that fit your lifestyle. So don't wait. Find the Kia that's perfect for you, your budget, and your driveway. Call Lonnie Mister today at 561-433-1511. That's 561-433-1511. Or hurry on to Greenway Kia West Palm Beach, where big inventory means big savings. But don't wait. These deals won't last. Greenway Kia West Palm Beach.
We want to see ya in a Greenway Kia.
Overheard at the Hard Rock Bet Party.
Hey, Irv, you watching the game?
Watching? I'm all over these live bets on the Hard Rock Bet app right now. Brother, I'm in the game. That's a quick winner. Si se puede, si se puede, si se
Live
puede.
betting on Hard Rock Bet makes any game worth celebrating.
Si se.
Download the Hard Rock Bet app and start live betting today. Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us.
Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about your gambling? Call or text 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
Well. Looks like your well water could use a little help. If you're dealing with hard water, funky smells, or water that just doesn't taste right, it's time to make your well water swell water with Culligan. Their customized water treatment systems help deliver cleaner, better tasting water all throughout your home. And right now, you can try Culligan for just $10 a month for your first 3 months. Serving South Florida since 1936. Schedule your free water test today at Culligan.com.
Let's get back to the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. This is Russo and Rizzo on ESPN 106.3.
You want to bet on no baseball? You want to bet on the under of wins? You want to bet on the over of wins? MLB, NFL, around the corner. Bet futures college football because the SEC is threatening to secede. You can go do this all on the Hard Rock Bet app.
Absolutely, folks. Download the app today. I already locked in a couple of future picks on the college football side of things. Kyle, I bought into that phony Lane Kiffin. I took the LSU over.
What are you doing?
I took the LSU over.
What was the number? 9.5?
Yeah, they're going to win 10 games this year, bro. They're going to win 10 games this year.
Let me check.
They're going to win 10.
Why you finished
They're
talking
going to
about
win
Hard
10.
Rock Bet?
So LSU, Ohio State, obviously, because no one's ever thinking about them.
Ohio State. No one
And then I took the
cares.
Canes to win the ACC. So you could join me right now. Make your future bets on college football. Folks, I've been gaming the hell out of College Football 27, and it's really got me in the mood for college football. And Hard Rock Bet is helping me scratch that itch right now. But download the app. You could do the NFL futures. How about C.J. Abrams? If you were listening to the program last night, I told you C.J. Abrams anytime homer last night. Guess who homered? C.J. Abrams. We lost our other two bets, but regardless, have fun with Hard Rock Bet. They're offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus, physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. If you're a friend and concerned about gambling, please call 1-833-PLAY-WISE. Keep in mind, we're always blitzing the book here with our good friends at Hard Rock Bet. So keep an eye on what Colin and I will be taking.
So LSU's schedule, the thing about them is they got tough opponents, but they're all at home. They got Clemson at home in the first opening week. Who knows what that's going to look like?
They're going to win that game.
But their tough game is week 3. They're at their first SEC game is at Ole Miss.
That's the game of the SEC.
That will not
they could
be
lose that game.
They could easily lose that game.
They could lose that game and still win 10 games.
So,
that's my argument.
But they got A&M. They got
at home,
Bama at home, Texas at home. Their road games are at Arkansas, they're not in order, at Tennessee, at Arkansas, at Auburn, which is a godforsaken place to play. That is easily
haunted.
Could absolutely be a lost Jordan Hare.
It's haunted.
At Kentucky, another haunted stadium.
Stop.
Yeah, I know, new coach, no Stoops.
Win.
That's another.
I'm done.
Mike, that's a haunted stadium.
Kyle, I told you I'm done getting told how good Kentucky is.
No,
in
but that's a
Mississippi
haunted
State.
stadium.
I'm done with that.
That's a haunted stadium.
I think they're the best team in the SEC next year.
I don't know.
It's either them or Ole Miss.
I know.
I think
coming
them
for Kiffin.
Them or Ole Miss. I agree with you.
Karma's coming for Kiffin.
Too much talent on that LSU team.
Coming for Kiffin.
Dude, Colin. I'm nerd with this. God, did they have a heck of a portal.
How do you not think Texas is going to do it?
Unreal portal.
How do you think Texas is not going to do it?
You think Texas is going to do it?
They're due. You want to talk about a team that's
I'm
due?
down on Sark.
Listen, I'm down on Kiffin. I'm down on a lot of those coaches. But if there's a team that's due, Texas is due for a bounce back. They finished the year strong. They had a great win against A&M to finish it.
Dude, I'm really scared for week 2 for that Texas game. Very
Texas
scared.
pissed off.
It's 50-50. That game, that Ohio State game, Texas game, it's 50-50.
Granted, Ohio State doesn't need they don't need that game.
Yeah, we do. You see our schedule?
Yeah,
I don't want to go,
you need
too
the Big
honker
Ten
here.
games. You need the Big
But what
Ten
I'm saying is, I don't think we could have. If there's a team that can't afford to lose that game this year, we said it was Texas last year. We were right. I don't think Ohio State. I don't think we could afford to lose that game this year. At Indiana, you buy at USC. We're at Iowa. Home versus Oregon. You're at you play every tough Big Ten team this year. But it's 50. To your point, back to Texas, it's 50-50 in that game.
I think Texas is due for a little bit of a bounce back. Got to give them listen, maybe I'm buying into the Kool-Aid again. You got to assume. Manning stunk in the first half of last year. He got better throughout the year. You got to imagine he's going to put something together this year.
Lane wins. And I'm down on him. I told you. I could not. I told you all last year, I love Lane at Ole Miss. This is his spot. The way he left was a disgrace. Could karma be calling this first year? Listen, this is the second time the university has stolen a coach. All right, they stole Brian Kelly, and now they stole Lane Kiffin.
Will Wade,
both of them were ugly. Both of them were. I would stick on the football side real quick because both of them were ugly. Remember, Brian Kelly was still. They might have made the playoff, and he left. And then with Kiffin, obviously, Ole Miss was the best team in the SEC last year. He left that, and they were the last team standing in that conference. If I had to pick the two top teams in the SEC next year, it's LSU and it's Ole Miss. People would argue Georgia.
Yeah, I would argue.
People would argue Georgia.
I'd say Georgia and Texas.
People would argue Georgia. Down on Kirby lately. I know he won back-to-back. Kirby's probably, if not one of the best coaches in college football. I'm not trying to sit here and poop on Kirby. But the last 2 years, I thought he's lost to teams that they were arguably better than.
Yeah.
I thought losing to Ole Miss without their head coach, I thought was a bit phony. And then 2 years ago, I know Beck went down, but they lost to Notre Dame.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Are we going to see more of that from Kirby Smart? I would probably say, talent-wise, if I had to go player for player, I think LSU and Ole Miss have the two best rosters in the SEC next year.
Georgia does have Stockton coming back.
They do.
I like it, and he's a classic Georgia quarterback.
But Chamblace is coming back for Ole Miss. They got Chamblace and Lacey back.
Yeah.
If anything, Ole Miss is the favorite.
But the thing about Ole Miss is you just don't trust the exodus of teams. They didn't necessarily have. It's not Georgia. They
rallied around Golden.
I totally agree.
Like, don't you think going into next season?
I think they'll be a threat. I'm not sure if I'm willing to say that they'll be the top team.
And honest to God, my only thing with LSU, I know I'm a bit of a phony because of how much I pooped on Kiffin. They got a lot of talent. You know me being who I root for.
Yeah.
You got a lot of talent.
I think too much talent in 1 year. I understand you can turn it around quickly.
Levitt might be a first-round quarterback next year. I don't want to say top 10 because I haven't seen him play yet this year, but you know how we are with quarterbacks. That kid might be a first-round pick.
Remember, he's played in a playoff game before because he was at Arizona State, and they played
well, and he played well.
Yeah. So the one thing I would say, though, they have so much new. I understand Indiana could figure it out. Indiana had a lot of returning. They had JMU all over the place. It's a little different. I think it's hard to win when you got something completely sculpted from brand new. That's just my takeaway. You haven't seen it.
Aren't they? Now, you asked me. Who'd you ask me who was due in the SEC?
Texas.
Dude, I think it's LSU not due. They haven't been to the playoffs since Joe Burrow.
Not due. Kiffin's not due.
But they haven't. My thing.
Maybe he's a school, but not Kiffin. Not Kiffin.
It's a lot of talent.
And one thing that a lot of these anti-SEC coaches at the ACC media day,
they're all phonies, by the way. Outside of Miami,
all the big stats they were talking about is 6 SEC teams. Only 6 different ones have won the SEC championship game since 1963. That's 60 years, 6 teams.
Well, yeah, it's been dominated by Alabama. It's been dominated by Auburn, Georgia, and company.
Yeah.
But I think you saw last year. How about Ole Miss being when I say this, I don't mean the last 15, 20 years. Obviously, Saban has dominated. Obviously, Kirby Smart, back-to-back national titles. I find it hysterical that Ole Miss was the last SEC team standing.
I love that.
Year. I love it, too. From someone who
validated their season.
You got to realize who I root for. I sports hate the SEC, but at the same time, mighty Alabama, mighty LSU, that was mighty Georgia.
They beat Georgia head-to-head.
How do you think Auburn feels? Yeah. And I'll take it a step further. One of our interns, a South Carolina guy, they were supposed to be that team.
Yeah.
And Beamer lost, 7 games? 6 games?
And they went 9-3 the year before, and they were the odd man out in the college football playoffs.
Yeah, and now Sellers is – now, how about that? South Carolina's got Sellers coming back.
There's a lot of good returning talent.
I see.
Which is why I have a hard time tying stock to the brand new team. That's why I don't love it.
It's a fascinating conference. I think it's very top-heavy with about 5 teams. I remind you,
Mateer's coming back at Oklahoma.
I'm done hearing how hard it is to win at Missouri. I'm done hearing how hard it is to win at Kentucky. I'm done hearing how hard it is to win at Mississippi. You get what I'm saying? Like when everyone says the SEC is the deepest conference. No, they're not. They're top-heavy just like the Big Ten. The Big Ten has 4 or 5 teams.
Big Ten has more teams, but yes.
Fair. But top-heaviness. Like the Big Ten has 4 teams next year, 5 teams next year realistically, and I'm not even including Michigan on that list. Michigan the team up north could easily maybe win 9-10 games next year with the coach who's won over 200 college football games, right? So, I think both conferences, Big Ten and SEC next year, are about 5 deep. They have about 5 teams that could realistically go on a run in the college football playoff.
Georgia, Texas, LSU, Ole Miss, Alabama. We're already at 5. We haven't even talked about Florida, who's got a new coach. A lot of questions.
They're not there yet. I like them. I think they win 9-10 games next year. I don't think they can make a run in the playoff.
Tennessee was overrated last year, but it's a team that I like Hubel. He's a good coach, but it's an overrated team. I completely agree.
Can I? Why is Hubel a good coach? Why is he a good coach?
Well, it's probably the Hendon Hooker year. That was 4 years ago when they beat Alabama. That was a great game.
He's had a lot of bad moments too, though.
No doubt. Remember, they played Georgia really tough last year in the double OT game with Aguilar. I agree. They didn't beat a single team above 500 record last year.
But
how about this? Another one I'd add. We forgot about this. I said the 5 teams. A&M. A&M's got Elko coming back. They got Marcel Reed coming back, and they got Cravers coming back. They got talent. That's a team that played in the college football playoff. They didn't play well, but that's a talented team.
They have for what it's worth, they have the number 1 recruiting class for 27 as well. They're spending a lot of money.
That's another one.
I don't think they can win a title, though. I don't think Oklahoma can win a title. I don't think Tennessee can win a title. I guess when I say 5 possible title contenders, and we could even shed that list even more, even in the Big Ten side.
Yeah.
Like, can Oregon win a title? We could have a conversation about that.
You want to talk about a team that's due?
I'll even listen to the Buckeyes. We have a miserable schedule.
It's hard to say who's due. You know who's due?
Who?
Oregon. Oregon's due.
Dude, Dan Lanning's allergic to a big game.
I know. That is a team that has been great for a while.
Dude.
And they are
Get Dante
never
Moore.
get it done.
Sorry to cut you off, but get Dante Moore against a good defense. See what happens.
We saw it against Indiana, but that's a team that is due for, like, they finally have a breakaway year. Remember, we said this about Indiana. Can't win a big game until they start doing that.
Oregon beat Ohio State in 2024, and they got rocked in the playoff that year.
Yeah.
They got rocked in the playoff last year. Dan Lanning beat, and granted, it's a tough atmosphere, but I saw Northwestern go into Beaver Stadium and beat that same Penn State team 2 weeks later with the coach and the quarterback. They escaped by the skin of their teeth at Penn State last year. He is allergic to a big game.
I get it, but they have more money than God. They have.
I won't argue that.
They have more
Phil
money than
Knight
God.
money. All right.
They have more money than God. They spend. The one thing I don't like is they lost both big coordinators. They lost Lupoy to Cal, and they lost the other guy to Kentucky.
Yep.
So they're missing that, but that is a team that is one of these years they're due to break through, and I'm not sure if it's this year. I don't know enough about the team. I guess we'll wait and see. But teams that are, they're due to, like LSU with the Burrow year. That team was due. They were due to have finally a big year, right? It happens. Alabama, they win all the time, but that 2020 year, that was a team that was just like, that was their year. Then Georgia
that was the best team in
it
football.
Michigan,
Best team in football.
Michigan was a team that was, for what it's worth, due.
They were, but here.
They were due to have a big year.
I'll admit this. They were all the teams that you just made, including the team up north. They were the best teams in football that year.
Yeah, they were just due to have a year.
But do you think Oregon next year is the best team in football?
I know they're returning.
Not to be that guy. I kind of do. I don't think they're outside. If Moore is world class, if Moore is the no doubt number one pick, all right, I'll listen to it. If he is a Heisman Trophy winning candidate, I'll listen to it.
That.
I don't buy it, though.
It's easy to say that now. None of us would have penned Indiana, which we haven't even brought up yet. Nobody would have penned Indiana last year because Mendoza was an out-of-nowhere prospect. So keep that in mind.
And they didn't look good in the playoff. Remember, they got rocked. They got millie-rocked by Notre Dame in that first round of the playoff.
2 years ago.
Correct.
Yes.
And that's why with
Rourke as
and Cignetti was a shtick, a joker.
And then he
still
win a big game.
Is.
And then all of a sudden, he tore apart the league. So there's something to be said about sometimes it's just your year that the fire's blazing and you just ride the high. There are wolves and sheep in college football. There's going to be one wolf, and the rest are going to be sheep. And we just got to figure out who that is.
And you're right. And I mentioned the toughness of some of these team schedules. A lot of these teams will end up not being who we thought they were towards the end of the season.
We thought South Carolina, LSU, Clemson would all be great. We thought these teams returning big-time quarterbacks would have big-time years with experienced coaches. That doesn't happen.
Can I have a laugh? Remember, we thought Florida State was going to win the ACC the first 2 weeks of college football? And then they don't win an ACC road game all season long. By the way, that is confirmed. We were like, we weren't sure of our side. I think I said it. We're like, I don't know. They haven't won one since the Jared Verse year, and they got left out of the playoffs. Dave Jude, our director of ops, I'm sorry. Very sorry.
Another one.
I root for that team. I root for that team to get back.
You're not going to like this?
I root for that team. Give me credit. I root for that Florida State to get back.
I'll say this going into break. You know what conference I actually think is going to be underrated? The ACC.
No, dude. Who?
The ACC.
Louisville? Because they got a Buckeye?
No one's thinking about Ohio State. No one cares.
I'm just saying, I don't know about title contenders, but like underratedly good teams. SMU's, who's, again, won 9 games, 10 games, 9 games.
Not afraid of them.
They're fine. Be in
Give
the
me
mix.
someone I'm going to be afraid of.
Miami will be in the mix.
Who am I going to be afraid of outside of Miami? Give me who am I being afraid of?
His name is Jaron Kiwi Sagopatele.
No way you said. By the way, no way
I
you
interviewed
said
him
that.
last week. I said it right.
Fine.
Jaron Keve Sagopatele.
So what, Cal winning 10 games and going to the playoff? Come on, stop. Not afraid of him.
He will be in the Heisman odds really quickly. You watch.
Heisman.
JKS. You watch. True
Heisman.
freshman last year. True freshman last year.
Heisman.
Played every game. And he's in a Hawaiian quarterback, and those guys dominate college football.
All right, I'll listen to that. I'll listen to the Hawaiians dominating college football. I've seen
West Coast Hawaiian, they dominate.
I've seen it a lot.
Mike Rizzo, Colin Russo, Elias Bustamante will close out the program next. It's Russo and Rizzo on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
Business owners, are your employees driving you nuts? Is money tight? Or have you just poured your heart and soul into your business and now it's time to retire and just relax? At Trans World Business Advisors, they have buyers from all over the world ready to buy your business now. Call for a confidential conversation about your business's current value. 561-203-5121. That's 561-203-5121 or visit tworld.com today.
Breaking news on ESPN 106.3 is brought to you by St. Lucie Battery and Tire.
This just in. We begin this hour with breaking news.
When news breaks, ESPN 106.3 has it covered.
We've had developments. ESPN 106.3 can now report.
When your vehicle breaks, St. Lucie Battery and Tire fixes it. Stay tuned to ESPN 106.3 for more breaking news. Brought to you by St. Lucie Battery and Tire.
Hey, it's Steph Prince here, and in South Florida, you need an AC team that can deliver in the clutch. That's why my family trusts Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning. As a mom of 3, trust me, when your AC goes down, you don't want to strike out with the wrong company. You want a team that keeps the process smooth, stress-free, and most importantly, keeps the family cool. And Bob Bradley knows a thing or two about coaching a winning team. He coached his son Bobby all the way to becoming a first-round draft pick, and now he's helping his grandson Trey develop his game. And one thing's for sure, high standards run in the Bradley family. Bob brings that same major league mindset to the team at Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning. From residential and commercial repairs to installations, maintenance, and upgrades, they step up to the plate and get the job done right the first time. And while Bob waits for Trey's call to the majors, he's still delivering major league service every single day right here in South Florida. Call Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning today at 561-793-7497 or visit bradleyair.com.
Yeah, man. Let's get back to the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. This is Russo and Rizzo on ESPN 106.3.
See, the SEC, what's interesting is all these conferences act as a little bit of a conglomerate when they go to these ACC, SEC, Big Ten media days because they have a message to send. These conferences, at the end of the day, will fight for each other, fight with each other, despite them being opposition with each other. The SEC's big bargaining chip is we will threaten to leave, secede from the college football if we do not get our way or the changes to be made about the College Football Rights Act. What that is essentially changes college football fundamentally, transfer rules, cap on spending NIL.
Players reporting NIL.
Players reporting NIL. But more importantly, the thing the SEC doesn't like is they want to pool money from revenue from TV contracts, which is conference to conference. And obviously the SEC and the Big Ten make a whole lot more money than every other conference combined. Bottom line, all the coaches, including Kirby Smart, coming out today saying, I've been wanting the SEC to break away for years. I've been wanting to do this for years. I want to do this for years. Heather Dinich is saying this is very real. Paul Feinbaum saying this is very real. For not only a conference that hasn't won national championship since Georgia, we're now talking about a situation where they could potentially secede and create their own league. You know where I stand on this? And I understand they got ESPN's backing because ESPN pays for the SEC. I really don't think the SEC will sell nearly as well as they think it will sell if they were to jump out and do their own league.
They're not the best league. What are we doing here?
It's the most popular. It's the most popular league in terms of rating, but yes,
whatever. You sure about that? You're my ratings guy.
Yes, it is.
Come on, man.
Yes, it's true.
That's stupid, and I hate it. That stupid friggin' Big Noon. You're telling me
the problem with Big Ten is Big Ten has got too many networks. But they got CBS midday, they got Fox early, and NBC late. It's too hard to find the game.
Sometimes Peacock.
Yeah, it's impossible to find the game.
Sometimes Peacock.
Yeah, that's right. And the SEC is all on ESPN and ABC.
Fine. They're not the best conference. I will say this, though, if I could take the honker hat off. The Big Ten doesn't like it either. So let's not sit here and act like the Big Ten might not be right there with the SEC if they threaten the media rights.
They haven't been as bad as
they
bullish about
haven't.
it.
They're playing ball. They're playing ball more than Greg Sankey. And
the SEC is traditionally very arrogant. Too.
Correct. And it's, funny that they haven't won a championship in 4 years either. And the pride of the conference last year is Ole Miss.
Give them credit.
I do.
That's America's team.
Colin, Ole Miss hasn't been relevant since the 80s.
America's team.
Granted,
Continue.
hang on. Eli was great.
Continue.
I'm with you, though. I think they're taking on a little bit too much. And listen, Kirby and we don't have Nick Saban in that conference anymore.
Yeah.
All right, Saban and the Crimson Tide aren't the best thing in football anymore. I could argue there's not a team in the SEC that's the best team in football right now.
Well, let me add this to it. In terms of just about developing interest, they're going to leave the college football. That's no Heisman hopefuls. That's no college football playoff hopefuls. The Ohio State fan, the Michigan fan, the Oregon fan, the Clemson fan, the Miami fan doesn't need to watch the SEC because there's no threats.
Correct.
These are not teams that they will play unless the Big Ten, for some reason, go with them. But these are not, then all of a sudden you lose a bulk of the United States' interest in these games because the SEC, it's going to be like the Canadian Football League. It just has its own league and own playoff. Mm-hmm. And then that, to me, I don't think is going to sell nearly as well as the SEC thinks it does.
No.
There's no numbers next to the name. Remember, Missouri being a top 25 team and Tennessee being a top 25 team. That's all for ratings.
Yep.
That's all to get people to watch at Georgia number 10 versus number 22 Tennessee when even Tennessee might not deserve it.
It's just empty threats right now.
It is. It's a bargaining chip.
Until that Protect College Football Act, once again, this is all because of the Protect College Football Act that the Senate currently has in place. It's a bill in the Senate. And for those of you that don't know how a bill works, got to go through the Senate, House of Representatives, judiciary system. I mean, we've all been in second grade before. But we're a long way from this coming to fruition. I will say, Colin, if that bill goes into effect and they got to pull the money from all those TV contracts, I am interested to see where the Big Ten will be. The SEC won't leave without the Big Ten. That's my take on it. They both, if they...
I don't think they realize they don't have
correct.
the power.
If the SEC and the Big Ten both come together, got a conversation. Those are the top 10. What? The ACC? Come on. The Big 12? Come on. The two leagues is the SEC and the Big Ten. They need each other if they want to go.
You're not wrong. What are they going to do with the other sports?
Well, then the NCAA shot themselves in the foot.
That's it.
They did. They shot themselves in the foot.
NCAA, but also, think about the schools do. The schools don't have. They don't get sanctioned by the NCAA.
The one thing
who are the track team on Northwestern? Who are they going to go play against?
Basketball would be interesting. March Madness is interesting.
NCAA can keep them out of that. No problem.
Because the best teams aren't in the SEC and the Big. Granted,
ACC
they have been.
The Big East. It's the ACC, Big East, and a little
Michigan.
Back and forth.
A little Michigan.
The Big 12. That's Mike Rizzo, Colin Russo, Elias Pizzamenti. We'll see you tomorrow. This has been Russo and Rizzo on ESPN 106.3.
Dining out? Yikes.